Nick Cannon of the West Bank.
I'd be gray haired and bald already.
So yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Putting the FU in Funny.
What's
Today,
up,
the last day, we are covering
we
Comedy Fest 2 at Comedy House New Orleans, man.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We got an exciting night ahead of us. Right now, we got Amy
People
Collins.
sound like a goddamn wrestling promoter, doesn't he?
It's like a sportscast here.
Not the wrestler. You don't sound like it. You sound like a retired wrestler.
I would be if I was a wrestler.
Box.
I would have to be a a guy who sat down,
An
commentator.
announcer. You couldn't be
commentator.
Yeah,
that's why I couldn't do it because I can't
like
say
Joe
the word.
Rogan without the skills.
I tell you what. I
You're
tell
the
you what.
long-haired Joe Rogan.
I got a new respect for Joe Rogan and those guys for sitting down and doing 3-hour podcasts after these 4 days.
I bet you're exhausted.
Dude, we've been doing 2.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And today I'm only doing a little while because I am hosting the last show at 9 o'clock tonight.
And who are you? What is your name?
My name is Pickle,
That's
baby.
right. And I am Brandon Bruffett.
Which is also going to be in the last lineup of the finale of Comedy Fest 2.
Woohoo!
Right now, we got the host of yesterday's show, Amy Collins. How you doing, Amy?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good.
Such a great talent. Such a great talent. I'm such a fan of yours, Amy.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to come and sit with us today.
I mean, I've been trying.
Well,
I've been trying.
It's been hectic, right?
She said right when we got here, she said, "I'm here for my close-up."
Yeah.
All right.
I came early.
We're
We
gonna get
made
you
a
that.
date yesterday,
We're gonna
and
get
I
you
got
that.
here, and that date was for an hour and 36 minutes.
Goddamn, we're
And
late.
now I'm on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's Pickle,
So-
Pickle, man, Pickle. He's running.
Pickle's
on that.
on New
Right,
Orleans
bro.
people time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
That's
Yeah, well, we
West
know
Bank
what you
time.
meant.
West
We know
Bank
what you
people,
meant
West
when you said
Bank
that.
time.
Yeah.
I was optimistic.
How
but
was the show yesterday? Tell us about your experience yesterday.
The show was great. It was
Yeah.
phenomenal. We had, I think we had a full house. We had a
Yeah.
sold out show at 7 o'clock. It was a lot of fun. 7 o'clocks are always a little tricky because people are usually like, they're transitioning from the day to the night. They're not
Especially
quite
on a
drunk
Friday.
yet, especially on a
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
They're still coming out of work mode, so they're a little
Mhm.
sleepy. But I had to get them excited and get them
Yeah.
up, and they were here for it. And they came through, and everyone had a great fucking set, and
Yeah.
we had a really good time. It was
So
really fun.
You do a great job as host. I was happy to be a part of mixtape. Well, comedy mixtape here at Comedy House.
Thank
that
you.
You are host
That was
of.
also a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. You did a great job hosting it. So.
Not only tonight, look out for Amy Collins with her show Mixtape. Hopefully one day I'll be on it. You never
You
know.
will be. You will be. I only get a monthly spot, so it's gonna take some
Yeah.
time.
I already know, bro. Running one show, I put like 6 people on, and it's still hard to get everybody in this scene in there.
Yeah.
I haven't been
for
over there
sure.
in months. It feels like I've been just abandoned.
Where?
Like I've been shunned from,
Nah,
from
you haven't
Marrero.
been shunned, bro.
Okay, this
I
is
know
the
it, I know
feelings part of the podcast.
It is. It is.
Welcome to therapy.
We-
Brandon's
we were in
feeling
a-
a little
Putting the-
soft.
We were in a different.
Putting the TH in
Today,
therapy.
today, I'm willing to admit that I am. That I am in my feelings about. I love performing in Marrero, and I love the West Bank. Yeah. Every time I go over there and don't get robbed, I feel like it's a victory. It's a victory.
It's a
victory.
victory.
I'm like, yeah.
You might find a whore on 4th Street and get lucky. A
They
good
might rob
one of
everybody
the
else.
fresh ones.
They ain't fucking with me.
We also have Kimberly.
Are y'all? Yeah, what are we doing? Are we just talking?
fucking
Is
around.
there?
Yeah,
Is
it's
this a
like
show?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus,
We're
should I come
live
back
right
later?
now.
What's going on?
You can if you want to. We got an open policy.
Kimberly's about to go on stage. How you feeling right now?
I mean, I can do 10 minutes in my sleep. So
There you go.
I'll be okay. I'm gonna light them up with Mystical. We're gonna have fun. I mean, last year, y'all performed last year at the Comedy Fest,
Yeah.
and that was electric.
Yeah.
That was fun. That
It
was
was
the first
fun.
year, it was open for like
Like-
6 months,
Yeah. That was exciting as
I like
fuck.
it.
and that
They
was
were
really fun.
sold out crowds.
Oh man,
I mean, they were
it's
great
electric in there.
crowds, but right now we got 2 sold out crowds going down tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last night,
Standing room
and
only.
Thursday, Wednesday, we were almost there. We had a great turnout.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's exciting. I wasn't on the festival last year.
that's
Nice.
Yeah,
That's for that. So is this your
you were
first
doing
festival?
comedy
But you
though
did-
last year.
I had just started doing comedy
Okay.
like a month before.
Oh,
You
So
did
I-
Queer Fest this year.
I did do Queer Fest.
Nice.
Yeah. I did
You
2
were
shows.
doing improv though, right? Before that, or
Yeah,
that's
well,
the first
I
time you
actually-
started at period.
No, I did improv for years. I had taken a break, of course, from the pandemic. So I was really coming out of my slumber, my comedy slumber hibernation.
yeah.
But I had just started doing stand up. so I didn't make it into the festival. But then I got busy, as you guys know.
Okay.
That's
You guys
great.
are way too attentive right now.
That's
Everyone's
great.
actually.
I'm like, I'm not high yet. That's
Yeah.
why. I'm like, I can totally pay attention to whatever this bitch is saying because I'm not on drugs
Obviously, I'm
yet.
not high. So
Why do we not do that?
Well, I didn't because last comedy festival, which was amazing, I did really good, but I was fucking wasted. I was so wasted. I should have never even gone on stage. But
Are you not normally
it's
wasted?
in my brain. Like comedy's a muscle memory for me now, so I can perform shit faced. And I thought the fucked up thing is that I thought it was a great tape, and I'm like, do y'all watch it? Like, I don't like I knew that
Yes.
it was a good tape, so I didn't watch it. And then I submitted it to festivals all this
And
year.
then you found out.
And
it was
then
a bad
finally
tape.
I was like, you know what? Let me watch this shit. And I was fucking wasted and it was a terrible tape. And I'm like, I've just wasted all of my money.
I didn't watch the tape.
You submitted
What
a
is-
tape you hadn't even watched.
She's confident.
Yeah.
This girl is
Yeah.
a
That's some
Yeah.
confidence.
top
Yeah.
shelf narcissist right here.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
the seeds
Stage
back.
stage
I'm surprised that she.
four narcissist.
I'm surprised she didn't just send him a blank tape.
I'm
And was like, this
surprised.
is
Yeah,
the
I did
shit.
it. You want a tape? How dare you?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're not listening to her music right now and her telling
Right.
us
We
how
should
dope
be.
it is.
Kimberly,
No.
KYMBRALI.
Start
Subscribe to my
busting out.
OnlyFans,
Busting out
Spotify,
rap.
Which
whatever.
isn't her real name because Kimbra lies.
So, yeah, it's my stage name. You know?
yeah.
I didn't want, when I started comedy and stuff, like I was a law professor. So I didn't want like my students to be like Googling and finding all my dick jokes or, like whatever, like my abortion,
I can't believe you
So I had to have a
students.
stage name.
You didn't want your students finding your abortion
Jokes.
online.
Jokes, yeah. My abortion
I just
jokes.
wanted to clarify.
Yeah. Pictures of my abortion are on my OnlyFans. So yeah,
that's,
you can.
that's another tape she hasn't watched.
Right.
It's your abortion
Mhm.
tape.
No, I watched that one a lot because I'm
Oh,
a fan
yeah.
of abortions.
Right, right.
Let's
Yeah,
get
what
those
else is
babies
she-
out of here.
Brings
Well,
back good memories.
yes.
Like, that was a good thing I did.
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
rid of
Best
that fucker.
decision ever.
What else is she gonna masturbate to?
Oh, I masturbate to my own abortion videos.
I
That's
Did you masturbate to New York Pizza, our sponsor today?
Hell
Hello.
yeah!
you ever fuck a pizza?
Nah.
Kimber, something tells me you have.
You like no? I mean, he likes
Yeah.
fucking pop rocks and stuff. We know the set by
She
now.
likes that pie, She's been in Queer Fest and what? Florida? That's what it was? You were
P3 Comedy Festival.
uh-huh.
Queer of the
Yes, I
year.
was. I was
As a matter
nominated
of
for
fact.
Queer of the Year, and I
Yeah.
lost because I was not gay enough. So whatever. I told them I was willing to do whatever to get this comedy career knocked up another notch. Okay.
It's always
Not
fun
having it.
watching a straight person being mad they lost a Queer Fest.
Yeah.
Hey, pluses lives matter. Okay, I'm a plus,
Hey,
but I wasn't queer enough.
does that interest you in
I thought the plus was for full
The
of shit.
pluses
Life
are
of
like
New
the
Orleans
redheaded
fine.
stepchildren of the queer community.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the offer.
Nobody respects
gonna
us.
eat
They
your-
don't even give us a letter. They give us a symbol. We're not even worthy of a letter.
But Ryan says they got straight people just trying to hide out in the gay community.
Yeah, it used to be. It's totally flipped, right? Because it used to be gay people hiding out in the straight community.
Right.
This is proof that
The
we have
economy is tough,
evolved.
baby.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ryan pretends to be a girl to go on all female comedy tours. So whatever, it's cool.
we had a lot of straight
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Ryan,
queer fest at
Ryan is-
Comedy House this year, right? You guys were on it. I don't
Yo,
know.
the allies
Oh,
can
yeah,
perform.
what, no,
right?
what? The Queer Fest? I was
Yeah.
on. She
They
wasn't.
probably should have just had an allies
right,
show.
okay.
They probably just should have had an allies show. Like, for
Yeah,
all the non-queer people to have
That's
the
every day.
allies show.
That's every day.
Yeah.
No, because some people aren't allies. Never mind.
I don't know.
My
those people.
grandparents. No. You don't know those people?
I don't know those people.
See, I mean, I've just been an ally before I knew being an ally was a thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing, being there and being an ally before it, and that's what people don't recognize. That's what I don't like. I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I've been like, go get him, Ryan. I've been like, when I was in rehab, I had a gay friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And he was one of my best friends. I've been fucking supporting my gay friends out there.
yeah. Pickle has a gay friend. Everyone who's listening.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a black friend too? It's great.
It's
Okay.
his baby mama.
Oh, amazing.
I
Wait,
have-
correction. I don't
I
Your
was
think she's a
baby
friend.
mama is a black friend?
I was adopted by 2 black families in Marrero
Okay.
when I was younger, and they had much better food than my parents. It was great. It was They did. Don't look at me like that with that pizza in your face.
Well, your parents are Italian. I'm just like
My grandparents had amazing food. My mom was all right. You know what I'm saying? My dad can't cook. I cook more.
You don't have nothing to drink back here? I'm getting
I got the cooking
parched.
Jane. Where's that's Bobby Jean over there?
it is.
I wonder, should I go? Because I probably got to
We'll
perform.
switch out. We'll switch
you
out
on the
right
show?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Probably go check in.
before Mark. So.
Come on in, Bobby
Okay.
Jean. Come take this seat, mama.
I'm out. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Kimberly. Everybody.
Thank y'all.
You can see her feet for free, but the rest you're gonna have to catch on OnlyFans.
That is the perfect shirt. Well, let me see. I'd rather be eating pizza.
New York pizza.
New York pizza.
New York pizza, of course.
Come sit on down. Come sit on
bad.
down. Taj is,
Amy, would you like a
Taj
some
is the
whiskey?
only host that's stalking the area. You know. What up, my brother Taj? Taj Washington, everybody. He's hosting the show right now. Taj, say hello in the microphone.
In shorts?
And Amy's microphone.
They let him do it in shorts.
Oh, hey y'all.
Shorts and Crocs.
Good job. Yeah, you know I keep
You
it
did a good
cash.
job up there. I saw you up there killing it.
Thank you,
Comfort.
man. But yeah, I've been watching y'all all fucking week. Y'all been fucking killing it, bro.
Thank
y'all
you.
been rocking
Hey,
this
shout
shit.
out to
Good.
Grimtown
Shout out to
Studios.
Grim and
Yeah.
Earl, man. Shout out to y'all.
And killing
All right,
it
that's
all
it. I
week.
just want to come. Yeah,
Hell
I'm hosting.
yeah. Get back
Yeah.
there. Come back after the show.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Taj Washington.
This episode is
Dodge looks like
brought
he
to you
just got
in
up
no
from
way
a
by
nap.
Crocs.
Yeah.
What? He looks like he just got out of what?
I
Up
got
from
up from
a
a
nap.
nap. And just
yeah,
like-
yeah, he does.
He just woke up and came.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck, look at
He's like, I got a show. I'm awake.
What's
I
up, Bobby
appreciate
G?
Yeah, he looks like he was
What's
running
going
to
on?
the store. He
How's
looks
the
like he
week
was running
been?
to the
How's the
store.
weekend been?
The weekend's been great, girl. You've been killing it around town. I watched you last weekend doing the show here, headlining. You over here doing your thing during the Comedy Fest. What's up with you, Bobby Jean? How's your life been?
My life is a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's fun. I've had a lot of fun doing shows lately. They've been like the highlight of my life, honestly.
You were also-
But in between that, I have been crying a lot.
Oh.
Don't cry. You were also in Essence Fest. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I guess, I cry behind the scenes too. Don't worry, Bobby Jean.
Yeah.
I think God sends tears in before He sends like the happy tears. You know,
Yeah.
you can cry both kind of tears.
Well, it's just, day jobs are
Yeah, day jobs do suck.
Life, it's just fucking hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
day jobs are a bitch.
I had a podcast drop earlier this week that I was talking about my business, my other writing business, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking about I'd had approximately 627 breakdowns in the last 2 years over the
Yeah.
pandemic.
We're
You
gonna make this
counted your
funny, you guys.
breakdowns?
Don't worry.
We
We're
are,
gonna
yeah.
work on it.
No,
We're
it's-
working on it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
it's
you counted your
painful.
breakdowns,
Oh yeah.
you just mark it. It's like when you count days or like
like in jail.
count
just on
up
the
to your
wall.
period. You're like,
That's
Yeah. There's a little bit
check,
there's a little
check,
bit of
check.
fingernail scratchings into the wall. A couple of them have a little bit of blood.
right.
Yeah. It was just like I'm just gonna scratch them each breakdown into the wall, just etch it in.
Yeah,
Fuck the
you're like,
landlord.
That was a breakdown. That was a
Sounds
breakdown.
like a metal album.
That was a breakdown. You're like, nope, that
blood into the
I
wall.
was fucking that time, and
Right.
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Y'all ladies are strong, though. Y'all gonna get it growing because y'all are both very funny, very funny. How's the crowd
Why,
in there
thank you.
tonight?
As are y'all.
Appreciate that. I'm excited for tonight.
The crowd tonight is Can I curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can say whatever
Fucking
the fuck-
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And
Shouts
yeah,
out to the
they're
fucking
just.
beautiful.
I think we couldn't have asked for a better crowd.
Yeah.
Packed house, and they're really engaged, just like you want.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. It seems like all the crowds have come prepared to laugh. Like
Yeah,
they're
that's
really
great.
That's what we like, man. That's what we prepare for. You know.
Yeah.
I'm always confused by people who sit down at comedy shows with their arms crossed.
Right.
Like, I'm like, what did you?
I do that.
Like it's a challenge.
That doesn't mean that I'm not listening though.
Yeah. Well, you're
Hmm.
a comic, so it's like different. I'm
Yeah,
like-
I'm more like
I'm like, go to the back. No, you're like actually thinking about it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
We get real crowds down here too. That's what I really
Yeah,
love
the
about
crowd
our scene.
is great.
People from out of town, people, but a lot of our fest, it seems like. Did you hear any, like the Taj ask who's from here?
Yeah, there's a pretty large group from the area. I'd say it's like half and half.
Yeah. Last night we had a lot of locals.
Yeah.
It was good. A lot of people here for the first time, which is great.
Nice.
Well, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I
That
am
is
just
great.
so
Yeah.
excited about how big this is. I don't know, just
It
that-
is
that
big
we
though.
can
It
have-
feels like it started a lot of buzz.
yeah.
It really does.
I can't wait for next year.
Right. No, we did put a lot of buzz behind it because it deserves it. We all deserve to get that
Yeah.
light shown on us because we've been like the underground for so long.
Chris and Tammy really deserve
And-
they deserve a hand for
they do.
promoting it the way that they
Yeah.
have, man. They have done a great
Chris
job.
and Tammy.
Yeah, this thing's I mean, it's going off without a hitch, and to
Working very hard.
yeah,
next
to have
year.
progressively growing crowds every night, that says a ton. you know?
Yeah.
Right. And like you said, a lot of people from here, but I like the out of town. I like messing with out of towners.
What do you like to say to out of towners?
I just like to see where they're from. I got certain things I like to say to people.
He goes like, "Hey, where y'all
He's got
from?"
bits.
Yeah. What if
yeah.
I was like, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Give me a city that you know
I'll
that
be
you
like,
like to
fuck
talk
your
shit
baseball.
about.
You're like, "Oh, the show me state, huh? What'd you bring?"
Fuck your football team.
Show me state. That's what
Mhm.
it's called.
Yeah, Missouri is the show me state. Yeah,
But we close to like a lot of down
I
south people.
don't know that. Maybe that's not.
I
who
got
cares?
material for like Michigan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got material for different states.
I
Atlanta.
feel like you need a lot of like comeback material because you come from the West Bank and people are always shitting on it.
Nah, it's good. Whenever I get on stage, they see how wonderful the West Bank is.
I love I mean,
I shine.
I'm no NOLA expert,
I'm not.
but I like it there.
I plan already. I do. Y'all have no clue how many people from the West Bank come up to me and they're like, "I love the West Bank jokes, man. You're awesome." And I'm
Yeah.
like, that makes me feel good.
Yeah, they gotta have somebody.
They
rooting
gotta
for
have.
them.
They gotta
People
have
love
somebody.
jokes about themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They love
They
it.
do.
They love it because then they feel like they're
Our
part of it.
place is horrible. Nah, the West Bank's not that bad, man. I used to run around with a bunch of. I mean, there was a bunch of knuckleheads from over there, but I mean, honestly, like,
Definitely a bunch of knuckleheads,
Yeah.
but that's why they love me.
I remember these dudes
I'm
used
one
to
of
tell
them.
me that you ain't been to the West Bank till you've been robbed on the West Bank. Okay.
I never got robbed till I lived in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Not on the West Bank.
New
but
Orleans will rob you. They're just the humidity here will rob you.
Hell yeah, it will take
Mhm.
you out the
It
game.
will fuck you up, trip you on, push you over on the ground, and everything. Yeah.
Oh man, anything else you want to throw out there about the fest? I guess not.
No pressure.
Thanks
No
for putting me on
pressure.
the spot.
I got putting you on the spot, girl. I'm I'm just having fun, y'all. I like to put people on the spot.
I don't know. Is the late show sold out? Because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not. Oh, all
We
right.
sold out
It's
already.
sold
Oh,
out.
We doing standing room. Y'all better get your asses down here.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. Are they
It's gonna be a killer
selling
show.
standard room? Are they going to let more
Yeah.
people in?
I think
Hell
so.
yeah.
What is
Why
I
sold
need
not?
to
out?
text somebody.
It's sold out. How many people sold out for us?
I don't know.
It's like
I'm not
80
sure what
or
that is.
100.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
packed in that.
I'm not
bitch.
sure. Yeah,
It's full.
75 maybe.
It's
Yeah.
at least 75.
Yeah. Just come down. Come down.
Come
Stay
on
for the
down.
9 o'clock.
If you can't get in, you can come hang out anyway.
Hang out in the
Meet the comics.
podcast room.
No, don't come hang out in the podcast
Oh, okay.
room.
Do not.
You can come hang outside the
Cans
podcast
two at a
room.
time.
Maybe steal some pizza.
Maybe curse at us through the window or something, try to get our attention. No, don't do that. Brandon looks like, please don't do that.
Is that what it looks like? Please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Oh shit!
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
this
get me
is-
in.
Thank you for.
This is riveting.
I know this is.
we gotta,
We gotta, you
I'm
know,
gonna
it's
check
just,
in.
it's as
Thanks
riveting.
for being so lively.
It's as riveting as we can make it. You know, yeah. We bring y'all in for the riveting
day
part.
4.
Day 4. Yeah, we've been doing
They're
this.
strung out.
honestly just ready to get on stage and do my thing.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
I bet you are.
I've been watching people come in and out this room for 3 fucking days, 4th day, day
Fuck
4
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I keep wanting
Everyone's
to get
having a
called
great
and shit.
set.
Yeah.
You're like,
Everyone's killing it. It's great.
I'm ready to go act a donkey on that stage tonight, baby.
Yeah, I see the bite marks on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Act a donkey.
I got Eka Donkey, yeah.
Like a honk.
I've been seeing a lot of videos of donkeys lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, friendly creatures, turns out.
They are. I grew
Wow,
up around a
very
lot
happy.
of donkeys.
Very happy, yeah. Bunch of donkeys, huh?
Uh-huh.
Who we talking about specifically?
No, they were actual donkeys.
Yeah.
I grew up on a tiny island.
Bro.
Really? Yeah, donkeys? That's fucking
They were
cool.
like our donkeys. The donkey, you don't
Were they wild?
kind of.
That's cool. Yeah, wild.
Somebody like left a bunch of donkeys and they had more donkeys.
Tell
They
everybody where
just-
you from.
As donkeys do.
I'm from the Turks and Caicos Islands. And yeah, if you go to Grand Turk, you may not see a donkey. You will see a lot of donkey doo-doo.
Ooh.
Follow
They
the
out,
doo-doo.
they
Is
out
that-
there.
Follow the doo-doo, you'll find the donkey.
If it's the older that doo doo gets, that's the
Is
wrong way.
donkey-
You're going the wrong
My
way.
sister and I wanted to build a donkey sanctuary.
Is donkey
In
doo-doo
Grand
good
Turk.
fertilizer?
Probably.
You never try.
I don't know. We don't really grow shit in Turks. So
No.
What do y'all eat?
I
from
don't
the sea?
know. What do we eat? We import like
was going-
and we eat from the sea, yeah, but like we import every single thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean we have like one farm.
I was about to ask, is the land fucked up for farming or
It's
something?
limestone. It's all limestone. So
It's like
it's
a
like
big
it's
rock,
it's-
right?
Yeah. It's like a tropical desert
So you'd have to
island.
import dirt. You'd have to import soil.
Kind of. I mean, so there's like 2 islands where you can actually like till the soil, but the island where the donkeys are, they're there because they used to. The donkeys used to haul salt. We have salt ponds,
Mhm.
Okay.
so it's like really dry and arid. There's like cactuses and agave that grow wild in Turks, which is like, but people, it's so tiny, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have salt ponds. We used to supply salt to the 13 original colonies in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a little history lesson for you guys. It's not funny, but the donkeys,
Doesn't need to be funny.
Donkey
donkeys-
doo-doo is pretty funny.
the donkeys
yeah,
hauled the salt. But now the donkeys just like lay down in them. Like you just have to be like, well, I'm stuck here. Like there's no traffic because there's like nobody on this island anymore. But you have to
Donkeys
sit
hold
there.
up
Sometimes
traffic.
also there's cows and horses that roam free too.
Uh-huh.
Don't let a cow be in the middle of the road. You have to go around or figure out a way. It'll
Yeah.
be like a cow, an egret, and a donkey.
I would like
Oh, that's
trying
cool.
to capture the cow. I
Okay,
think.
that does sound like a setup for a joke. A cow, an
Yeah.
egret, and a donkey.
Walk
Let's
into a
work on
bar.
it.
Yeah, we gotta let's go work on it.
Let's go work on it.
You
Okay,
know-
guys.
We gotta go right. Thanks, guys. See you
All right.
later.
Y'all have a good
Thank
night.
you, Amy.
Thanks for sitting
Thanks
with
for
us.
coming, hang out.
Yeah, y'all throw a couple of them scallywags in
Thank
there
you.
for us.
Throw us somebody. Throw us 1 or 2 people out there.
Yeah, she was talking about the donkeys roaming wild. That reminds me.
That's wild.
That reminds me, Medellin, Colombia. There are, I don't know what you call them, a pod of wild hippos just roaming the countryside.
Colombia.
Yeah, they were Pablo Escobar's.
Oh yeah.
And when they killed Pablo, they just let these fucking hippos go.
I
and
wonder,
now they've bred and they've gotten more hippos, and they're
You
just
think-
like killing shit around there because like nothing knows how to deal with a hippo.
you think hippos could survive down here in our swamps?
I think a hippo would probably figure out a way to make it in the swamps. I don't know about. I'm not sure because
We
there's
got
river,
gators,
river
but-
water. Yeah, is
I
that-
think they could take gators.
they
I'm
could
pretty
fuck
sure
up-
they could like
they'd
cut
be
a
like,
gator
look,
in half.
we don't
No, no,
fuck,
yeah.
we don't fuck
It's
your
also weird to be
crocodiles
like a
up.
big girl walking in. It's like talking about hippos. I'm like,
Oh.
awesome, so happy to be here. Fuck yeah, eating fucking pizza, talking about talking about being gluten free on stage, and I'm like, fuck this.
Look,
Did you go on stage already?
I did. I just got off. That's
How
why I
was
was like,
it?
it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Did you kill? You did what you did, girl.
I did. It was funny. But I was doing dark, like some dark stuff, and a couple of people, like there were like a smattering of like, oh my god, and then I did one joke. I was talking about like like, you know, going to the GYN or some shit. And I did one, and this one person just audibly was just like, oh my God. And I was like, oh, you have no idea how much worse this is going to get. So every time the joke would just get worse and worse, I would just look over into that corner and be like, oh my God. You know, it was fun. I'm trying to go on here and so I could share because I forgot to do that for
this.
Yes.
Samantha's the one comic we have in Comedy Fest this year that's from New York.
Mm-hmm.
She just implanted into this scene and has hit this scene like a hip.
Like a hippo?
Like a hippo in a swamp.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I caught myself in the middle of saying that shit.
This is Samantha. She's like a hippo. Phenomenal.
This is why I let him talk unfettered. I was like, I let him say, you know, I'm convinced that Pickles is the guy that's going to get me canceled.
No, definitely not. I don't think.
Are there napkins in here?
Pretty sure.
I forgot to grab one.
There's not.
Samantha came
There is not.
That's amazing.
We're lacking tonight. I'm using my shirt.
Awesome.
I'm not using my shirt. No, I'm sorry about the hippo one.
You're
an
fine.
angel in the swamp.
No, don't. That's fine. No, and I feel like I'd be more like a Wolverine, like just little angry, like, you know, just fucking ripping people apart kind of shit.
This is 1 cup of coffee, people.
I did do that joke.
Speaking of 1 cup of coffee.
This is 2 cups of coffee. I had a cup of coffee at like 3:30. I was like, I'm gonna have to have that. I was like, between the show and the next show and the after party, I was like,
could
fuck
really
this.
go for a cup of coffee.
I fucking made sure to bring me some coffee before this all started.
Coffee
today.
and pizza. You want to have like diarrhea or something? Like,
dude, we've been doing pizza for 3 days now. I'm not touching pizza tonight.
Yeah, I'm past the diarrhea. I'm locked up from the cheese.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You're not gonna shit for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
You've been eating.
I will. It's gonna cause a new hemorrhoid.
Thanks to our sponsor, New York Pizza.
For when you need to have some constipation.
Come hang out at New York Pizza Monday nights where we have our open mic.
I mean, not 4 nights in a row. General public, please don't eat pizza 4 nights in a row from anywhere. Not from anywhere.
Not the best.
Not unless you're trying to prove to yourself.
Decision.
Yeah.
What's up with the sunglasses?
I'm just chilling.
Too high or too high?
This dude's feeling.
Which kind of high are you?
This dude thinks this is
Doing
a cabana. He thinks this is a cabana.
I'm gonna just sing on stage.
He thinks when he leaves here, he's going on a fucking cruise.
Yeah. This is my Colombian drug lord look.
I like it. I mean, the shirt definitely has like it's like a little paisley. Actually, it kind of looks like a bandana just got turned into a t-shirt. I mean, that's really
handkerchief.
God bless you.
Handkerchief.
I mean, there we go.
You know, it was a good little Walmart buy. Something quick.
I bought something. I bought like a bandana from there that looked actually. Because it doesn't look like
this
your
is
typical. It's a little. It's
the rest of the bandana.
This is the rest
literally.
of it. They were just like, we have some. Yeah, but mine had like skulls and flowers and shit on it.
Cut them up into squares.
The shavings.
Yeah.
They just fucking.
We're gonna put this. We're gonna fucking get this together. It'll be fine.
I love
Made in a
Walmart though.
sweatshop.
My dad used to say if it was legal, Walmart sells it. Now, that was before the internet age. And he was wrong then, but he's grown into that
If
truth.
it's legal, Walmart sells
He's
it.
grown into that truth with the online store. Man, my goddamn.
I gotta be honest. Up in New York, there weren't like. I lived in the city, and there weren't really a lot of Walmart. There were no WalMarts in like the 5 boroughs. Maybe maybe somewhere like
There's one
way
in your
out in
pocket.
Queens. But like, I remember like occasionally I would go with friends and we would like go upstate or something. We'd go to Walmart, and I was like, "This place fucking sucks." I was just like, "This is like white trash fucking Target," you know. And then I moved down here, and I'm in Walmart every fucking weekend.
Yeah.
They got it.
It's miserable. It's
It's not that miserable.
I hate going to Walmart, bro. I really do. Those fucking lines suck on the West Bank.
You gotta. I mean, you just gotta go through the self checkout. You know, scan every other item. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy for that.
You'd rather
You'll
go,
get out a lot fucking faster.
but you're too lazy for that. But you'd rather go to a bunch of different places for all the things that you need in daily life.
I didn't say I go to different places. I just hate Walmart.
No, well, okay,
You
fair enough.
begrudgingly go to Walmart.
Yeah, it is the fucking cheapest.
It really is. Yeah.
And I try to keep it light because I'm poor. I'm poor.
Oh, no, y'all been to Sam's?
comic.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, but you gotta like pay for a membership. You ever be in the line at Sam's and you haven't paid your fucking membership
No.
and you got a bunch of fucking shit? Yeah, well, okay.
Well,
Pay your
fuck
fucking
me then,
memberships.
huh?
Pay your memberships, bruh.
No, I go to Sam's as well, and I also use that you can scan everything on your phone.
Like that's the only $40 I fucking have.
You can scan but it's not like every month you pay $40. It's $40 for the year.
Yeah, it's for the year.
And you can't go to Costco because you'll get fucking shot.
Yeah.
I mean, every time it's just like somebody else was shot in the parking lot of Costco. I'm like,
That's what folks from Mississippi say about New Orleans.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to New Orleans because you get shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how they make it in.
I mean, that's
people
true,
getting
bro.
shot on I-10.
I was on the phone with a comic, OG comic, and he was like, "My boy told me you come to New Orleans, everybody is robbing out there." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you got to stay out the touristy areas,
Right?
Like, come get the fuck out of that area."
Yeah, people are always like,
"You hanging with me and my, the comics, you're good." We're not fucking out there getting robbed. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but we're
kinda
just
know
as
how
likely to
move.
get robbed as anybody else.
Yeah, we are. But what I'm
well,
saying
because
is,
we perform.
Unless we can hit them with a punchline fucking before they pull the gun out.
we don't fucking like go out there looking for that bullshit. We know where not to park our cars. Like people are putting their cars in those open parking lots. You're a target, especially for the middle of the night. Your shit's getting broken into.
It's funny because people from New York will be like, "Oh my god, I see that."
Hello, Seth Robichaud.
Darling,
Seth
you said a Target, and I was like, I
Robichaud.
just walked in the door.
That's okay. When I walked in, they were talking about hippos, and I was like, "This feels so great. Feels so good." And they weren't
Let's-
talking about
let's-
me, but it
in
was
all
literally
fairness-
it was a moment.
In all fairness, we were
You-
talking about Pablo Escobar, suppose.
Well, Pep, you look like what the fedora, the singlet. What are we, the Godfather?
It's
The
a
West
special
Bank
night,
Godfather.
The
baby.
West Bank-
The West Bank
we gotta get
Godfather.
people on
Doing the
orange.
house.
So we go, "Ah!"
I stay away from orange. That's what they dress you in jail on the West Bank.
That's where they dress you in jail in most jails.
Can I
Yeah.
brag on you for a second?
Yes, thank you.
You
Sure.
just killed in there.
Hey.
I want to
Thank
say.
you. Thank you.
Fabulous. Oh my God. I actually peed myself when you talked about your sister's cremation. Now, disclaimer, it was funny. I want to make that known. I
Thank
was
you.
not laughing at her trauma. I was laughing with her at her trauma.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Thank you. I'm actually really glad about that person who kept oh my godding. And I was just like, thank you. That was you? You oh my godded?
And someone told me not to do it. And I was like, I know you're supposed to
that's
do that in a
perfect.
club. But I had
No.
never heard part of that joke before.
Right.
So when you had said, I don't even remember what you said. I think it was about how your brother just like took a
he
fistful-
literally just like took my brother literally just we had my sister's ashes sitting on
You
the beach.
guys.
And it was like, and my brother, we hadn't talked about. I thought we were just gonna pick up the whole box and dump it in the ocean. And he literally just like bends down and picks up a handful of my sister, like she was like fucking potato chips. Walks to the
Wow.
water's edge and dumps her in. And I was like, we're not all doing that, right? And then my other brother like shoves me out of the way, like my turn. And I was like, fucking like a handful. I was like,
It was.
oh,
It sounds
my
like an
God.
aggressive way to.
That is pretty
My
aggressive.
family is
This
pretty.
is why
pretty
I
aggressive.
don't want to be cremated. Jennifer Turbo and I and Brandon were all just talking about this outside about how I'm
What
gonna
we want to
die.
be turned into.
Well,
yeah. You want to take up space.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
It's gonna be
feel like
bigger
do
than
it
I
in
am now,
life. I
bitches.
feel like I do it in life, so I must continue to do it in death.
I told
Yeah.
Jason, I told my fiance, I was just like, when I die, just take all of my things that nobody else is going to give a shit about and just throw them in the box too
With
and burn
you?
all of it.
Yeah,
I was like,
burn
because
me
I
and
don't
all my
wanna have
shit.
to-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, just burn it all. You don't want it. Fucking
I
get
would
rid
say
of
by
it.
the time I die, they won't be able to burn me because they'll be all plastic.
Leave no trace. Use me as mulch.
There'll be like green smoke
They can-
coming out.
They
like-
can just donate me to Legoland. Me and Michael Jackson,
I'm down. I'm totally down with being turned
and
into
we
like
can
a
sing to you.
firework. Yeah,
a
A
firework.
firework would
Firework.
be good.
Well,
that'd be awesome.
Hunter S. Thompson actually, he had his ashes shot out of a cannon.
Fucking
Really?
Timothy
Yes.
Leary
I
is
feel
in
like
orbit.
Houdini
yeah.
did something like that too.
Timothy Leary took his ashes and he got put
Somebody
into a
did something.
capsule, and he is in orbit around Earth.
That's fucking great.
Fucking rad.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
I love how you're just like vibing
I mean,
out
it's
right
like-
now. Like you,
How high are you right now?
I was about to say.
I'm not high at all, actually.
Fucking lie like a
I
rock.
swear.
He's hot a little bit.
You look like a Beach Boys groupie.
Are you
Like now or then. Now or then. Beach Boys now. Okay, yeah. I'll go with
God,
that.
I gotta,
use
now I
that.
The
can't help
Beach
it.
Boys that play the Biloxi Hard Rock
And you
Casino Beach Boys.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Pickle's like right up front.
I
He's
might
like,
use that
You
on
only,
stage.
you only thought I was taking
Jamaica.
shots.
Ooh, I wanna take you.
to Bermuda. I might use that on stage. That's a good
Yeah.
punchline.
That's
If
how-
you
that's
wear
how-
that, it'll work
Yeah,
perfectly.
are you
Like
wearing
that.
the hat and the
Fuck
whole
yeah,
nine?
I'm
That's
wearing-
how you
I
got.
don't know
Oh,
about
that's
the
how
you
you
have
glasses.
at it.
If you wear your normal, if you wear
I don't
just
know about the
t-shirt and jeans,
glasses.
it won't work.
No,
I don't know
you gotta
about
do the whole thing.
glasses.
No, you got to go with glasses.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't, well, you can get up with the glasses
Be
and
a
open
shout
up
out
with
to the
that, and then
Latin Kings.
take the
Yeah, I'm gonna take them off.
the Latin Kings. Oh my God.
Oh my god.
No, we're not doing gangland shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh.
But I am gonna do some fun stuff tonight.
What are you gonna do? Can you
Backflips.
tell us?
Sabbath.
What
No,
you're
I
gonna-
can't tell
Backflips.
you.
Backflip. Oh,
I wish. If I could backflip on stage,
listen, I
I
can't
should be rich
backflip. I'm
already.
not judging. I'm just saying I think you're gonna hurt your back if you try to
I
backflip.
if
I
I
can't do a
backflip, we're gonna. If I try to
Me
backflip,
either.
we're gonna have to shut the fucking
It's gonna be a
festival
total.
down.
It's gonna be a
Somebody,
total.
please have an ambulance.
A total
Pickle broke the
montage.
stage.
An homage to Chris Farley.
It was a mistake.
You're gonna do fucking somersaults. Fucking.
I'm gonna just entertain people from my back until the fucking
This
ambulance
night only
get here.
cocaine.
Jeez.
I love my family, y'all. Just do y'all love your family?
He loved your
You
mom.
guys love your families. You guys. The only fucking person from the West Bank that
What is
doesn't
that?
say
A
y'all.
hard drive? What the hell
No,
is
this is
that?
a vape pen. Yeah, yeah, it's a vape. It's a hard drive.
It looks like a hard. It looks like you plug it into a computer.
So,
I
so
don't
are you-
understand how those are safe.
Recharge
They
it.
look like you could plug it into a computer. How is
You-
it safe for the
it's-
body?
It's true.
You-
It probably
I mean,
isn't. It
it's
probably
not.
fucking
It's
isn't.
not.
I'm pretty sure we can all be plugged into a computer.
Eventually, yeah.
Fuck
Fucking
that.
eventually.
Matrix, like the
Right.
Matrix.
Maybe
I
have-
mean, I know there's
We'll
like
have
been
an
like
eighth
movies
jack.
and shit. Like
Just
just
fucking-
you die and like you get like uploaded
Well,
to another.
If you
like
plug me
plane
into
or
a
some shit.
computer
I don't
and I
want
look
nothing
like
to do with
Keanu
that.
Reeves, I'm okay with it.
If what?
If you plug me into a computer and I look like Keanu Reeves after, I'm okay with it. Like if that's,
I
the-
mean,
Nah, when
yeah,
I'm
like in the
gone,
Matrix, if that's the outcome.
when I'm gone, I'm gone.
Wait, what?
When I'm gone,
Are we
I'm
back
gone.
to death? Or what's
Yeah, no, we're-
happening? Okay.
we're just it's.
Y'all can live
but
on.
for how long?
Can we bury
I'm
you in that
gone.
pickle?
Yes.
That's a very beach funeral.
I don't
I just-
have a will yet, so if I die
You
before
don't have
I
a
get
will?
a will,
How do you not have a
this'll
will and
be
I
my-
have one?
my
No, no,
living
no,
will.
I'm-
So you have more to give down to the next person, I
To
guess.
the
We
You-
we need to get one of those. You know, like the
I have
pickles
no
that come in the
willpower.
bag. You know the pickles that come in the bag, like the big pickle that comes in the bag. You get it like the deli. We need to get one of those, like a life-size one. When you die, just bury you
That
in
is
that.
a
Just
life
like,
size one.
like
yeah,
just
I am a
Wait,
life-size
just like
one.
a
No, it's-
pickle coffin.
yes, a pickle coffin, but it's like
It's
all
gotta be
soft and
curved.
shit. You know,
It's got to be.
Oh
The,
my
oh, it's
God.
gotta have like
the
yeah,
coffin's got to be curved.
it's
And
like
just-
the weenie mobile. You
You
know,
can just lay it on its side, though. You'd have to lay it on its side,
pickle
right? It'd be
mobile
like a
like
fetal
that might
position.
be
And
fun.
it just floats out to sea. Just
I just at my wake, I
Does
just
it get a Vikings funeral where you
Like a
fucking
big
shoot
shooting
arrows at it
Yeah,
until you hit it and it
that would
fucking
be
goes up
fun.
into flames?
That would be awesome.
I want.
Oh
There's
my
two things I want at my
gosh.
funeral. I want
Yeah.
a sneeze
Y'all
guard.
wouldn't expect a Viking
I
funeral.
want a
That's-
sneeze guard over my casket
A
because
sneeze
a sneeze
guard?
guard, and I want an open bar because
like you're a buffet.
yes, because people you know what it is because I know people. The only
Serve-
reason why people, the
fucking
only
bury me
reason
with
people I
spoons.
know, like from up north, will come and like pay their respects will be if there's free drinks behind my body, like rest in peace, Sam. Can I get a 2 Michelob Ultras?
But
And
who's
a,
gonna be your eulogy tender? Like, I mean, who would you have working that bar?
Oh God, I don't know.
I'll
God.
do it for
You
you.
have to have like a celebrity bartender.
well,
A celebrity bar. I mean,
Yeah.
I
mean,
work the
you
bar,
might be a
fuck it.
celebrity by then.
I work
Oh,
the
maybe,
bar.
maybe.
I don't know. We got to see.
If
We
you
got to.
go first, I'll work the bar.
Thank you.
If I
you
go
go
first,
I'm
If
actually
you go first, I'll put you in the pickle
Like
bag.
he's
There
gonna
you go.
outlive.
Well, do you want to know what I'm doing? I'm doing my own eulogy. I actually want to plan this. I want
Oh, you're gonna tape it in advance?
Boy.
hologram.
Okay.
Hologram.
Like fucking Tupac.
Yes, like an Obi-Wan, not
Okay.
an Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars when
More like
Obi-Wan
Princess
Kenobi.
Leia, yeah.
Yeah, Princess Leia.
Kenobi.
Kenobi. Oh my God, that's my favorite character. This is like hurting my
You guys,
soul.
I swear I haven't even like drank. Like
And-
literally, I haven't even
Literally-
taken one sip.
I
Be
came
like
outside, had a slice of
Obi-Wan
pizza. I'm
Kenobi.
waiting to go back inside to get a fucking drink. When I'm done
Yeah.
with you guys, I'm gonna get drinks.
Yeah.
alcohol in here.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah.
have a
What do you
bar
guys-
here,
Oh.
Sam?
Oh, level up.
Is there vodka?
Bring it on down. We got whiskey.
We got some. Look, this shit is
Watermelon
salted
whiskey?
watermelon whiskey. It's fantastic.
I mean, I'll take a
That's some
sip.
She's like, I'll take a
Look,
soda.
this
She's
shit-
like, I'll take a soda on that.
this shit, and we got Jello shots.
Oh
Look
shit,
at there.
we got Jello
Oh my
shots.
god.
This is gonna
Here,
be
give me
messy.
give me a Jello shot. This is this a nightmare.
No, these are fantastic.
No,
They're a
there's
little
nothing
weird.
fantastic
They're a little
about
weird.
this.
I'll give it to you. They are a little weird.
Like, oh, it's got the. Did you get these at Sam's Club? Like,
But I
where
had them at room temp.
I think so.
Costco. See?
Costco.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get shot when you went to buy these. So, God bless.
So if you go to Walmart, you can buy singles.
See.
I'm
And I love that it's a slurp.
It sounds like
Yeah.
Slurp.
Yeah.
Slurp.
Come on, let's slurp. Let's
Slurp it up.
Strawberry,
I'm a slurp-
strawberry
I'm a slurp
slammer.
on this
Vodka
shit.
with
I am
artificial
not.
flavor.
You want to hit this in?
I am not.
You trying to do
oh
that?
my
You
god,
trying to get in
you
there?
guys are cracking me up so much.
Oh, look how it's got a good. It looks like
Oh,
it
that's
looks like
got
my
just
thighs.
enough jiggle
It
to
looks
it.
like-
It looks like my thighs.
It's
Mine
just
too.
like
them out the pack.
Mine too.
It looks like
Don't
what
worry,
they
Monty.
inject the Kardashians' asses with. Just
Oh, right? This is just like, no, this is totally natural. No, it's not.
girls,
It
this
is.
is natural.
It's 100% Jello.
Oh
Well,
my
he tried to
God,
call
Seth.
that a Kardashian ass last night. I don't know about that. I've seen them Kardashian asses. Well, I mean, yours is good, but
Is anybody else doing one of these?
not
Okay.
quite the same
Slurp.
wallop.
I'm not.
The same
I mean,
thing.
Kim's ass is like.
Darling, I don't want to have Kim's ass.
Do you
Give
not?
that to them, bro.
No, she bumps it. It's like Dolly
I would-
Parton, but
I'm
south.
not.
It's
I
like you
wouldn't
bump
mind having
into
her money,
everything.
but you know.
This one left us on
Cheers.
such a. This one-
Cheers.
yeah. Cheers.
Amy,
Cheers.
would you
Cheers,
like a
everybody.
Jello shot?
Cheers.
We're doing.
Cheers. Oh. Yeah. Seth
Would
said,
you
fuck
like a
y'all,
Jello?
cheers.
We didn't know there was.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you've been offering them to people. Everyone's like, no, and I'm like, oh, I'm trash. I'll take one, please.
Nah, you're the first person to get off
To
the board.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There you go. Take them down the hatch.
I didn't know, but
That's not terrible.
It's
Those are
not.
fucking danger. My 23rd birthday,
It's
I
not
did
terrible.
a bunch of fucking Jello shots.
I've never done a Jello shot.
Oh my god! And then I went to a bar. Somebody handed me an entire fishbowl. I drank that whole thing. At one point, I passed. I like made eye contact with a friend. The eye contact was like, "Get me out of here!" And instead, and she just like looked away. And then my head
Oh my
slammed
God.
into the bar. And I got back up and was like, "Help!" I threw up for so long. I busted all of the blood vessels in my face. I looked like a giant bruise. I almost died. It was a lot of fun. Alcoholism, huh?
Mhm.
Sounds
By
fun.
the way, can I say the New York coif of your hair tonight is just, it's this pin up with
Is
the
it
side
bad?
little. No, it's very classy. It's very
Oh, thank
Audrey
you.
Hepburn.
Thank you.
It's very, you guys don't know who that is. It's
I
very,
know who Audrey Hepburn
you
is.
do?
Yes.
Oh, I love this. I'm so, Pickle.
I've heard the name.
We're still trying to work on it. Who Bette Midler is for him.
Beth Midler.
You know, because you're a New Yorker. You
Yeah,
obviously
but
know
I
who
just
Bette
thought
Bette
Midler is.
everyone
and
knew who
Midler.
Bette Midler was.
I
Like,
know
not
Bette
Pickle.
Midler.
she's the
Our
wing.
whole-
She's the wind beneath your wings.
Don't try
motherfucker.
don't try to explain it. We had to. Our whole episode revolved around beaches that I did with Pickle one time.
Still got to watch it, but I'm gonna get to it. My girl said we're gonna watch it when she
Good.
comes down. She's coming down for the 4th.
She'll cry.
It'll
The 4th next year.
this next week.
Oh, okay. So the 4th of August, because most people when they say the
Yeah.
4th, they mean
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
4th of
July.
July.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Pickle's gonna stop being
was
nice to me.
brilliant.
I saw a great. I
brilliant.
saw a great shot of me coughing on screen just now. I was like, this is horrible.
That's what kind of narcissist
This is
he
fucking
is.
horrible.
Oh, so you're just watching. You're just
He's
watching
watching
yourself.
himself.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm a
Like, is there any way we can
Sorry.
get this feed to be just my camera?
With the good angles on it. Speaking of good angles,
If y'all
those
got any,
monitors are small.
let's
but
see
I
how many people we got watching right
None.
now.
Do we
None.
have
We
any?
got 2.
To our two
Oh,
viewers.
yeah.
What's up?
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Grimace
If
and
y'all out
Earl
there watching,
I
send
would
in,
like
and
to
Pickle. That's
send in
3
something.
of them.
Say something. Tell us you're there. Show us you're there.
Come
If you
on.
got
Come
some
on,
kind
Spirit.
of
Come on, Ghost.
a
in
good
this
question, a bad
5-hour-long
question.
comedy telethon for animals with blind
This is
mental
like-
deficiencies.
We
Yeah,
haven't
this is like
raised-
the Jerry Lee.
we
This is
haven't
like the
raised-
Jerry
That's
Lewis
what you do.
telethon
Yes.
You
without
raise
Jerry
money like
Lewis.
Jerry
And
Lewis.
without the money.
Oh,
He's an
that's
asshole,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
raise a lot of
Money
money.
either.
I wouldn't
So
tell 'em.
today we're raising money for mental deaf blind animals.
We're not doing
And
that.
yes,
not.
we
We're
are.
No, we're
definitely
not.
not.
Although
We
Seth,
are-
you definitely look
we
like
are
you're
mental-
part of like one of those telethon things. You're just like walking around like everything is fabulous. You pick up like a random phone, like, thank you, $2,500, another
Thanks.
$2,500.
George
and Suzanne from Long
Can I get a
Island say,
pledge?
have a great telephone.
Boys, if you would like to pledge here, call 1-800-SETH.
I feel like you would have a
Jesus Christ,
1-900
Seth.
number.
A 1-900 called 1900 easy. I know. I'm not that easy.
I love that you said 1900 easy.
Yes,
yeah,
the
1900.
year I was born.
I thought that was the price you were giving out. 1900.
19, more like 19,000. I'm
Oh
not
my
a cheap
God.
bitch. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Even though Alex
You're too
Careau seems to
expensive.
think so.
You're
Uh,
too expensive.
just teasing. No, but
Well, how, I mean,
That's why you driving that big old fucking car, huh?
no, I drive it because it's a tank. Because that way I don't have to worry about like dying.
What
Because
do you
I'm
drive?
not a good driver.
what are you rolling in?
I drive a Toyota Ford Runner.
Okay, great. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
that I
yeah.
should have divulged.
I don't even know.
Just-
I know nothing about cars. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. What is that?
Well, neither do I. I
Look
just send
like-
it to the shop. It's kind of like when anything goes wrong with it. One time it needed oil, and I thought it was going to blow up. So I sent it to the shop.
I could see you
And
in
they
a
said
big
you
like.
just needed oil.
I
I
could
said,
see
but
you
the
in-
light didn't come on. They said, well, the light's burnt. I said, well, that's not my problem. That's your fix it
That's
in the shop.
definitely your problem. If the
Yeah, like if
lights
you could
burn-
go ahead and fix that along with the burning oil situation.
And you could fill it up with gas too. That'd be great. Thank you. I miss the old days when they used to have the not that I was around in these days, but that they had the services at the gas station where you could just press the button and they come do it for you.
Oh, in New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas.
really?
In New Jersey, the entire state of New Jersey, you
They're
cannot.
weird like that.
They're
though.
really fucking
like
weird.
it's like in Newark, you
I heard
can't
they
have
have
ice cream
people
after 10 o'clock.
that you pay to pump the
Swear
gas.
to
I
God,
heard
it's a
that.
law.
It's not even. It's just their job. They pump the gas, and you can tip them if you want to, but they don't. You know,
It's
you don't
an
have to.
assisting thing.
Yeah,
I
it's,
listen to
it's,
Joey Diaz a lot, and he always talks about that.
Well,
Yeah.
in
it's,
Newark,
it's a thing. It's
It's
weird.
wild.
in Newark and New Jersey, for some reason, it might be outlawed now. I don't know. But in the early 2000s, it was a thing. I studied it. I'll never forget this one thing I remember from history class. You couldn't eat ice cream for some reason after 10 o'clock.
That is so fucking weird.
Swear to God,
You
just in
couldn't buy-
Newark.
You couldn't
Just in
buy,
Newark.
You couldn't buy ice cream, or you could just not eat it.
Buy. I mean, who's going to stop you from eating? It's like drinking. You know what I
Right.
mean? Who's
There
going to
are
stop
places
you?
in
But you
Alabama.
couldn't buy it.
In places in Alabama,
Yeah,
you
but
can
in
get
New-
a beer in a glass.
There's
but
places
you
in
can't get a
Alabama you
draft
could do
beer.
a lot of things that in the rest of the United
Yeah,
States.
there's places in Alabama you could probably pay a very small fee to have sex with a lot of things that are not human.
including your cousin.
There's a lot of there's
No,
places.
that's for free.
There's places in Alabama you can't
That's-
get a legal
That's how you put the
blowjob.
FU in funny. That's
I love how you just bring it around. See, it's like, whoop, that's how you put the, it's a scoop. It's a plug.
yeah.
So how sick of you are of doing this? You've been doing this since
I'm
Yeah.
not at all.
Wednesday.
I
Tell
just
us
have-
about
I-
your experience.
I have a new respect for all those guys, the vets in the podcast game,
Mhm.
like Joe and all of them. They sit down for 2-3 hours at a time. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
but
different.
they get paid a lot of fucking
Yeah.
money though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But at the
I feel
same
so bad
time-
for him. Has a house in
at the same
Malibu.
They
time,
started out with
they
none.
started out with none.
Right, that's
They
true.
started out with none.
That's true.
But I do have a newfound respect because it's an endurance thing.
Would
you
you
know.
do?
Yesterday was a long fucking day.
You did 4 hours yesterday.
Yeah,
Would you do 2 hours of episode if you could?
yeah, I would.
I
could do
I
that.
could talk for 2 hours. That's
Some
the thing.
people need
Yeah,
that.
we know that.
Yeah.
sure.
Wait a minute. So you're
You know
hosting.
that.
You're hosting the 9 o'clock.
There's no
So I
question
feel like I
about
should
that.
get the fuck out of here and let
Fucking-
somebody else jump in this seat. Then.
I know.
Yeah,
Me
yeah. Y'all can
too.
get some other people in
I just-
here.
I don't
Who's in
know.
here? Oh,
Like
get
her.
that lady,
Get her.
ma'am.
Yeah.
I am gonna. I'm honestly.
I'll see if,
I
but
love
I'll
that.
give up and I'll.
You
Are you guys going to be doing this? Are you going to just be doing this after the show then, or
I'm
I mean,
stopping.
you're
I'm stopping in a
but
few
Brendan, Are you
minutes.
going to keep going?
I'm
He's
performing
hosting.
on the show as well. Like,
So who's
there's
gonna-
who's gonna
be,
do
there's gonna be a
this?
part of it. We're gonna
Adam
have
Crochet is gonna come in.
and somebody else.
I was
Right
gonna say
on.
Samantha and I.
Maybe
could
Ryan. No, I mean
y'all
y'all
could.
can definitely come
Yeah.
through.
We could turn
We've got
it-
like an
oh,
open door
oh,
policy.
Oh,
Really.
Ryan and me and you. Oh my! What a gay podcast this would turn into.
I mean,
We really could.
Yeah.
We could
With
turn it
Adam
into
in
a
the middle.
QVC
Y'all
like
could ask
half
each
hour.
other-
You know,
Totally.
Y'all
You
could
can
ask
get
each
this
other questions.
kimono at SethRobyShow.com for $19.99.
you can get this
It's
dress
like
at
that
Macy's for
exact kimono.
$23 if you switch the tags like I did. So I should. On that note, I'm gonna fucking go
There you
and see if
go.
anyone else wants to come in, and I'll pop back in later.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Samantha.
Congratulations on a great set.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Uh,
Get 2 people and bring
yeah,
one
send
in,
someone
and I'll
in
pop
here.
out, and I'll pop out once the other person comes in.
What up, Seth?
Hi, boys. I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, you're
we love
funny.
talking to you.
We don't
I'm
have.
funny. Thanks. I
You're
try.
fun. I said you're fun, not
oh,
funny.
I'm fun. Okay. Well,
Who
that's
told you? Who told you were funny?
All the straight men are coming for the gays at this festival. I really would like to.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I ain't mean it in a bad way.
Hashtag-
I'm just messing with you. That's hilarious.
I know. I'm
Because give me the
baby.
scoop. Who's
I'm
coming
not
for who?
Alex Curo.
Oh, well, no, you're not.
I'm not gonna tell you. Stealing
He's
people's
no
jokes.
Alex Curo.
He's no Alex Curo.
No,
That's a good
yesterday,
thing.
you don't remember Alex yesterday?
Oh
Fucking
yeah, I
little-
do. Don,
The
definitely
whole
do.
2 viewers remember Alex from
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know that there's a person that doesn't.
yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I've been having a blast. I had a blast on the show last night. My set went fabulously. I had a great time. The crowd was great. These are really great crowds, I have to say.
Yeah,
I
they
am
are.
really like thrilled for just everybody because truly it's like, especially people who haven't like done, a book show yet, and this is their first book show. I'm so thrilled because the audiences are fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I mean,
they are.
we all know what it's like. I mean, when you play, certainly with my show,
Look
I
at this
know
dude.
I've played an hour for 2 people.
Yeah,
You know,
your
when you have a
shows are
good audience-
long. Well,
my,
we
my
got
shows are an hour and a half.
Kevin Little in the house.
Kevin Little, they're a Vegas timing.
But we know that you could go for 2 hours.
the biggest
I
little
could.
guy.
Well, they originally told me where I started my show. They told me they said we will not pay you unless you perform for 2 hours.
Oh wow.
2 hours.
So I
The
started my
lovely
show doing 2
JQ.
hours.
Oh
So I have a
shit.
lot of material.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
variety
And then speaking of-
shows.
Gorgeous material.
Can we get
I'm going to introduce everybody to the queen of all things, JQ Palms.
Come sit down, JQ.
JQ.
Come
Good
sit
old
down.
Booker Puss.
Jesus Christ?
Come on in. No. You
No,
just
you
sit down
good.
too.
Sit down, man.
And the lovely,
I just
lovely
killed-
and
I'm not gonna lie,
talented
dude. I
Kevin Little,
I just
who just
burned.
murdered a stage apparently.
I feel like the vapors.
Did you leave
How you
any
feeling?
witnesses? Did you leave any
Dude,
witnesses?
I had a couple standing motherfuckers, dude. I had the standing up.
yeah?
Too. Yeah, that was wild.
Oh,
I did good.
oh
You
yeah.
didn't read the set list to you.
Did
All right,
did they
read
give you
the
the?
set
Did they give you
list.
the?
Read the set list. I had to
Okay.
skip one of these. So it started with cauliflower, and I did 3 minutes on cauliflower hard. Like they bit hard on cauliflower, and it was not supposed
People
to
are
be 3
loving
minutes.
cauliflower.
Dude,
Any
the
shit on cauliflower
bit-
rice? Any mention there?
Oh yeah, cauliflower
Okay,
rice.
okay, okay.
You got to
All
see
right.
the cauliflower
People are
bit.
big fans of cauliflower
Yeah, I
rice.
got to make that into like an internet thing before somebody else steals it.
even pizza crust.
Yeah, pizza. Yep. I
Yeah.
said I got to deal with Domino's. I'm cauliflower. Like I went
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
There's been
Yeah.
a lot of pizza crust hate lately. I like pizza crust.
Then so like I
I
did
like
cauliflower. Then I
or
did the
New
intro
York.
stuff, which has the Mighty Duck shit. I skipped the Man Boobs. I skipped the Blake Shelton shit, and then went straight into Neighbors.
Oh, the neighbors did good tonight.
They did great.
Okay.
And then I did Joe Biden. Looks like the dude that gave the Power Rangers the mission.
I was thinking about maybe a Joe Biden joke tonight.
And then I did
These
White Power
political
Ranger.
motherfuckers here. These two, they might as well be lobbyists.
I'm not
Who's Joe
political.
Biden?
Yeah, y'all
Then-
political as shit.
Then I did the White Power Ranger. Then I did.
How'd that go over?
See, I had to skip Scarface. They went great.
Yeah, I love that
Uh,
joke. It's always interesting to watch you do that joke because I see it
I
on your
love it.
face every time you do it. It's like I don't know if they're going to accept this.
That is a gambly fucking joke, son.
That's
then
my
I did,
favorite one for you to do.
I
for
did
me
my
to
dad
watch you.
shit. I did the stealing trays from Popeyes and
Yeah.
the diabetes, the beatus, and
Right.
then I did Scrabble in jail.
Hell yeah.
I didn't have time for Jewel in jail, but that was 11 minutes and 35 seconds because I set my little timer.
I
we
love
go.
how Samantha just left her trash all over in
Yeah,
front of
thanks.
Kevin's face. Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
did
she
that.
did.
How you feeling? We got JQ
I
in
feel
here
zapped
tonight.
up.
Host of Not Safe for Uptown.
Yeah, next
One of
Friday,
my
y'all.
favorite
Next Friday?
experiences.
What is
of
Not
my-
Safe for Uptown?
Not Safe for Uptown is
Come
her
through and sit
fucking
down.
her show at Sydney's, right? That is bring your foulest jokes.
Ooh, I'm into
And
that.
you know how I jump at an opportunity like that. Well, I
It's
unleashed
fun.
the fucking
It's
kraken
fun.
at those shows. I love that shit. That was such a good time the last time. It was
It
so
was.
fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell my most foul jokes before she comes on the stage tonight. It's gonna be great.
Tonight?
Well, one
Yeah.
thing we know
Okay.
is that Booger Puss can handle it.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
she can.
She
No, I'm
can
not
handle
gonna
it.
do that.
Fucked up, you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is.
That's
It is.
Brandon bringing that up to
It
people who don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I mean, hey, I got it direct. I got it firsthand. I mean, yeah.
Well,
you,
we
ever,
know.
you ever heard like
second hand.
you know
I got
you
it
heard-
second hand, Joe.
You
Second
know
hand.
when like a girl doesn't like get any for a while, you never wake up and have that crust on your eye.
yeah, no
Facts,
way.
dog. It is, dude. I'm sorry for the
that's a
visual,
compliment.
bro. I'm sorry for the
Isn't that a
visual. That's just
compliment?
how that's just real life, dog.
He just said you're always beautiful without saying it. That's a compliment from Kevin Little.
No, I wasn't talking about JQ, man. I don't know JQ.
Oh, I
like
thought
that.
you,
I was
I
just
thought
talking
you
about
said
people
she
just-
never. She looks
Kevin
like
Little,
somebody who
JQ,
never has the crust in her
Kevin
eyes.
Little.
That's what it-
JQ.
Y'all have never met before.
I don't think so.
No, but I've been
Oh, yeah.
a big fan of Kevin Little. I saw him on the scene probably 5 years ago.
Well, Kevin's
Well,
funny
actually-
as a
and I was like,
motherfucker,
this
right?
guy is like a pro
If you
comedian.
stand next to him, you're a little
Yeah.
fan.
Thank you.
A little
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's how he
Yeah.
gets it. That's what he calls his fans, little
Little
fans.
fans.
Ooh, that's actually a good ass idea.
Yeah.
My like brand thing that I'm
Yeah,
gonna like
littles,
pump
littles.
out is little by little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you sleep, you get a
Little
little
X,
dribble.
little by little, huh?
A little dribble. When you
Yeah.
sleep, you get a little dribble.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleeping good.
Yeah. I do drool. I'm a drooler.
A little
I'm a
dribble.
drooler. Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna go on later. So I just want to know, is like, there any advice you can give me or pointers or tips of what to expect? I feel like
It
I've
was
been
a really
following
good
you guys
room.
every night. We've been tuning into the live stream.
Nice, thank you.
Oh,
We've
thank
been
you.
waiting
Really?
to like see what's going on. We've been following everything. Seems like night after night, everyone's been crushing it. Sold out shows. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck it up tonight.
Don't,
and, like,
don't.
mess
you
up the
don't.
last show.
Don't, because
But I feel
we
I've
will
been
hold you
s-
accountable.
You're on the last show for a reason, though.
Yeah.
You're on the last show for a reason.
Well, I'm taking some risks, and it's always I don't know.
I would go. We got 10 minutes, so I would go with like the number one piece of advice that I got pretty early in the game was tell your second. What is it? The second best joke first.
And your best joke last.
Best joke last. And in the middle, it doesn't matter. It's called encasing. But like
Yeah.
and I like to throw a callback in there. But like apart from technical shit, like that crowd is great. They want to sit and listen to jokes. So like, if you have something halfway clever and maybe like some segues, you're gonna kill it.
I got to feel
Bring
this
some
sold
energy.
out crowd.
Bring energy
man.
because what's his name? Crochet. He's got like the lower droll,
Yeah.
like Mitch Hedberg, mixed with what's his name, Norm Macdonald, kind of like. That's kind of
Kinda,
like his
yeah.
delivery method.
He's kind of like a really like a upscale.
He did not
Jeff
have him.
Foxworthy.
He didn't have him. Yeah, he's like woke Jeff Foxworthy. He's like, I'm like pandery Jeff
like
Foxworthy.
hip.
Like I'm gonna
Hip
pander.
Are you
Foxworthy.
talking about Alex Curel?
I'm talking
Adam
about
Crochet.
Adam
Adam
Crochet.
I
Macrame
get those
Crochet.
I was about to say,
confused,
hold
too.
up, bro. Did you just?
No, I used to get Drew Hugh and Crochet mixed up. But anyway, bring the energy. I would say, higher energy. And,
Well, let me tell you,
and be
she's
willing
on-
to dump a joke for the next one.
You
because
on?
it's only 10
You on the
minutes.
show I'm hosting, so it's gonna be nothing but energy ready for you.
Right.
I'm playing a song, so
Oh,
that's
you're
the risky.
doing a song.
And
Well, you're good at your songs too.
well, I just hope I don't like drop the ukulele or something. I don't know. It'd make
Another
that funny.
ukulele comedian. What are the odds? What's his name? Did
You'll be
that?
all right.
You
Thomas
I haven't
Jones.
seen him in a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas Jones.
the ukulele brother.
Thomas Jones is a beast.
Yeah, worst show I ever did. I had to follow him.
You had to follow him immediately.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Terrible.
That's just like
Yeah,
got-
that is fucking horrible
I got
because
booed
everybody
off
in the
the
city
stage.
knows Thomas Jones and his songs, and then you just pop in
What
there
are
like
the chances?
ukulele girl.
what are the
Yeah.
chances?
They're like, we
of
literally
us?
just saw that. And I was
Mr.
like,
Manager.
okay.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I'm gonna go get ready.
Oh, you're good.
So
You're
I'm
good.
gonna put.
I think we're gonna get Christopher Anthony in here.
Thing.
Yeah, thank you for
I'm
stopping
like,
in.
you guys
Atlas.
are so relaxed and chill, and I've been just frantic all
Well,
day.
we've been-
so-
we've been
You gotta
taking
do the
tranquilizers,
PowerPoint. You got a
so-
PowerPoint through your head.
I didn't
Do
take
that,
anything.
'cause
I
I do
ain't-
that
I
before
smoked a
every
little
show.
weed
I
about
do
it.
the PowerPoint, and I've
None
got
of us took tranquilizers. It was a joke.
I've got
No,
this.
I'm
You
saying
don't
I'm
have
not drinking for
tranquilizers.
nothing.
That's the whole reason I came to
Not
this
even.
pod. They get the.
You got you.
Kevin,
You
Kevin,
want some
do
tranquilizers?
you want? I will
love you
shoot you
guys.
in the neck with a trank dart if you want directly. And I don't.
How did more trash
Look.
accumulate over here after Kevin Little?
Kevin Little came over here. He put trash on the table and then picked it up when he was leaving. He just. I get that.
Thank you, JQ.
Well, I'm looking forward to sharing the stage with you guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's gonna be a
yes.
fun
Thank you for
one.
everything.
Honored and excited. Thank you. Thank y'all both for stopping in,
Heck yeah,
chit chatting with us on putting the FU and funny.
JQ.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin
Dropping a
Little.
mixtape in like
Yeah.
2002 with Mike Jones.
Public speaking phenom,
Uh,
joke
Man,
writing
logistics,
prodigy.
fucking prodigy. God damn it.
fucking
I hate how successful
like-
Chris is in every aspect
like
of his life.
bearer of
But I actually
longer
do. I
hair
love
than
Chris.
previously.
I love Chris. Is a great guy.
Oh, he's a wonder. He's a wonder and a visage. You as well. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin, for stopping in. Congratulations, Kevin
A
Little.
little spittle. He when he goes to sleep, he gets a little spittle.
Just a little bit.
Just
What's up, Christopher Anthony? How you doing over here, bro?
Oh, right there. Okay.
There you are. There you
Hello.
are. Look at you. Look at you all grown up and on TV.
Yeah. I'm supposed to look at
Kinda.
you, but then the camera. It's just
No,
so
just look
sexy.
at. Let's all look at the camera. Like that's
Oh.
how we'll do this interview here.
Just
No,
looking
I'll
at
look
the
at you guys.
camera.
It's Christopher
It's just like
Anthony.
there's so many poles between, like there's a pole in your face.
That's
look,
what she said.
Look,
Slender back.
it's the
black pole.
same as when we're at the strip club.
Nice.
So just adapt. Grab.
Oh, it's a low
grab
time.
pole.
You guys have had like 2 people at any. It's just us. Lock that door. Let's get talking. What's
Let's
going
do
on?
this. Let's do this. Should
I
we
don't have time to lock the door. I got 5 minutes, then I'm
Oh,
leaving
man.
myself.
Exactly. Yeah,
keep
I
our
know.
shirts on? Keep our shirts on.
How's the show going in there?
That's
You
what
got-
we
you
should
got
do.
plenty- You
Look.
got 30 minutes.
Hold on,
No,
bro. I
no.
gotta get into a certain
Here's
space.
yeah.
here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this interview with you
Yes.
for a few minutes, and
Yes.
then we're just gonna take a break. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Let's do
not
it.
coming back on.
that's
I'm
what's up. No, that's
host.
what's up. I'll rally up the troops.
Okay.
Okay, fucking we'll do this. I know you got to do your thing.
I
man.
might. Okay.
I
Let's
love
do
that. I
this.
want you in a good space.
Yeah, I
man.
need to be in a good space.
Yeah, I know
to
that.
host this last
For
one.
the record, I killed.
Nice.
Look, I didn't even have a question about that. That's why I
Right.
didn't ask because, like, you know, I know your joke writing abilities. I know what you bring to the table.
How'd your new ones come over? Did you get your 3 minutes, three laughs per minute in?
Did they come over? Everybody?
It was, so I did this whole thing about people who make life difficult.
Yeah,
And I just
like
started
me.
describing
Yeah.
people. And I told everybody that on top of laughing, obviously, to applaud if they knew someone I was like the person I was describing.
You're asking these
And then-
people to
and then-
multitask.
Yes. And to
Oh,
clap
Lord.
lightly if they were the person I was describing.
Oh, wow.
Like a
Levels.
game,
You
like
got
a
to-
game show,
you got to gauge
but they
your own
walk
shit.
out
This
with
is interactive.
just as little money as they had. Yeah.
Man, that's a fucking hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask for a
I
comedy.
know,
crowd,
I
man.
know.
Like,
I called them out on that,
like,
but then
if you clap louder than you're supposed to, bitch, you're out of here.
no. I want it. I want as much of a response as possible. I want people to
Yeah.
be engaged.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So did they engage not the way you wanted them to?
Yeah, I mean, anybody can laugh and make you think you're doing a good job, which like works sexually. But you know,
Yeah.
like
But do you feel like you know the difference in a crowd that's laughing to fucking like to just laugh?
yes,
Or, yes.
So a real genuine laugh sounds very different from like a polite.
I feel the same way.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. It definitely brings a different vibe down the back of your spine to
For
get
sure.
that rah.
But I mean, the people that are here
That's a
tonight,
vibe down the back of your spine. I like that shit.
the people here tonight have decided like Saturday night, I want to have a good time. I want to laugh.
Yeah, we
Right?
bought tickets and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Before we got here, we bought tickets. You know, that's a big thing. Man.
Yeah. So like going with like an analogy like this free pizza, right? Like if you didn't pay for something,
New
you
York
could take
This
pizza
is no
shout out.
analogy. This is real deal brought
Right,
to
right.
you in part
So-
by
right.
the wonderful
So you could
folks
take
at
a
New
few
York
bites
Pizza.
of it. You could take a
Yeah,
few bites of it
yeah.
and be like, oh, okay, I'm good. But if you paid like $30 for that slice, you're going to consume every single morsel, right? So same thing with comedy. You pay for tickets, you're going to want to get as much enjoyment out of the experience as possible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And all we have to do is facilitate. We just have to make sure that what we serve you is delicious
Oh,
and appetizing.
Fuck, I forgot that part about the facilitate. I got to facilitate
Yeah.
tonight.
No, I'm the only
Holy
one.
shit.
As the host, I'm the only one who really has to facilitate.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
But you don't have a hard job because everybody's vetted. It's hard being a host and you're at an event where you're like, it's like an open mic or somebody's having a down day and even like a vetted comic and they come in and you're like, you seem off, but here we go. When you're a host, if somebody like shits on the mic and you have to like bring that energy up every
Oh,
single
yeah.
time to provide like a good clean slate for the next comic that comes up.
Oh yeah.
That's hard.
Oh yeah.
Just pull a real Amber Heard and shit the bed, huh?
They'll do that to you too. People will not give a fuck. That's why I'm glad we're at the.
I hadn't
Comedy
even
Fest.
considered it an option before.
Nobody-
tonight. Before just then.
Well,
I not
hopefully,
even.
hopefully you don't consider it an option in about
I mean,
30
look,
minutes.
This guy,
Just-
he's the one that presented it as an option.
I mean, it's a wireless mic, so.
You ever took a shit on stage on purpose?
Who?
Christopher Anthony.
Christopher
Oh, you
Anthony.
mean like
Tell us about
bombed?
your
Like-
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't. Okay,
Like on purpose.
have I? Okay,
That to me, that was the clincher of the whole statement. Was on purpose.
so there have been times, yes, where I came in and I purposely acted extremely awkward and inexperienced just to like try that nuance and see if people were responsive.
how deep in the game were you at the time?
I was 2 years into it,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean it was late. The crowd like wasn't really all there, and I have found a good tip with public speaking. Sometimes like your default is to think that the louder you yell, the more attention you'll get, but actually the lower your tone, the more people will like sort of stop and
tune
like
in,
and like
yeah.
they'll perk their ears in because like what's going on, even if it's just like to reject what they hear. You lower your
Well, they
tone.
wanna
and
hear
people
it.
Really, exactly.
They want to hear it.
So that's what I did, and it was super odd and quirky, and it worked, and it was really funny. But I went into it being like, I don't care. Like I don't.
John Reynolds is another person that's real good about that.
Yeah.
You know, to like reset the room as they call it. You
Yeah.
know, bring it down to their tempo.
Yeah.
Sometimes energy is hard to follow. You know, and you're not a very act out comic, but your jokes deserve to be listened to.
So since I followed Samantha, there was like that sort of aggressive energy that already
Oh,
existed
yeah.
there. So I was just like, all right, let's do it. And I was already talking
Did you
crap.
go in?
Oh yeah,
You went in?
yeah. Because I started off from the get go, and I'm just like, you know what's better than talking crap about people alone in your house with the anonymity of the internet? Talking crap about people in a crowded, dark room with one exit. Like, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And that's how I
And it's
opened my
behind
set.
you. Yeah.
And
Nice.
everyone was just like, let's do this. Because like we've all done it, right? We've all like criticized somebody, usually behind their back at a water cooler or whatever. And then like that, you know, the person we were talking to leaves. The person we were just talking shit about comes in. We're like, let's talk about that other person that isn't here. It's just like, whatever. Like, what if we just were honest about that, did it all in good fun, and realized that like there's no such thing as an offensive comment. It's just easily offended people.
Well, there's both.
Do you think that there's things that you can
Definitely
blatantly
both.
Yeah. There's absolutely there are things
Nowadays,
that you can say.
people
You know,
get offended real easily.
yeah,
But
but I mean, besides that, there are things that legitimately are said that are offensive in the name of funny.
Yeah, that too.
You know, that
I got
definitely
one or two
happens.
that I'm gonna do tonight.
But it's
I just feel
could
like
be
I've
offensive, but
had like
definitely
so
funny.
much like conversational sandpaper, I guess. Like I'm just like,
like it how last night this dude was talking about don't talk over me, and then the night that's all he wants to do.
What are you talking about? I'm not even doing nothing.
No, you're not. You're not. It's all good. No, not you at all. You didn't even come on last night.
oh, okay.
But you were here.
Yeah. I want to. I mean, these are my friends, my family, my
Hell
coworkers.
yeah, you're a big
So
supporter. Of
I want to
comedy,
be, I want to be supportive, you know, and also too, you know, like a lot of, I wanted to see, because for a lot of comedians, they say, okay, well, you know, I'm trying stuff out, but when I do a big performance like this, these are the kind of jokes that I'm going to do. And so it's just like, okay, well, like, let's see it. Like, this is your big time. I want to see you in this mode, in this atmosphere. And I want to see if like, there's either no difference between the person I see at a 4-minute mic or a huge difference in the amount of like attention and energy that you give to your performance. I like seeing people make that growth in transition.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I feel like I should be sillier. I'm sorry, you guys. Just like
It's not a necessarily silly deal. Oh, Shep Kelly, how you
Shep
doing?
Kelly in the building. It's about to get
You
alive.
are.
Oh, you.
That's even your drink. We had it prepared for you.
Couple
So
of
we've been
them.
waiting on you for a while.
What's going on with you? I came in a
couple
little
of
late today.
folks.
I came in a little late today. I got a headline this show, so I didn't want to be, here for too long. Yeah.
I'm about to get off the mic too. Let's do a quick
I
one.
got
What's
put in
up,
my
my
place
friend?
earlier.
How you doing, baby?
We all on this show right now.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope. What's going on, Chris?
Yeah,
How you doing? How you been?
very, very
Man,
good.
this dude just killed the 7 o'clock show.
That's what's up, man.
I like that every one of your shirts look like they are handcrafted.
Yeah, I make my own merch, and here's why: because a lot of times you end up buying shirts from other people, right?
Uh-huh.
And they are expensive. I'm a business person, so I'm like this. If I'm gonna buy the shit, I won't profit from it too. So when I buy my own shirts, I get a cut of the profit, and I don't have to buy other people's shirts,
Like
and I write
Jay-Z
off
when
the
he drinks his
entire.
own shit. And
Yes,
stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
You ever trade
trade what
with other people?
like put other people's shirts on?
No, I'm saying like hey, I'll give you my shirt. You give me your shirt.
No, we ain't trading no shirts.
Pickle has a shirt that says "I'm Pickle," and yours says "Black Butch and Bougie." So he's
Yeah.
wondering if you could just trade shirts with you.
No, but my
so he
shirts are
could
all
wear a
available
shirt.
online. If you go on Instagram, you just click the link in my bio, and you can find every shirt that I have on. And when I wear it, that's in my brand.
that
for
exact
sale.
one.
Yeah, this one right here.
Hell yeah.
I got one that
Like,
says
yeah.
"Go be dope." I got one that says
I'm wearing it
"Responsibly
tonight,
hoeing
but I'll
out
ship
here."
it to you tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? No, yeah, I actually don't do any shipping. I don't believe in having inventory. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? I got lost in. We got a third party company that does all that. Don't even call me about your shirt. It's them. So it's all good. It's all. You know, everything is about write offs when you in business.
Yeah.
So that's even being here right now. You know, my socks are write off. I couldn't perform on stage if I didn't have on socks.
That's
so
right.
Everything.
You taught me that you can like write off everything. Bro.
Everything.
I was like, that's what's up.
Hell yeah. Like
That's
this goofy ass hat you got on. You better write that shit off.
I'm gonna write that shit off.
You better.
You got no clue.
This is the
I
accounting
save
version
receipts
of
now.
masterclass.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
saving
real thing.
receipts now.
It's a real thing because I feel like a lot of comedians don't know that they walk in companies.
Yeah.
Every comedian is a walking company. You are at least a sole proprietor of your brand. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got an LLC or not, whether you got your taxes together or not, you are. So you gotta, have your shit together.
Have your shit together.
Absolutely.
Shep Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get my shit together for this set, bro.
Oh,
It's
you good.
8:45.
Mark Caesar's on stage right now, killing
is
it,
he?
acting a fool. The line's building up outside. It just, I got on my shea butter, Rihanna draws and waist beads. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
Rihanna drawers and waist beads.
You gotta do
How
it.
in the hell are me and Shep Kelly rocking the same shit?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta do that. And you gotta put your shea butter on. Make sure you stay moisturized.
I hate when
and
I show
hydrated.
up to prom wearing the same dress as Cindy.
My waist
your
beads.
waist beads
I brought
with you
my
tonight?
waist beads out. Yeah, I didn't
Holy
even
shit.
realize it until she said it, and I was like, "That's what those are."
Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's amazing. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, as long as you got your shit together, life is good.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it sucks when your life ain't together.
It definitely does.
It does, because everything is a problem after that.
I mean,
Especially
from waist beads down, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is to it, man. Self-care. It's not selfish, Gotta make sure you take care of yourself. People think that comedians are supposed to be, well, a lot of comedians are depressed, and we got, all kind of shit, anxiety,
We
and
go through our moments.
brokenness. Brokenness is a thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a big one.
you're prone to it.
Yeah, but not if you got your shit together. See, nothing.
Nah.
At least at all times, whether they paying me or not, I'm breaking even.
But don't you have to go through all that? Then you get your shit together and you be like, oh, now I know what it feels like.
Well, honestly, before I started comedy, I knew that it was gonna have to be a business move because I was single with no property and no children, and taxes was, I'm not even gonna say the percentage because I ain't trying to talk about my tax bracket, but it was horrible. I was like, I can't believe I got to give all this money back to them, and I was like, how do I not have to give back all this money?
Yeah.
Everything I do is I'm telling you, hop in and out of Ubers, all that shit is written off. I'm not, not
I
doing
kind
it.
of just want to get my shit together to prove you wrong now.
It's a thing. It's a thing, man. You gotta have it together.
I want to get my shit together to prove it right.
Ain't no
Thanks
tax
a
fraud
lot.
over here, but I'm telling you, it's all a game. It's all a game. Just like strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? You think
I don't fuck
they there
around
for
there.
you?
No, I don't think that.
House
I don't-
always wins, baby.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
House
yeah.
does always win there.
Yeah, casinos and strip clubs. I just, I put them right there together.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
I don't
It's a
fuck
gamble.
with neither one of them.
It's a gamble. I love it. What was y'all talking about before I came in? I didn't get
you.
Oh, me?
Nah.
Me? That's how one of my little friends say. I was thinking about you. Me? I'd be like, come on, bitch, come on. I was thinking about you. Yeah.
We were actually talking about how increasingly sensitive audiences are getting. It seems like a really thematic thing with comedy, like coming up with content that is as least likely to offend, the larger and larger audiences.
So when you say offend, do you mean like triggering people, like with certain terms or certain
Yeah.
topics?
And I'm not even trying to come up with material that doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's our job. Like historically, comedians be the people that tell you what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're not certified in anything but comedy, but we do have, there are things that I actually took as law, as facts from comedians,
Yeah.
you know, and on, whether they're on TV or different cities. For instance, when I moved to New Orleans, I didn't know much about New Orleans. I mean, you know, we know everything that they put in the media, Katrina, Bourbon Street, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then when you hearing the comedians and they're talking about, you know, all kinds of different things like having TDs and all this other shit, I'm like, what the fuck is a TD? You know what I'm saying? And all that. So I think that it's
What
I
is
think
a
that it's
TD?
dope. It has to be a black woman, a black older woman that's kind of like more, it's like an auntie figure.
Okay.
Don't have to be a real aunt. It's a TD. That's why they call Mayor Cantrell TD.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, I think she enjoys it. I think everybody enjoys it. But you know, it's just that kind of person. Like if you're from here, you probably got a TD. It don't have to be your actual aunt, but it's
Yeah.
basically a playoff of auntie. It's like an
Okay.
auntie, TT, TD.
I
You know what I'm
got
saying? So yeah, it's a real thing. I mean, when you know, I don't know, something happens, you're hungry, you get sick, a TD come by and make sure you straight.
Yeah.
So that's stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
That's
that's not
fun.
in the media. You ain't gonna know that. Nobody tell you about that. You know?
Nah.
But who in
Nah.
New Orleans don't have a TD? People who ain't from here.
I'm feeling left out now.
I know.
I
Same
mean,
here.
white people, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly.
A white lady offered to be my TD, and I was like, "Bless your heart."
I guess they would call that. I guess if you wanted one and
Yeah, they
didn't
don't
have
be
one,
my
they would call it.
TD,
They would say
yeah.
tough TD.
Yeah.
That too. That too. But no, your TD will fight for you. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
You
that's,
get
that's,
arrested.
that's a tough TD.
Your TD will come bail you out. It's a real thing.
I need me a TD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I
Need
feel like I
me
got
a
a couple
TD.
possibles, but no solids. I got a couple possibles. They fine too. All the TDs are fine. You know, black don't crack. So it'd be like 60, 65-year-old women
Yeah.
dragging around big old booties and smelling good and everything. You like, damn, you my TD.
Dragging
but,
around big old booties and smelling good.
You know, you like, damn. And then, you know
That's a
what?
quote. There it goes.
I really
Chef
am about
Kelly
to go
right
get
there.
myself together. You
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Go get yourself together,
It's,
man.
it's a real thing.
Right.
It's a real thing.
Come sit
So
in my
let
seat.
me ask you this. So you going into the show tonight? You hosting the last show of the Comedy Festival Pickle. What is your outlook on what's your plan? What's your strategy?
Be funny.
Just be funny, like you know what I'm
Be
saying?
funny. If you in the finale show, you be funny.
Look,
Yeah.
let's call Ron back in a few minutes. Let's all break it for a couple of minutes. I need to smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I gotta go
between
back.
shows.
All right.
All right. Between shows. Y'all want to keep on chatting? I mean,
I'm good.
The Atlas is already gone. He is
Thank
out
you
the
guys
door.
for
That motherfucker
tuning
is
in
gone.
right now. Come back in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna be on stage. I'm not coming back till the end of the show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Adam
Oh,
Crochet
you do that.
come in here for me, and probably somebody else for
Oh,
Brandon.
we're gonna have an open door policy. This is gonna be a
That's
hot
the best
seat.
way.
This is gonna be a hot seat when we come back.
It's gonna be
You
crazy.
know, we're gonna have the lovely legged Ryan Rogers up this motherfucker. Let's see this shit.
God.
Okay. This is FU.
What's up, everybody? My name's Pickle. No.
And I'm Brandon Bruffett.
Oh, I'm excited.
I sound like a
JQ, you be Alex Carell.
her dick's much bigger.
This is my impression of Alex Girl. Can I get on the show? Can I get on the show? Is there a free? Is there a Can I get on the show?
Oh, we're bad. We're bad. We're so bad. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so who do you guys like the most?
Should we go live on my Facebook? No. Can
By
we
the
go
way, this
live on
is
my Facebook?
This is FU for Funny, by the way, with Ryan, Seth, and
How
JQ.
are we? Yes. Hi.
Hi. How are we doing?
I'm great. How
Who's-
are you guys?
I'm good. I'm good. JQ just got here.
JQ just got here.
Where were you again?
I was in Pennsylvania.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
what'd you go
hot.
do? That's hot. It was probably hot,
It
wasn't
was
it?
really, really, really nice.
Oh,
Really?
Really
good.
nice. Didn't do a whole lot.
That's nice.
Planned on working on my set, and then I didn't. So everything I say tonight, I wrote on the plane.
Fuck yes.
Haven't said it out loud except to myself in the car about 10
Did you run it by
minutes ago.
Joe at all?
Nope.
Great. That's even
Nope.
better.
But I love plane. Like I work when I'm on a plane. Like
So
I
do I.
can't sleep on a plane. I have to work at some. It doesn't matter if it's cards. I have to do something on the tray table.
Cards famously work.
Yes, it doesn't matter if I'm doing like bunny tricks out of a hat. Like I have to do something on. I can't sleep.
Ooh, can I tell you something so annoying?
Please do.
I make friends on planes.
Oh, I do
know,
too. I
I'm
do
that
too.
person. It's so bad.
Do you? Is it like the person? So how do you start the conversation?
It's always natural. It always is just
Really?
Yes. I just released my album yesterday, and I And
Let's sing every time he drops it.
But I met the producer. He's like 22 on a plane when I was on tour. We
That's
just
hilarious.
And we talked about comedy the whole time because me. But then at the end, he's like, "I'm a music producer," and I was like, "You buried the fucking lead." Like, but I do that all the time. It's
I
gross.
do it on planes though, but see, normally I'm not. I'm never a music producer. Like one time, I got stuck next to a person who I thought might have been Aretha Franklin, but then.
But it was Brandon Haynes.
But then I googled it, and Aretha had been dead 2 years, and I was like, "Oh, this
that's
be
really
bad.
funny."
Brandon,
back.
we're taking over your podcast.
Okay,
I love it. This is
I
our
was-
podcast right now.
so mortified yesterday on the plane because I was on the aisle seat. Joe was in the middle, and this woman was in the window seat. We get on the plane, and she's like getting herself all tucked in to like go to sleep.
Mhm.
He offers her some of our trail mix.
What?
And I was like,
How dare he?
why would you do that? Like, you don't do that to a sleeping person on the plane.
No,
I was
no.
mortified. I wanted to die.
Because it was your trail mix, or because why would you do that with a stranger?
Why
on a
would you
plane?
do that with a
damn
stranger
it,
on a
Joe.
plane?
In
I
this
agree.
COVID world, I mean, it's a little bit different. Do you guys wear
mean, like-
masks on planes?
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes.
But I do vape. I still
Oh
vape.
my
Wait,
God.
you still let you vape on
So
plane?
you're in the
1,000%.
so you're
Oh
in
my
the like the
God.
60s still, like how they used to smoke cigarettes on
I'm
planes.
living. And then it's funny when you're on a really cold plane, they can't tell because they're pumping in the fake air, and it just all looks the
Fake
same.
air.
Yeah, they can't tell. They can
Or I go to the
certainly not
bathroom and I
tell.
blow vape smoke into the toilet.
Oh
bowl.
my
I'm like,
Oh my god! Back, okay,
It's either
I-
totally public or it's a fucking top secret offense. It's like fucking shit.
Can I say something? I love flying. Hate airplane bathrooms. The
Yeah, they're the
flushing
worst.
Oh, really?
sound.
Because most
the
people
flushing-
love them. So.
No, the flushing sound is traumatic. It sounds like you're about to be sucked out into the
Yeah.
fucking sky.
Yeah.
What the hell?
And
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I sat like towards the front. I've never really sat that close. So I saw in 3 hours like 800 people use that bathroom. And
Oh,
I was
totally.
like, oh no.
I bring
No,
Lysol.
too
You don't
many
bring
people.
Lysol? I buy Lysol in the little kiosk in the airport.
There's
I-
nothing to worry
and
about
I-
these days.
I
is
started doing that on tour. Where I brought
I
Lysol.
do.
there? Survive
Are you
COVID.
kidding me?
We're
Especially
all
coming back
immortal.
from Las Vegas when I do, and I'm like, do you know where these people? These people who go to buffets. These are people who go to buffets.
Costco
Look, y'all.
people, casino
Costco
people,
people.
cruise ship people.
Look.
It's all the same.
Look, people,
Disgusting.
and they all come through New Orleans, and we all live here. We are inoculated.
Oh, yeah.
to
I
a
don't
lot of
touch
shit.
anything in this city. I
Yes,
lean.
you do.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
do
believe
not.
that at
I've
all.
seen some of the men you fuck.
Oh, name me one.
He was trying
I
to get on the
Name,
show.
name
I
five.
dare you.
Name five.
I dare.
Brandon Haynes.
Okay.
That's 3 men right there.
Yeah, and a baby.
No, I seriously have a thing because this happened to me, in high school. Okay, I'm telling everything today.
Tell that shit.
I never said this before. Oh God.
I
Okay.
feel like I'm in on
I'm gonna
girl
get-
talk
I'm gonna
right
get in
now.
trouble.
Welcome to Fag Chat.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll say this. I learned very early on you never have relationships with anybody in the business.
Well, that
Which business?
Show business.
Oh, okay.
is this show business or are you playing make believe? What do you think? Thoughts?
A lot of
What do
these
you
motherfuckers
mean?
be dropping the S.
Wait,
The
drop
show
the
business.
S. What's the
Show
S?
business.
Well, I always say that. I
Not a
always
big
sing
speller,
that.
are we, Seth?
I always
F?
say, there's no business like ho business.
F Rubber Show in the place.
See, I
Dropping
mean,
the
we've got,
S.
we've got comedy couples.
What do you
but,
wait?
like,
What do you think? What do you mean by that? Is show business or a joke?
like, do you? I'm getting real. For
No,
a minute.
get real. I love
do
to get
you
real on
think-
these.
Do
It's
that
a
shit, girl.
podcast. We're
You're
supposed to get real on the
You're
pod.
different,
Do it,
but do you think
girl.
I'm different.
Do you think we're doing show business right now?
Yes.
You think so?
What do
I
you
would-
think it is?
I don't think of it that way.
Ryan, you just dropped an album and you don't consider that show business, darling?
I think show business is just a faggy term that I don't identify with.
It's
Sorry.
the
Well,
only
I'm not
one.
reading you. I'm not-
Maybe it's because I tried explaining this. Well, Brandon was here. Wait, what did you say?
because it's the only one. Like it's the only faggy term I don't identify with.
I'll tell you this. Brandon was here last night when I couldn't get a word out
God.
because some bald man interrupted me. Who shall
Alex?
remain named?
Oh yeah, that's his name.
It rhymes with X. The ending.
Yeah, we're talking
with
about
Daleks.
Yeah, we're
Um,
talking
You
about
mean
Allegedly interrupted me.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't want to get sued.
Phalix Caro.
The midget,
Interrupted
the
you, like, in
racist
your
one, or the
set?
homophobe? Oh, it's all the same thing. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, I want to break this down though. What do you mean he interrupted you? Like in your set?
Phalanx corroded.
I wouldn't say
Have you said that
the
to him before?
producer's
That's
going nuts.
No. That's on the spot.
God.
That's what this brown liquor does to me.
I'll just say this. I was trying to talk about my business, and he wanted to talk about his.
He wanted to know what it was like to have to keep up.
Oh, you don't want to start this again. I
already heard it. I heard it.
Okay, great.
Alex
So,
insinuated that I
He's
stole Seth's entire routine and said that, and he was like, "Does it make you mad that
Oh,
Ryan
dear.
did that and stole like all your material?" And then later he told me, he was like, "I was just joking." Like,
we
it's
don't want to relive this. I'm just
But I
kidding.
mean, what was your
Totally
answer,
kidding.
Seth?
I told him, I said, how dare you ask such a tacky question? I used the word tacky because you laughed at it. I thought it's so tacky. Why?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like trying to pin the girls up
You
against
were-
each
you
other.
were
I
very-
thought it
you
was
were
just
very
so
graceful.
Well, I
You were
mean,
very graceful,
really,
yeah.
I think I told him this. I said, and I tell anybody this, I think when you have talent, there's room for everybody to win. And I think it's so stupid. I mean, this man has worked his ass off. May I say that? Has worked
Man?
his ass. Well, he goes by she is me, so I want to make
Man.
sure I can say man. This man has worked his ass off. And I think, you
And
deserve
she
all the
looks great.
accolades you get. Seriously.
Well, the funny thing is right after that, he was like, "You know I'm joking, right?" And I was like, "I do know you're joking. You should ask Chris Shrew for stage time tonight."
I mean,
Asshole.
did anyone ask him how he feels after he stole like
I
every
love that this will
Texas
be on
Toxic
YouTube forever.
Comics set?
This will be on YouTube forever.
Come on.
Did you hear that?
I did. Texas
You can't
Toxic.
shave
That
your-
should be a show
You
name.
can't shave your head and think you're a different person.
Look, this is the last thing I'm going to say about him. I've never met anyone who left New Orleans and then got fat. That's all I'm going to say. I love you, Alex. You know how much
No, we
I
love you too. We just hate you because you're way more successful than us.
How is he so popular?
I don't know.
It's got to be his
I
charming
did-
personality.
Well, I did see
He's
him
pop.
at the Andrew
Trying to
Schultz.
Schultz show,
Yeah.
and he did crush, and I was
Yeah.
very proud of him.
That's
I
what's
think
up.
my thing is
Very
this.
He's an aggressive little fucker,
Don't-
but I mean,
my-
you got to give him love.
Well,
where he,
my
I mean,
thing is this.
deserves
You're right.
it. He does.
right.
You can be aggressive, but darling, you meet them going up, you meet them coming down. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Well, he never comes down because he's on.
I don't think
football.
that we're allowed.
Oh, damn, that was so easy. Good job.
Thank you.
Well,
I
look-
write jokes for a living.
Seth, we understand that you're taking your act to Vegas.
Oh, God! Well, don't. She said it like I had a venue set.
So,
Well, I'm
It sounded like he had something booked, and you're like,
Caesars.
Answer
If
these
you'd like to
questions.
give me a call,
Call
I'll send
this
you over the
motherfucker.
demo.
you think
I'll
Caesars
audition
is
now.
watching this?
I hope.
I just,
One
I
of the Caesars ought to be.
I
'cause-
think
Little
you need-
Caesars.
Well, we're
I think you
manifesting
need
it.
to-
We're speaking it into
to
existence.
hire a documentary film crew to capture
Do you
the
think my life is
trajectory
that
of your
I agree.
journey.
Maybe
Eric, what are you
some
doing
folks kind
next-
of like
Eric, what are you
the good
doing
guys
next
like
month?
Grimtown
I'm
Studios.
serious.
Grimtown.
A Grimtown. Yes,
That's Earl.
Mr. Grimm, Brothers Grimm.
That's
Did I call
Earl.
you Eric?
Yeah,
You did.
I know.
I
Wait,
thought it
That's
was.
Earl.
I meant to say
Grimtown.
Earl. Did I
It's
really say
Grimtown.
Eric?
Grimtown.
Darling, everything I called. It's fine. I
Called me
name is
Jonathan
Earl.
earlier.
I turned
It's-
no.
Yeah.
I accidentally called someone sir who was a ma'am earlier. I was
Kimbra?
no.
Seth tries to purposely remember people's wrong name. It's a
I don't
new
mean
way
to.
of
The
going about
hairspray
things.
gets to my head sometimes
Yeah.
when I spray.
That's funny. The hairspray gets to your head.
No, it does. You think I'm kidding?
Okay, look.
Cancers.
I'm starting to get nervous that the show has started. So
Yes.
I'm gonna get tap
You have a-
out.
yeah,
oh, they're,
yeah.
they're 3 acts in, Drew
Oh.
said. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Pickle,
Yeah, don't do
Pickle
that
man.
shit.
Pickle's still on stage asking people if they're like their mom. So
You guys love your
Don't
dads.
mess around.
You guys.
you guys
You
like
guys-
your friends?
It's the only thing
Isn't
about
it
him that makes
ironic?
him not West Bankish.
Is he said
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah,
You
you
guys.
guys. Yeah,
So
it's the
funny.
one thing that makes him seem like a Fed.
Meanwhile, I say y'all.
He's so pickles and dark.
But I'm country, and nobody believes that I'm country.
I
I don't
do.
know why.
I
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, I do. I totally believe it.
Have
a
Bye,
great set.
JQ.
Bye,
I'm gonna
honey
come watch
bun.
you. I'm gonna come watch you. Like so. Yeah.
Um, What do you want to talk about?
Have a great
honey?
set.
But yes, anyway, I'm going.
Yeah.
The plan
Yeah.
is to get my show in Vegas.
Have a
I'm
good set.
manifesting
Yeah.
it. So producers, I'm manifesting it by the end of the year. Really.
Really? That's a great goal. I think you got it.
By the end of the year.
By the
It's
end
a
of the
little
year,
something,
what are we talking
a little
about?
Something, a little club. It doesn't matter how big. I'll play to 5 people.
Why don't you just text Trix and be like, put me on a mic? And
Yes.
then- yeah, for real.
Yes.
Well,
Trix will
I
hook you up.
did talk to Trix before
Yeah.
the last time I went out to Vegas. So I'll probably, reach out again.
When were you out in Vegas last?
I was out in Vegas in May, and then before that, November.
Yeah, how was it?
Oh, fabulous! I love that town.
Yeah.
I love that.
You
know why?
seem
Because I
built
walk in
for
that.
it.
Well,
I
because you
mean,
know
really.
why I walk in that
Like, no
town,
question.
and here I get
Body-wise.
looked at exactly. No, seriously. Here they look at me like a hooker. There, it's like.
Well, this is just
Like a looker.
This is the daytime.
Yes,
look.
this is a
Just a
daytime.
looker.
Just a looker.
Yeah.
Somebody told me I didn't know what it meant. A true story. I was in the Bellagio the last time I went,
Brag.
which is really
Fucking
bougie.
motherfucker.
Bougie, bougie,
yeah,
bougie.
yeah, we
Turbo.
hear you.
No.
We hear you.
I could only afford a drink at the bar, and then a guy paid for
I
it.
was about to say the mixed nuts at the bar.
Exactly. I was having the hooker diet as well.
They took the bowl of fucking shit away from me.
Yes, they did. And so when they saw how I was dressed, and so anyway, this guy he said, "Damn, you're gas."
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what this meant. Did you know? It means
lit.
like lit, like hot shit. And I was like,
Which lit actually means that there's a green light to kill you. So it's so weird.
Lit means there's a sniper
It's
dot
so
on your forehead.
fucking weird.
well,
It's so
Lord
weird that that's where we're
knows.
at. With slang.
I'll probably have an affair with the president in like Maryland. They'll just.
I thought I would hate Vegas, and I fucking loved it.
I isn't it divine?
I loved it.
You know what I love about Vegas though is because I have friends out there. You can live such a normal life where it's so normal. The whole city, it's nuts. But you
Yeah.
can live outside of just off the strip and 2 minutes off the strip, and you have a gorgeous house, and it's normal, and it's not like there's hookers hanging around.
Well, that's what people think about New Orleans. When you tell people I'm from New Orleans, they're
Yeah.
like, party. And I'm like, kinda, but I mean,
Yeah.
you can have a normal
Well,
life.
this is a lot like Vegas with water, but this is a lot like Vegas, well, less lights too, and
Gross.
gambling and trashier hookers.
We have
Anyway,
gambling.
Vegas is the only place I've ever seen like a businessman like still in like a white collar shirt begging for money, which is a weird
Well,
ass
'cause he just
juxtaposition.
lost everything. He just mortgaged the house.
Exactly, but it's a weird
mortgaged
juxtaposition
the
to
house.
see that shit. Like you know that person's doing bad.
Well, the thing
That
I
makes me
Yeah,
feel
like-
so sad.
It is a saddening thing. Yeah.
the thing I love about Vegas though is it's such like I don't know, it's fun. There's shows. There's more than just gambling. You know what I mean? And drinking. Like
That's
there's
what I
shows.
liked
It's an
about it.
experience.
I had shit to do,
It's a
and it was
true-
fun.
Exactly, and you get it because you don't drink.
And the
And
rooms
so-
are
It's the best place to eat.
It is.
Oh,
Holy
fabulous
shit.
restaurants.
Holy shit.
And the fact that
Fabulous
rooms are
restaurant.
like $30 at
Mhm.
like nice hotels.
Circus too.
Okay,
You get
well,
$4 a room.
I feel like to go to Circus, you have to wear sequins during the day and eat cigarettes. Like
Eat
that just-
cigarettes.
you know.
I mean, you do.
Fuck you.
You do, and you pull the slot machine and fish come out. It's like it's very old
welcome.
school.
that
Here we
true?
are evening things out a little bit. We got
Oh yeah.
the mysterious
Now we have 2 straights and 2 gays in the middle.
the
Oh, that sounds like
mysterious
something I've heard
Adam
before.
Crochet.
Earl, is that what you heard before?
Adam Macrame Crochet.
2 straight men and 2 gays in the middle.
Jokes are flying.
And we're loving this. We're loving this.
This is regular conversation.
Oh, hey,
so-
I'm in girlfriend mode. No,
Yeah.
you better watch out.
Adam, welcome to Fag Chat.
Yep.
Wonderful. I
Yep.
didn't.
We're here.
I
So
just-
it's an offshoot
we're
of putting the
talking
FU in funny.
It's a segment. It's
the
a
little
segment.
sister
It's a
Yeah.
segment.
It's a segment. Yeah.
It's a sequel.
I just
Yeah.
told my girl
It's a
I didn't
prequel,
need to be in
actually.
here, and then you made a
Like,
face at me.
it
I'm
was a
stuck.
threesome, and now you're here.
Now
Welcome.
I'm here.
So
Welcome
is it? What
to
is
the
it
foursome.
now? Oh, it's a foursome.
The foursome.
Quadruplesome.
It's always good to come in fresh, you
What's a
know.
quadruple?
Adam,
Cardio.
Adam killed tonight. Adam
You did.
Really
Adam
fucking-
kills often,
Adam
man. He's a
did
great
kill
joke writer.
tonight.
Great joke
I had
writer.
fun.
Closing with the meth thing is always
Yeah.
so smart.
Thank
It's
you.
Or the
so-
one where he goes, I'm not good at meth or spelling.
No, the one where
Oh no, that's Christopher Anthony. I'm sorry. Totally
Oh, I just got it. No, the where he goes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the thing
Yeah.
about this cocaine?
It's meth. I love that joke. It's so great, man. Adam, you've got one of the best deliveries out there, man.
He
You're-
really
yeah.
fucking does.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's good to have it when that light goes off. You have a minute,
Yeah.
so it's good to have something. Although
Oh, you see the light.
I also heard, right? You do
See the
your
I hear
light.
everybody's
Second
been
notice
running that
speakers.
light.
Hold on. Bigger.
Second best joke first, best joke last.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Kevin Little
And that
says.
Yeah,
That joke.
that's the formula.
That's Kevin
That
Little.
joke. Well, Red Bean said, it. But
Yeah, it goes.
and that joke always works, except for places where the Coke is always meth. And then they're not surprised at all. They're like, and I've had a show where they laughed at everything until that joke, and then just look at me. I was like, all right, Covington. No offense.
You're from Covington?
No, he's like Covington's a meth town.
Oh,
That's one of those places.
well, that's.
where
I
they-
thought
He
you
loves
meant you were
Covington.
from Covington because you like meth. I didn't know.
It's like that.
He's
I
very
mean, I don't know
Covington
if you like
friendly.
meth. I'm just.
I don't like meth. I used
Good,
He likes
don't.
Medellin,
It's
Colombia.
not bad. It's not
I've
good.
done
for you.
meth.
I used to have a thing where I didn't like stuff that scared me. So if I did cocaine, I go, that makes me very uncomfortable. If everybody else is enjoying themselves, I'm gonna have to keep pushing, keep trying.
Yeah. Acquire that taste, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much like most people, I've done meth twice and both by accident.
Really?
I did
it's
it
the
once
same
for 14 years.
Was it?
I've never done meth.
Well, there's still
Never?
time.
I don't want to.
Yeah, broaden your horizons.
It's too easy of a way to diet.
Well, okay, I'm going to tell y'all some
Glass?
tea that probably.
You ever done something called? I did something called
It's the same thing.
Crystal
Glass is that
glass.
crystal meth?
It
It
is.
was worse.
Tina, that's what
It's
they
not.
call it,
It's the
right?
same
Tina.
thing.
I had a guy
Bathtub
one
meth.
time. Actually, okay, wait, this is a
Whoa.
funny story. I matched with a guy on Tinder, and
Imagine that.
His name
right.
was meth.
No, his name wasn't meth. But I asked him, like,
Name was Matt.
we were exchanging, and he's like, "Oh, well, what would you like? Go out on a date?" He's like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I could do coffee or drinks or either." He's like, "Oh, well, do you want to do Tina?"
Do you wanna
And
do
for
Tina?
the longest
Yeah.
time, I thought Tina was like a bar
No,
that like we were gonna go grab drinks
Tina's
at.
what gays call meth.
So I'm
Yeah.
like looking up Tina on the web, on the internet to see what it is in New Orleans. And I'm like, and I texted him back and I'm like, I can't find Tina.
That's so humiliating. I'm going to give y'all real
I
tea.
didn't know.
Yeah, what?
I
So
didn't know.
for about 50 years, there was a bar on Toulouse Street, and it was called Club New Orleans, and it was a bathhouse, and it was 5
Oh,
stories.
how I wish one of those
I
still
used to go all the
existed.
time, but
Before my time.
it was
Before
huge.
my time.
It was huge, and they had
A
had a
5-story bathhouse?
yes, and they had a floor of just glory holes. They had an indoor-outdoor swing thing
How
upstairs.
do you know this?
I used to
So-
go all the time.
Let me ask you something, Ryan. Could you go into this place, right, and just walk around and touch all the butts?
Yes.
It's a bathhouses. They just have
The
towels.
fact that they don't have this for straight men drives me nuts.
Well, Adam,
why can't
Adam,
I why
they
get
do.
a
They
It's
do.
called the
They do. It's called
presidential
a 5-story
office.
bathhouse.
but they used to.
I was gonna say it was called the White House.
They used to. Adam, you'd have to walk in.
Also
and
complete with glory
they would
holes.
make you. They'd make you scan your driver's license in case you turned up dead.
Nice.
Seriously.
I mean, I
That kid, that's
believe that.
caring
Yeah.
and loving.
Death on a dick.
It's very.
Was it a cover charge?
Yeah, it was $50.
$50. Was there a
mhm.
membership?
Yes, you could buy a membership. That's why it was like
50
Club New
bucks
Orleans.
that's the price.
See, I
$50
think
for
if the
all night,
bathhouse-
you
Potentially
leave and come
dying
back?
on a cock.
Yeah, you could stay the whole time, but you had to surrender your clothes. So you had to either get a locker or a room.
You had to surrender your
A room.
clothes.
Yeah, they
Wait, a
give you-
room, like a hotel room?
Yeah, so cheap,
Yeah, but
cheap
by the-
gays
by
would
the
stay
10
there for the
minutes.
night.
Cheap
You'd
This
crash.
gays.
sounds so much
Cheap
fun. I wish I
gays.
was gay.
It was a lot of.
I
I'm
wish
sure
I was
you.
gay
I'm sure a lot
often.
of straight men did it too, darling.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
I would. Yeah, but that's not going to help me.
I mean,
I want
every-
some straight
yeah.
women to be in
It
there. At
was
least
fucking.
one.
It,
No.
They'd have women sometimes. It was fun.
With
It
their
seems fun.
boy-
But the reason I bring it up is because I went with a group of friends once, and one of the guys had meth in his pocket. So I was in the room, kind of crying, because I ran into
Kind of crying.
I ran into my ex at the bathhouse, and it was a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
But one of my
Is
one
it
of my
though?
one of my
I
Seems
friends
like a great way
I
to get
hope you
together.
didn't find him in a
assumed it was
glory hole.
You get back together at the
Accidentally.
bathhouse.
We
What
had-
is this? I
Oh, I
recognize
ran into him. He
this.
was
We
fucking
had-
this other guy.
we had
and
just
then
broken
we
up, and we
fell
were
in
like,
love.
"Are we both like doing this now? This is so sad."
I
Yeah.
thought it was
Oh.
a fun.
And then the flame was reunited.
No, I hated him.
But
But
united,
a friend came
reignited.
into the room I was staying in,
Reignited.
rummaged through
Yeah,
my
you're
other
right.
friend's pants, pulled out all of his meth, did it all, and then goes, "You didn't see anything." It was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me.
Like just like you didn't
Yeah.
see it and just walks out the
He
door.
stole his friend's meth, did it all in front of me, and then he's like, "You didn't see anything," and then left. It's
How
just
do you
fucked
do
up.
meth that quickly?
You feel like you'd have
I mean,
to
I
share
wouldn't know.
something to
but
get it
so
on.
you use
You
both
just both
nostrils.
nostrils?
Yeah.
I wish a bathhouse. I think I'd kill in a bathhouse. I really have
You
to say
get killed
that.
in a bathhouse.
He's the reason for the
Tell
waiver.
us the rest of the stories, though. You said there was a glory hole story.
Yeah, a whole floor of them. There were 2 stories of just rooms where you could just check in and you could just crash there for the night or fuck. Like that's what people would do. And the bottom floor was the gym. So they were
Could you walk
technically
up and
operating.
down? Could you walk up and down the hallways just naked and people grab you in there?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That
New
seems
York
good.
still has like one or two bathhouses.
Well, there's a chain of
Seems
them.
scary.
There's a chain of them in America called Steamworks that they're nice.
You really did your research on this, right?
Yeah, I'm fucking married. I can't go anymore. So I'm just like, I can dream.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, y'all could go
You
together.
go together.
couple
I was gonna
spa.
say couple spa.
Drew would be trying to manage our time while we were there. You know what I mean?
He seems very
We're gonna be in the
proficient.
glory holes for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we
10
have a
minutes.
thing
10
at
minutes.
10:30.
It's good. You need to be on a rigid schedule.
No shit.
I wish I had a husband to do my
He's like you're
schedule.
booked downstairs in the gym to do 10.
How
You
fabulous!
should just go in that
I
outfit
think
where
that's
you were
really
strapped
great.
to his back.
Yeah, like a baby Bjorn.
He could be the legs.
Baby
Hey,
Bjorn.
you could be
Sam,
the
come pop
arms.
in.
Then
I'm gonna
you
go
could-
see
then
you
you
gotta
could-
go-
you could go
okay, honey.
skydive right
Yeah.
after.
That's hilarious.
Bye, Ryan Rogers.
Bye,
Skydive
darling.
in like that. That's a good way to make an entrance.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you okay? Are you tangled? I think he did. He was having fond memories of the bathhouse.
I
Did
heard
you go?
Whoa.
You're from New York, so you know about bathhouses for sure.
How'd
Yeah.
you get all those colors in your drink?
Oh, so I
Holy
went.
shit.
You
It's
know
like
what I
it
did?
matches your outfit.
It
It doesn't
actually
even seem possible.
no. So I
It
took two of those.
matches her outfit.
You know
I
the
took some of those Rahifrenals and put them in there.
You know those really shitty the
Who's
shots?
on right now?
So there's Jello shots back
You
there,
put
and
a
I
Jell-O
put
shot
two
there.
Jello shots in here.
Did
with,
JQ go?
with ice and some ice and some cranberry juice to make a drink because I have a problem.
You're kind of like
clearly.
an influencer.
You don't have a problem.
Mm-mm.
No.
I used to. Oh, I
I feel like you figured it right out.
Oh my God! This I don't have a problem. Bam! I just
slurp shot. So this portion
my
of the
God.
podcast is brought to you by Slurp Shots.
Oh no, they didn't sponsor us. We have to cover them.
Never
up.
mind. Just bleep that out. I'm
To
so
cover
sorry.
them up.
I'm gonna. Oops. It's
It's
not.
not-
It's brought to you by my bad decision making.
It's not that tight. You know, you can go backwards with it. They might decide to sponsor
Oh
us
my
retroactively.
gosh!
Maybe.
It's not that.
Should we put?
This is
So
Hollywood.
bathhouses I know of from New York. They're really big in the 70s.
You were wondering
I know
where I
what
was
you're
going to
about
go
to
with
say.
that.
Should we
Nothing dirty.
play-
Nothing dirty. Well, I was going to say there's always the segment of the talk show where they play a game. I don't know.
What kind of game?
I don't know. This
Yeah.
is it,
I
on
mean-
Jimmy Fallon. They do it,
Brandon.
Yeah.
and Brandon is
guys
the
do
Jimmy
a game?
Fallon of Alabama.
I don't play any games.
I hear.
I'm not here to play games.
Oh, this.
I've
bitch.
done enough of that.
Are you okay? You have some like 30-yard fucking like stare like you were in the shit and
I
not.
feel like Adam's about 30 yards away from me. So I'm staring down there. He asked the question.
You don't like
So
being,
But it's so-
you don't like being
you
on the other
lit-
side of the table.
is it good? Is it intense?
You sort
'Cause
of.
I'm going for intense.
You've got intense.
I've got intense.
Like, did you ever see the
I'm
show?
focused right
did you
now.
ever see the show Quarry on Cinemax?
No, but I feel like it was probably intense.
It was intense.
It
It
was
was
intense.
fucked up. I feel like if you went to them,
I'm-
you
I'm-
would have come back as.
I'm
this
very
guy.
much like a quarry right now.
You should get a table
Like a
this.
who?
Like a quarry.
A quarry.
Yeah, I've got
I'm drinking Jello shots. It's so weird.
Yeah, pass me one of those Jello
Is that
shots. It says OG players on the side of it. That is
Did
interesting.
you want a Jello shot?
What's in it?
OG
Please have
flavors?
one.
I'm sorry,
It's
OG
vodka
flavors.
and like, like strawberry or blue
Is
raspberry.
it cold? Do they have a
Yes.
Jello
Yes.
in?
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
taste it in your
Look,
drink?
you ought to try
separate?
one of these
I
fucking
literally
things
put
when
two
they're
of these things in
when they're
with-
not completely solid. Yeah.
If they're solid, you're gonna have a
When
hard
they're
time.
warm, they come out in two different sections, and neither one of them is that pleasing.
What?
Huh.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a Jello shot?
I'm talking
still?
about these Jello shots in particular. Matter of fact. No, these are
Not
they're
that
they're
pleasing.
great when they're cold. When they're cold, when they're cold, they're great.
I can't.
You
listen,
can, you can,
no.
and can't never could.
Can't never. I won't is the better word.
Won't
listen,
never
let me tell you
would.
something.
Lives on
If I
Wall
have,
Street.
if I have those,
Won't never will.
if I have those, it's like when I have tequila. Like it's just not going to end pretty.
I had a lot of tequila.
I mean, if there's gay men in the room, it'll end fabulously. But if everybody else is not going to end
I mean-
for it.
Okay, that's.
You're among friends. You could do any kind of
Yep.
crazy thing you want to.
I'm not going to strip on camera. Are you insane?
I'm saying if there was a dude there, you'd be. You say
What
you
other
could
kind of
have some
crazy
fun
things
with
would
them,
you
but
want
you
to
wanna
do?
something
I'm
without it,
joking.
too.
Normally, I
You
just
don't
I
have to
don't
limit yourself
I don't
to that.
shrimp. I shrimp. I can't speak
Go
tonight.
on, go stripping. Go on, go
I
stripping.
called him Eric. I called Earl Eric. I said, what did I say
Earl.
to you, Earl? I called him Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was here for that. That was fun.
Now I'm stripping.
I think you
Obi-Wan
should do a
Kenobi,
shot.
that was
I think
Brandon's
you need
porn
to
name.
straight
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
out, not in that way.
He would-
Mine was Obi-Wan, you know
She's
me.
a New Yorker. She can't be
Obi-Wan, you know
homophobic.
me.
Obi-Wan, she blow me.
Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
you
I realized that. I'm like, oh wait.
did
does
that one
come
trick where with
across
no
as
hands you would
No,
Obi-Wan,
no.
Obi-Wan,
It
come
didn't at
blow
all.
me.
you would use the force to wipe
That's
your
a-
dick on the sheets.
If you like,
On the
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Have you ever seen? There are
the
people.
force is gone with this one.
I saw people who have done Star Wars themed bachelorette parties, and the kind of sex toys that they come up with
Oh
from
my
Star
God.
Wars
Lightsabers.
paraphernalia. Oh my
Yeah.
God, you wouldn't even know. Did you,
Lightsaber.
for instance, did you know that R2D2 could vibrate?
I figured probably, yeah. I figured
Well,
he probably did that before.
Movies, you know, we just
You know,
sit
here's the thing with robots. Here's
You
the
know,
thing
it's
with
just
robots of any kind is that most of our exposure to them is either going to be taking our jobs or fucking them.
What?
Yeah, that's robots.
Please
You thought
explain
I was
that
talking
second
about
one.
Huh? What?
Not the
Okay.
working one.
The fucking them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm intrigued.
most of us have never seen a robot, right? Outside of like a Roomba. Yet in Houston, just a couple of years ago, there was a company that opened up basically a sex robot brothel.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
I used to
Some
work
Texas
there.
We
shit.
have
That's
we have
Texas
VR we have
shit.
VR interactive porn that has a vibrator that will link up Bluetooth. I say a vibrator. It's like
Wait,
like kind of like a
I used
flashlight.
to work at that place in Houston. I would hose them out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what
really?
that's slang for that's
yeah,
slang
it
for
was-
pimping
they had
robots.
robots?
I hose them out.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I'd hose them out and
No.
then put the
I
I'm,
know people do
I'm
disgusting things.
mortified. I'm mortified.
But yeah,
I fix
most
their
of
hair.
like when it comes to
The
technology.
true question is, do they have a robot bathhouse?
Well, no,
Five-story
because
robot.
bathhouse,
Not yet,
like you
not
don't
yet.
really want to get your robot like wet.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
the day where I go to Glory Hole. And I don't know if that was a real woman or a robot.
You get old rusty bitch.
Is it already there?
Do
Are we
women?
already there?
I really have a question. See, I don't know a lot about straight culture. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah, but what do you know about sex robots?
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, this is where the question's going.
Okay.
How do you ever know if you're in a gay bathhouse? If you're in a straight bathhouse, well, they don't have straight
Well,
bathhouse.
yeah, if you're
But
straight,
if
you're probably not
but
in a
if
gay
you're-
bathhouse.
Okay, but if you're
How do you know?
point is a glory hole. Now, I have
Yeah.
never
This will
been
be
to
Adam's
one.
question here.
You know, it's like a wishing well. I've never been, but I've heard of them, and in passing, as one does, and you know,
in passing, they hear about
yes,
glory holes.
yeah,
Look.
in the supermarket and
Yeah,
things like that.
like you just passed up
And-
the place with one.
Yeah, and like a gas station. So, and like a 7-Eleven.
The
So
last place you
my
want a glory
question
hole.
is about that is like, how do you know what's on the other side of that wall? You don't. You don't know whether it's a guy. You don't know whether it's
Yeah,
a girl. You
well-
don't know whether it's a dog.
I can tell you,
So
look, 'cause I used
only-
to work at a Glory Hole.
Okay.
What?
I was when,
Just one. It was yours.
Just on one side
Like
of it.
it was-
Just on one side of it.
listen, when I was a musician,
He wasn't working both sides of the wall.
when I was a musician, they let me have a tip bucket. I set up next to the thing where you wipe out your eyes for emergencies. If you get stuff in your eyes, which
Wait,
happened a lot at the Glory
what
Hole.
station did they have a station?
Emergency
for,
eye rinsing station.
Yeah.
You see these
Oh
up
my
at every
God.
Glory Hole
You know, toxic masculinity.
because a lot of people can't help but peeking.
Shit
Anyway,
burns.
the point is,
How can you peek? There's something poking out of it.
Well,
there's
well,
two
then,
types.
they
if there's
tell-
something poking out of it, then why are you wondering what's on the other side of the wall? That
Because I'm
that should
nosy.
answer that question.
What are you gonna do? Like
Well, if
slap
there's
it?
a-
And be like,
Yes.
excuse me,
Yeah.
can we have eye to eye contact? Like,
Yes.
that's very
I'm-
strange.
But
That
I'm-
is very strange. Let me
well,
tell you a secret
Call
to the
me-
glory
we
hole.
were just talking about this, Ryan. I'm old fashioned like that. I know it's like I'm like
Old
the,
fashioned. You were
No, that's
talking
what
about
it's-
glory holes.
That's what
in
it's
the
called.
sense
We're talking about, it's not exactly old fashioned. I mean,
No,
I
I
don't
mean-
recall anything in the history books about,
No,
yeah,
I
George
know
Washington, he
that.
had fucking wooden teeth made out of the wood that they took the glory hole from.
Oh, you know they had a glory hole in Washington back in the day. Are
I mean,
you kidding me?
I assume.
Between him, I think Ryan has a joke about that about
Definitely,
him and Ben Franklin.
The glory hole definitely comes from something military or majestically American
Or
for
the,
sure.
or
The whole
the
point of the-
Greeks.
The
Like the
glory.
ancient Greeks.
The
made
whole
Very
point of the
Greek.
straight Glory Hole is so that a woman that no one wants to look at can have sex with a man no one wants to have sex with,
What?
Yeah,
using only a wall.
Wait,
that's
But
the
gay
glory.
glory hole, the real glory hole is
I
when you
feel
go to
like-
a place and somebody, I don't know if it's like one kid with his mom's Subaru key, just like chipping away.
Yeah,
Or
like,
it's
like fucking Andy Dufresne.
Or if there's a community of
Goddamn.
Wait, now I
That
must,
took me a minute. That's good.
now I must ask,
Fucking-
who's Andy Dufresne?
He swam through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. Are you kidding me? Shawshank Redemption. Maybe you know this scene.
It's
I
Adam
wish I
Dufresne.
wish I could say. I wish
We
it's,
call it
it's,
Dufresne in
it's
the-
Andy Dufresne.
We call it Dufresne in the
and we
South.
know that it's Dufresne because of Mitch Hedberg. So
If Mitch says it's
we're
so.
bringing it
it's
all
so.
around to comedy.
Wait,
I
search
wish you could.
party
I
for
wish
the
I could tell you
Dufresnes.
that he put up a good fight.
No, I believe you.
And the sisters left him alone.
Oh, he did.
I wish I could tell you that. That's my
Oh,
Morgan
dude,
Freeman.
The head
That's my Morgan
sister.
Freeman.
your Morgan
Freeman.
I was at like a Comic-Con thing recently, and
Mhm.
like one of the sisters was
Oh,
there
no
on one of the
shit.
sign things, and
Hell
I was
yeah.
just like, and like the pictures
From
were,
the Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, and I was just like,
I
oh,
just
that's a
miss my
weird thing
friend.
to put your. It's a weird thing to put
It
on
is.
your picture. I feel like,
Yeah.
I was one of the rapists in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
You want my
Hey,
signature?
a credit is a credit.
I was friends with Andy.
But I think no, I guess it's like how we were talking about earlier, how like I call it show business and Ryan does it. Like I'm just old fashioned in the way that if I'm going to be intimate with somebody, I want to at least see their eye contact
You
once.
want intimate. You want to talk about show business?
Call
Yeah.
what show business?
Well, because Ryan
Intimacy.
asked me if we called this show business, and I right is that I don't want to get
Yeah, yeah,
confused.
no,
He had
no,
asked me
that's
if
what
we
he was talking
called
about,
this
yes.
show business,
Yes.
and I said yes. I think it's very show business.
Yeah, what does he?
I don't know.
I don't. That's a Ryan question.
The
We never got
entertainment
around to that.
industry?
I guess the people call it the industry now. I call it
same
the
thing.
biz.
No, but it's the same thing.
Well, the industry just sounds so much more like
Porn.
But the industry also. The thing is, showbiz encompasses everything underneath, like
Yeah.
music, comedy, or like all of it, podcasting, all of
Exactly.
it. And when you say the industry, it's like then you have to explain which industry because there are many different industries depending on what you're.
there
in.
are. I just think there's no business like show business. It's fabulous.
Did you just say tradesies?
There's no business
Totes.
like
I just, you
show
like
business.
whispered. You're like
Professional
Or as
podcast.
I sometimes sing,
Totes, Ted's,
or as we just sang, there's no business like
whole business.
There's no business I know.
Just ask my pimp.
And speaking of pimps, ladies and gentlemen, Kristen, no.
We don't get paid. for that.
Christopher Anthony.
Yeah, come on. I've been on for a second. I'm going to give it up for, ladies and gentlemen.
We know you could
welcome
go for hours. This stuff.
Christopher Anthony. Well, I like to talk.
I know.
Welcome
I
to
know.
the
I love it.
podcast.
Yeah, you're so good at it.
Oh,
bro.
you're so kind. Thank you.
Yeah,
Christopher, I'm
thank
going to
you
give it
for
to
sitting with
Christopher
us.
Anthony. Thank you, guys. Give it up for
Seth, I'm gonna be stepping out before long. You're more than welcome to come in and fill some of that time if you want. We've got an open door policy here. JQ.
How do you know when they go?
Well, Pop had just come up, had just gone on. You said, Grim, you said Pop had just gone on when you came in, right? Okay. Yeah.
Pop Jermaine is done like 15 minutes ago.
What? Who's up?
Oh my gosh. Sleepy? Sleepy's
Nah.
finishing now. Hey, I'm gonna go check, right? Sleepy's finishing right now.
I'm gonna go check.
I promise. I wouldn't lie to you.
Still though. Yeah. Y'all carry on.
This is what you call professional stand up.
Wait, how does
Tradesies back.
how does your drink look like cotton candy?
So I took 2 of those shots, and because I don't drink whiskey, but these are vodka Jello shot things.
Yeah.
I dumped 2 of them in here, a red one and a blue one, with some ice and cranberry juice, and I have a very gelatinous vodka drink.
You take one of those cups and just put a bunch of them in there.
What I think is
It's
really
fucking weird. It's like, and I usually drink like vodka and soda or vodka and tonic, so I'm like, this is way too much sugar. Yeah.
I think it's funny how like alcohol itself doesn't have any like specific reaction, but like you said, I don't drink whiskey. Like there are people that are like, oh no, I can't touch gin at all. I get too violent. Whiskey makes me horny. Vodka relaxes. It's like
Oh no, I can't drink
Yeah.
whiskey. I can like if you give me something, I can like sip it and appreciate it. But there was a while like if you gave me Jack Daniels, I would vomit.
okay.
I was that I started drinking Jack Daniels at like 14, and I was just like, this is a fucking problem. I skipped beer altogether. I was just like jumping right into alcoholism. I was like, oh, that's ugly.
I dated a girl who, if she caught a whiff of peach schnapps,
I don't have to say. It's just gross in general. You fucking
Right, I think it's everybody.
fuzzy navels.
Is that just unanimous?
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
who smells
nasty.
that is like, what?
You know, it's so funny because like
All schnapps are weird.
you know, like for the kids who grew up where like their parents actually have a bar, and there was like the stuff that their parents actually care about, and like probably like draw lines in the bottle, and then there's all this other crap where they're like, "Don't drink this, but if you do, I don't care." It was $6 for the entire thing.
Right, it's just like triple sec and lime juice and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like,
Did you guys like start off like to try and look cool? Did you guys like drink those like Seagram's wine coolers?
Never had a wine cooler.
I remember being with my sister. I was like 8 years old, and my oldest siblings were like much older than me, so they were adults. And I like went with my sister somewhere, and she was drinking a wine cooler. It's in the 80s, and she was like, "You want to try some?" So I used to like finish my dad's beers, and like it's fucking gross. You know, when
I'm just
you
gonna
think
pour
about
this
it.
out. Do you want an early introduction? Sure, I'll take it.
My dad used to also like roll me fake joints. He would like just roll a joint with nothing in it, and it's like when I went to like I remember being in the second grade, being like, "Doesn't everybody's dad do this?" And the teacher had to like take me aside and be like, "We don't talk about that."
You're not
And I
allowed
was
to talk
like,
anymore
"Oh."
in class.
Don't we all roll up tiny bits of paper, set it on fire, and smoke it? We don't do that in
No,
school.
I didn't. I didn't light it on fire. I lit my terrace on fire. I did not light that fake joint on fire.
My first drink was at a church. They used to him at the small town I'm from on the Bayou Teche. They would have a Mother's Day thing at church. It involved gambling and drinking. They would give you could buy those things. There was like a jackpot card.
Yeah. Like they rip it and they give you the piece. And
It's
all.
got these little peel off deals,
Yeah.
and it's like you're doing one of those. And then they had a keg, and I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and everybody was going to the keg and they're getting drinking. So I went and did it, and then as I was walking away, my grandmother saw me, and she used to call me Shug, the Cajun lady, and she caught me. She was like, "Hey!" I turned to her. She goes, "You can handle that, Shug?" And I was like, "Yeah, Grandma, I can handle it." And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Grandma, I'm gonna get fucking tanked, and I'm gonna go home and beat my wife.
You're 8 years old in this story?
8 or 9, something
Wow.
like that.
Okay.
Amazing.
They were it's like a
Are you
certain amount. You say, well, tolerance. They
Yeah.
won't go. Feel we try to create this fake world for children. I don't know what
Yeah.
that's doing. Try to create this fake, and then they realize, oh, they were lying to me the whole time.
Exactly. It's
Look
just
how
like,
look what happened with the masks.
Wait, is your grandma? You say your grandma was one who tried, like, asked if you were okay, right? Called you Shug?
Yeah, my
She's
grandma.
Cajun.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So this is me probably like coming across like unnecessarily offensive. Before I moved to Louisiana,
Mhm.
my only major introduction to Louisiana was A Time to Kill and The Water Boy.
Okay. It's not. There's so many people who think that The Water Boy is like what we're like. And it's not. There's truth in it.
That's all I knew about Louisiana was those two movies, and then The Skeleton Key. Do you guys remember the Skeleton Key?
I can't remember if I saw that or not.
Okay, so Skeleton Key was all like the voodoo and stuff. But anyway, so I was very disappointed. When I moved to New Orleans.
Welcome to the podcast, Pop Jermaine.
Hello,
When I-
hello
How was
world.
your
set?
It was 8.3 out of 10.
He's finishing a story here.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I just wanted.
Okay.
Fucking Jello
All right, bye.
shots.
So I really
a bunch
thought
of shit here before it's not.
I
here
genuinely thought that a vast majority of the people I would see in New Orleans were Cajun. Because
All
like
right.
even like all the advertisements like Cajun encounters, Cajun cuisine. So like if that's Cajun slang or whatever, do you know to this day, I've lived here 8
Love
years.
y'all. Have a good show.
I
I thought he
was
was
your
about to
eight-
kiss me in the mouth.
I've only heard
we're
one
getting open.
person talk even remotely close to my house is on stilts Cajun. Where is that? Like where
Out
in
by
Louisiana is
Lafayette?
that?
Up by Lafayette.
Lafayette. Wait,
Yeah.
Lafayette's all like city and stuff.
Yeah, but all in that area. That's like I'm from an hour outside Lafayette, with New Iberia, Bro Bridge.
That's where we're
St.
going to find people
Martinsville.
that like need translators.
Yeah, but you probably understand it. They have an accent. It's a cool accent. There's a guy who does a thing where he dubs over the Thundercats. Look that up, Cajun Thundercats. It's fucking hilarious. And
That's awesome.
he has a very charming version of it that he does.
Yeah, I mean,
Thunder Hall.
It's
Is
a-
that how they go?
No, no,
All
no,
right,
no,
I'm
that's
sorry. I had to
Thundercats.
try it.
Lionel's in there in that fucking thing, that tank thing, and Lionel's like, "I'm gonna get down me," and then the other guy's like, "I'm gonna get down me too." They just talk Cajun. It's funny.
There's somebody, you know how at the end of the G.I. Joe show, it's just like they would have like the PSAs.
Yeah.
Like, don't set fire to your house or like
Yeah.
whatever. Somebody like overdubbed a bunch of those. And it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good because it doesn't even, thank you. It doesn't even like make any sense. It's literally like the fire, like, like the fire guy like running through and he's just going like pork chop sandwiches. And it's just like, what the fuck am I? It's like gibberish. And
But they
it's so
dubbed
much
it in
fun.
where it looks
they
like he's
dubbed
saying
it in. Yeah. They just basically said whatever it looked like he was saying.
There's some little things, right, that make people laugh like that. I love those dubbed things. Those
Mhm.
bad lip reading, NFL, man, I cry laughing at that shit.
So just to close it off, if I wanted the Water Boy, if I wanted that experience of like somebody wrestling an alligator in their backyard and then serving up something that like is a stew of 5 different animals, where do I go for that?
Go to Bro
The
Bridge.
French Quarter.
Oh, there's a place called Coop's Place. Coop's Place. You can sponsor me. My name is Pop Jermaine. Look me up on Instagram. Yes, you can sponsor me. I will eat your shitty food next to the rats. They actually have fucking ratatouille cooking the fucking food in that kitchen. But that's where you want to go for authentic Creole succotash.
That's part of the charm. They had a guy who got yelled at for like he said he saw a rat. And they got like, of course you see a rat.
Hannibal Buress is a bit about him being in the restaurant, and the owner was like, "Yeah, he was here before. He was here when I leased the place."
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're close to
That's
the river,
great.
what are you gonna do?
No,
Lots of
it's true.
It's high ground. You saw it when during the whole lockdown thing, the rats were taking over the streets because they didn't have enough food.
Yeah.
So they were coming out, and there's a lot of them.
But also, you know how nature works beautifully. And then after that, coyotes started fucking coming in the city, getting all the big rats. I love nature,
There's
man.
still coyotes in the
Like
city.
dolphins started like swimming into waterways again and stuff.
Bruh, dolphins would have been the first mammal to learn prostitution. I probably would have been down Bourbon Street with daiquiris and selling they fish pussy. I promise you. Dolphins are smart.
I'm with you on that. That was funny. I maybe missed a word or something.
Evolution?
Evolution. No, it was good. I liked it.
So so speaking of the rats and stuff, you probably weren't here, but you guys definitely were. Did you like periodically during like the height of quarantine just like go into the quarter just to see what it was like?
I did not.
I think we're from here, so we don't do that type of stupid activities like go downtown. Why the fuck? If the Comedy Club wasn't here, nigga, I'd be at home.
Well, one, like there was like all these amazing graffiti artists that like started basically just painting over the city.
We just call that vandalism. But they're artists. People call it comics or shit talkers, but no, we're artists. So
I get what you're saying because it's like I'm from New York and it's like during the pandemic I would go on walks and I would walk through like Central Park just to like keep myself from going crazy, but I wouldn't go into say like Times Square.
Yeah, you from New York. You used to curb stopping rats. You ain't scared of rats, not at all. No.
Oh man, I saw during the pandemic. I saw gangs of like full on fucking gangs of rats. Like you'd like walk down the street and you'd see like 8 fucking rats running down the street together. I was like, nope, fuck this shit.
You know what nobody warned me about is nutria.
Oh really? Nobody told you about those?
No, I
had a bad experience?
I was at Lafreniere Park and like I was aggressively chased
by
like 2 or 3 nutria.
Well, y'all are the same size, so I was seeing that look at you like a. Oh my God, she trying to steal my nutria pussy. No, get out of here.
I have a tail. They have a tail. Yeah. So you know what they reminded me of?
Tail? Some people have a tail.
Yeah, his whip.
My hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and it reminded me of like you guys. We've all seen the movie The Princess Bride, right? Yeah. So like those ROUSs. So walking around in the parks with all nutria there was just like that scene in like where they have the giant rats that are coming out of the ground. It was intense.
I haven't seen Princess Bride in a while. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to let you down on that reference. Hey, they say Airplane's a classic. I'm like, it just seems like some white shit I don't get.
What about references, though, man? It's hard to make references now because people just like, there's no matter what it is, there's somebody who's like, yeah, I never heard that. I never watched that.
Yeah, like on stage tonight, like in front of them, like it's a mixed crowd of like maybe like mid 20-year-old white people, white couples, and then they got to sprinkle up like 40-year-old black people,
Are you at the same like close enough age to me? Like when I was a kid. There's an age where like everyone had seen Lethal Weapon 2. So you can make a Lethal Weapon 2 reference because everybody saw or Predator.
Lethal Weapon 2 has the funniest shit in
all day long. There's only 8 channels. You know what I mean? So everybody saw it. Now,
like the UHF VHF days.
Right, but now everybody can watch whatever they want to watch. So it's very easy to meet somebody who like has no overlap with your frame of reference.
And you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go fuck yourself. Go on Twitter, man. Go get cultured or something. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, no, that's one of my big issues with with much younger generations is that they have everything. They have like they could look up everything and anything right now. Like when I was a kid, I had to like go to the fucking library and do all that shit. And they were just sort of like they could very easily look up anything, and they're just like, oh, I don't know about it, so it doesn't exist, and it's not important. It's like
my mom is in. She gonna slap me for this, but her early 60s, and she calls me. Calls me and asks me, "What's the weather gonna be?" I'm like, I'm not a fucking meteorologist. Go Google it, man. Like you could just. I promise you, man. Just talk to your phone long enough. It's gonna pull up answers for you, man. Yeah. Can't figure it out.
What I think is insane is like one of my friends, it was like Thursday, and she's like, oh, I'm so pissed. I had all these big plans for Saturday, but it's going to rain for like the first few hours. And like for a moment, I think we all get this. Like sometimes we're like, oh my God, we're living in the future. I'm just like, it's going to rain and for what length of time and during what portion of the day it's going to rain in 2 days. If you go back like 100 years, just 100 years, and you told people it was going to rain in 2 days, and then it did, you are the leader of that entire civilization.
Or you're burned at the stake.
Yeah.
I would like to live for just one more 150 years, just so that all the prognostications that we made about what's going to happen 100 years from now, you know, like, a big meteor is finally going to hit the earth, or Yosemite Park is finally going to explode. Or I just want to be there just to go, we had a good fuck flying cars. Nigga, I got a Tesla like a parallel park for me. That's good enough for me. I can die on that.
Do you?
No, I don't, but I will one day. I may start with a Jeep Wrangler. I always want a Jeep Wrangler because my superhero, his name is Dawson from Dawson's Creek.
Your superhero is Dawson from Dawson's Creek?
Yeah, he had a Jeep Wrangler. It's my superhero car.
Oh.
His name was Dawson. Well, James Vanderbeek, the actor, but the show Dawson's Creek.
Maybe when
I can't believe
you save up, it'll be electric.
Oh,
that was your shit.
I didn't go outside when I was a kid. So summer school, I would be inside, cleaning up the house, eating and cooking food and watching TV. It would be a different world, and then back to back Dawson's Creek. And I caught up with that was my soap opera.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. I have heard of that, but I have no idea what it is. And I've seen a different world.
I think that you would like it because you date 14-year-olds. So they will be emotionally connected with yes, they will be connected with that teen dramas. They use big words. You like big words in that show.
I do like big words.
Yes, it's very fun.
He hates it that I don't know what he hates about it. He gets mad at me.
I think I learned the word shit. I didn't learn it. Procrastination from the word from Dawson's Creek. Prognostication.
That was one of those like WB like WB 11 shows, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I was a Buffy head. Yeah, I watched Buffy.
I think what's really also incredible is like you can watch you can catch up. Like for us to watch those shows, like they came on once a week. If you missed it, it's just like, you're just gonna.
Yeah, no.
I was mad. I was like, why would you do this? Why would you leave me on such a cliffhanger? And I gotta wait 6.5 more days. How dare you be such good writers, you motherfucker?
If people called me on Tuesday at 8:00, that's when Buffy was on, I would not pick up the phone. I was like, don't fucking call. No. Buffy's on. Fuck you. I don't want to talk to you.
No, I'm glued. I can't move. I got to take a shit right now. I'll tell my asshole to shut up before I listen to your fucking story. No, I'm watching Buffy.
So like to watch a season of television, it took a season, and now people are like, oh yeah, I'm really into it, and it feels almost unfair. Like Buffy as an example, like you dedicated like 4 or 5 years to getting to know everybody in Spike, all that stuff, and then like going over to Angel and all that. And then other people are like, I did what you did in 6 years. I did in 3 days. It's like I watched all, and like the story, like everything just coincides so much more. So they're just like, yeah, in 5 hours, I caught up to everything. And it's just like, you still feel like it's hard to like relate to them because it's just like, yeah, but did you also like, did you have to drive like immediately home to be able to see
they'll
it?
catch up. They'll catch up. Just give them time. If you bash them enough long enough, they'll fucking Google it at some point. Yeah.
I used to watch the show in syndication, and you watch like Star Trek or
like the original.
but yeah, or MacGyver, but I would see it, not the original, the Next Generation.
Yeah,
you would see it on USA Network, and they would be replaying them, right? But they were all out of order. So you were trying to watch
fucking hate when they would do that
seasons
shit.
of shit.
That was
You're trying to
fucked
absorb
up.
all this show in like with no order. No one will ever have to do that again.
I have a question for the panel. All right. I'm assuming everyone has seen these shows I'm about to reference. Okay, which like you talk about how you have to watch episodes like week to week. You know, you're stuck on a cliffhanger. I can't wait till next week.
Yeah, it's way more devoted. Yeah, for sure.
Who's more pissed off, the Lost fans or the Dexter fans?
I never saw.
So I never watched Dexter, but after I watched Lost, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Because I was so mad at the creators because they were like, "We're not going to go lazy and just
J.J.
say
Abrams, go fuck yourself."
we're not going to go lazy and just say it's purgatory," and that's exactly what they fucking did.
Right.
And it was just like,
Oh, you predicted. Wow.
yeah, I was just like from the beginning, I was like, "This is purgatory. This is some bullshit."
Spoiler alert.
That show was on like
there's
easily
no-
10 years ago. If you missed it, fuck
Yeah,
you.
go
That's
fuck
on
yourself.
you.
Exactly.
But there's
Catch up.
There's
Right.
no real
Sorry.
true interpretation. They left it all vague and bullshit.
It was super vague and
But-
weird.
It's
I'll
the
tell you
only
this.
show that named itself by exactly how it left you feeling every single episode.
But it doesn't matter because there's a lot to learn though from that first season. It was so expertly done because it made you so compelled enough to sit through those last 2 seasons where it was like, oh, what the fuck are they doing? Like, but that first season was so well done, and I think that's the whole art of everything, right? You want somebody to hear the punchline of the joke. You got to hear the first part of the joke.
Right.
So what are you going to say compelling enough that they're listening?
I was just mad with how bad the writing was, but nobody with Locke, when Locke was showing up and calling himself Jeremy Bentham or whatever the fuck it was, and everyone's like, Jeremy came to see me, and I'm like, it's fucking Locke. Nobody in real life would fucking do this. Find a better way to write that. Fucking lazy shit.
It went bad. And you know what sucks about it is that it's tied into the other universe, the Cloverfield universe.
Yeah.
And so it's already bullshit.
Wait,
'cause it doesn't make
Lost is connected to the Cloverfield?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
I did not
that
know that.
symbol.
No, you read a fan theory. No,
that symbol.
Oh, you get
It's all connected. It's all connected. Cloverfield, the other one, the Cloverfield, Cloverfield.
Wow.
And the one, they're all connected.
Just make up movie titles. I like how Samantha either is passionate enough about something to immediately get angry about it, or she has no idea what you're talking about.
No,
I didn't watch any of the Cloverfield movies, so I'm just kind of like,
Samantha, correct. It's not anger, it's passion.
But that's what I'm saying. She's passionate enough about something to like get angry about it.
I
Yeah,
got you.
absolutely.
Okay, all right, my bad.
and you're observant enough to notice that.
No,
Point it out
seriously,
on a fucking
'cause-
podcast, you psycho.
No, I'm saying because like even so Sleepy just went on and he did a really, really funny joke. He was just like, like there's these crazy women, I'm sorry, what you white people call toxic. And he's just like, but it takes a lot of passion, right? Like either if you haven't broken my windows, then you obviously don't care about me. Like I was just like, that made me laugh so much.
We don't
because
have a budget
like
to pay Sleepy for his jokes.
no, I'm
Yeah,
saying
no,
Sleepy said that
don't.
anyway.
No. Leave those.
So anyway, what I think is really funny is like it's true. Like either we live in a society today where unfortunately you don't find out how much someone cares about anything unless you sparked anger or frustration from them, or they're just not passionate enough about it that they're like, oh, whatever. Like very few people are willing to like fight every battle is what I'm saying.
Right, but I don't think what we were talking about was a battle. We were talking about like Lost.
No. I just when you're passionate
I'm
about
lost.
something and you're like, this is something I really, really care about, and I'm really, really upset with like how it all ended. But I really care about like from the beginning. So that's all I'm talking about. Is just like, it's like today, it's people don't necessarily like they don't wear their emotions on their sleeve, but the second like you expose it, it's just like it goes from like lackluster to like intense in a very short amount of time. And it feels like regardless of the subject matter, not necessarily here, we're just talking about passion. That's all.
James, what are your thoughts on that?
I was just thinking, oh shit. Whenever I don't know what the fuck is going on, I just start thinking about random thoughts, and I'm stuck on how I ain't gonna front. Like you talking about Buffy, I'm not trying to sound like a simp, but I start to cry in movies when like women achieve something. Like when fucking when Ripley fucking got the machine, like get away from her, you bitch. I started crying and shit, like I started crying. You know what I mean? I don't know, like
So, what part of Buffy did you start crying at?
That's too long ago for me to remember about Buffy.
He knows exactly when it was, and he's like, "Nah, I'm not letting people know that shit." Nope.
Yeah, I can't remember something.
But did he get in trouble for like? Oh, it wasn't actually. He turns out he wasn't a champion of female characters. He had just like a foot fetish or something.
Who?
Am I wrong? Am I making it up?
Whedon, Joss Whedon.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Some of the director of.
Let me tell you one thing about Buffy. I never saw it.
I think some of the Joss Whedon directed, and also he wrote a comic book for Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
One of those dudes wrote a really good Wolverine Hulk thing. He ripped fucking Wolverine in half and threw him two different directions.
Right, because that's also connected to the same storyline where Buffy fucked Hulk in the ass with a strap-on gamma blade.
I don't know that was Joss
No,
Whedon.
I'm bullshit. No, don't connect. No, what are you talking about? How we get on the Hulk?
Same, because the guy writing other stuff. You say he was writing comic books and the other.
I'm sorry. Again, like I said, Adam only dates 14-year-olds, so he only knows childlike references. Pull out a Power Rangers reference now, bitch.
These are comic books from before a 14-year-old be alive.
Also, I read the article. I didn't really read the article. I just read the headline. We all read headlines. You
never read a whole headline.
Shut the fuck up. You never.
I read the first three words, but
you never got a head haircut. Shut up.
You don't have time to sound it out.
But it said that the people now that used to be on Power Rangers are now going on Twitter trying to, I think, lawsuits, homophobia or work malfeasance. Malfeasance was the word. Also like lack of pay and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa. This is something I am acutely knowledgeable on. I'm like a hardcore.
I brought this up knowing that you would be.
Now he's gonna get passionate. But it's not anger.
First and foremost,
over here looking like gangster Alicia Keys over here.
Austin St. John is being investigated by the SBA and the government for
what?
Yes, for getting PPP loans to the extent of millions of dollars and corroborating with 4 other people to do so.
No, there's more of them somewhere.
You got to play Billy, the Blue Ranger.
No,
oh no,
Austin St. John was the Red Ranger.
Yes.
Yeah, David Yost played the Blue Ranger, and all of those kids. So what's funny? Okay,
how many of them have you met at Comic-Con?
I have met every Ranger. Met every Ranger.
You have photos with all of them?
Yes, and I hung out with Jason David Frank on the beach in Hollywood, Florida.
Just making sure.
Yep. So she's seen me at 2 Comic-Cons. I go to these things.
I very happily go to Comic-Cons. I'm like,
all right.
Okay.
I love nerds.
Here's what's really funny. So Kevin Little did a joke about this. He was talking about the Power Rangers and like the board meeting, like the Yellow Ranger. All right, she's Asian. The Red Ranger, we'll make him like partially Native American. So the funny thing is, for a long time before the internet, right? Before we had this information easily accessible, you guys were talking about that before. Everybody thought that's why they changed like the colors and the characters. No, dude. Plain out just money and purely coincidental that the Asian, the Native American, and the black actor, but those were the 3 that were like, I want more money and I'm not happy with this. And Hasbro and Haim Saban were just like, hey, just hold off a second. Let's see how this goes. But that show came on every week. Right. So these guys are doing 50 episodes. They got paid $430 per episode before taxes.
That was crumbs then. Wow.
A Super Nintendo game was $50. A PS5 game is $50. Like not much has changed, especially in that world. So 2 Trang and Austin St. John, and oh my god, Walter Jones were really upset about this. They switched out, and everybody's like, "Oh, obviously it's because of the race thing." Not at all. Not at all. Lost was like 5 minutes ago.
Right. I also want to welcome on to the
name
to the Pickle
dropping.
and Brandon podcast. I don't know the name. I apologize, but Nitty
Putting
Morales.
the FU and funny.
Put in the FU and funny. Welcome, Nitty Morales.
Hola.
Hola, yes. And also, we may have to switch topics because Nydia knows nothing from the years of from when she was born. I don't understand. Like, she was born in 1988, and she remembers nothing past 1988. I think she remembers the Spice Girls.
No one remembers when they were alive.
But I really, really want. But
You're the only one that remembers when you were born, Hyman. Well, James. I'm sorry.
I'm autistic, so yes, absolutely, I
You-
would be able to.
You don't develop cognitive memory until like 2.5.
Well, I connected it from stories, and
Okay.
then also knowing at my heart to heart. And if I didn't cry, because I've always just been different. Like, maybe it's the autism, but I don't. I really just think I was just excited to see them.
I think they're saying you're artistic and you like didn't hear it properly.
It's the autism, you know. It's
My autism makes it difficult
Thank
to
you.
receive compliments
I'll give you
accurately.
that, yes. I'll
But
give
also,
you that, yes.
and also, if your memories are based on what your family told you, what if your family has as much of a fucked up sense of humor as you do? And they're like, let's tell them about this whole thing where we actually found him because he was rolled down a
Yeah.
mountain.
What
I
if
had
they
this
don't even
injury because I was
remember?
rolled down a mountain.
I'm assuming you're a visual person, though.
Yes.
So that's where it comes from. Because when my mom tells me about things about like my grandparents before when I was born, I can visualize the story. I can
Right.
visualize. I can put it together.
Yeah.
Some visuals. So I get that. So you can kind of. It's even though it's not a genuine memory, you can build as memory based on the story because you can visualize it. So
Right.
I totally get that. I'm right there with you. But we both
You were
might
there when
also
he
be
was born?
fucking autistic. So you know.
Yeah. My people strictly thought that I was retarded when I was born because I didn't cry, and so my aunt plucked my feet. She plucked my infant feet to make
Oh, he
me
just did this on stage.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to slow it down, not do punchline-y. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
So this-
welcome to therapy.
Now he's just
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
this,
yeah,
recounting the story.
yeah.
But how
But-
do you know that this actually transpired? How do you know that it happened?
I met his aunt, and she does talk about it.
How she plucked his feet?
Yeah,
And they
That's
laugh
so-
about it like that's not traumatizing to a baby. Like,
she
you know?
she mentioned the story of the first time I met
And
her.
they laugh it up like, oh,
The first time you
Yeah.
Let me tell you how retarded
Let
this
me
kid
tell
is.
you about my nephew. I plucked his feet. Wow, to check if he was dumb. Turns out
I'm still a dumb
I
but
still
I'm not
don't
that
know.
dumb
Some people really like enjoy like kind of torturing children. They're like, let me tell you about, or like just fucking with people. Let me tell you about
Legit.
this time I fucked with this kid. He was also my nephew, by the way. Yeah.
By the way,
And he talks about it on stage. He's not over it yet.
Lydia gave a first grader a swirly.
What's a swirly?
When you flip a kid upside down and dump his head in the toilet while it's flushing.
What?
I love how he shook it like it really happened.
That-
Can
what-
you even see me doing that?
Hold
Yes,
on.
you-
Number
you
one,
hate
a
kids.
swirly is when
I
you
love
wet
You work with
your,
kids just to get
your
close to bullying.
pinky. A
When you
swirly
wet
is
your
when you
what?
wet your
That's a-
pinky.
That's a wet willy.
That's a wet willy.
Oh,
That's your
what I
hairstyle.
picture, you're right.
All right,
His
people can
face.
see it. He has
just rolled his eyes. His head.
I'm part of the rolling 60s Crip cornrows in his head. He looks like he just got gang stomped by Princess Pony. He's a sweetie puss. I'm sorry. Love you, Chris.
First of all, I'm in pristine condition currently, so those are like some really bullshit curb stompers.
You have a fresh hairline, lining, a haircut, and a shave, man. You look very fresh, man.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to
Yeah.
impregnate another white woman.
I am.
Another.
Yeah. All right, I'm sorry. All right, what happened? Yes. We pause this local programming for like interlude to talk about like don't talk about.
You know what's so
purple
funny?
shenanigans.
I knew when I got my hair done and I was gonna do this show, like not this show, but like this show in general.
Yeah.
I have such a huge cap collection. I was just like, I'll just wear
Yeah,
a fucking-
right.
I'll
You
just wear
don't
a
do
back,
that, yeah.
I'll just wear a backwards cap. And I'm like, no, fuck, I pay good money for this hair. Wait, I
Yeah.
paid good money for my anyway. And and every single time, and that's what's so funny is like that's why like I don't get how people go on social media, right? Because like you put all this stuff and it's just like you can say whatever you want, but you can't unsay it. And so like that's why I'm such a private person.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
you can't unsay it.
right?
Even
So-
if you delete it, people like
Yeah, so you can get to a million people, but guess what? A million people can get to you. So like so every little
That's
thing.
stressful.
And so
I hate that
this
shit.
just happened. So I had it done Wednesday, but it took me all of Wednesday and half of Thursday to recover from the headache because it's like a 10-year-old grabs onto all of your hair and just walks around with you all day
Yeah.
when it's well done. And I had a massive headache and I'm just like, I'm just gonna sleep it off. And then so I've only had it for like 2 days. And my like the amount of people they're like, it's crazy how readily accessible people have like all kinds of insults. And it's just like, great. Okay, so my hair is braided. All right. I look
don't
like I'm
think it's
Mexican.
ready. They just
I look
think
like
about
I'm-
it on the spot. I don't think it's like
No, it's and so what's so funny is just like if that's what you can experience on like one thing, I can't imagine people who are like looking good, feeling good, and then pop a bunch of photos online.
Feeling cute, might delete
Right?
later.
And they're like, I can't wait for all the instant validation that the internet's gonna give me. They're like, who's this bitch? She looks skank as fuck. She's ugly as fuck. She looks like she was pulled out of a sewer. Like, it's just my ego, like my self-esteem, is one of the main reasons why I am not on socials, and I don't get how you have to be very, very brazen to be on social media to the extent that some people are.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there, man, to be brazen, to just like not give a fuck.
Well, I also think though, as comedians, we're all comics. Like, as soon as you make that decision to pick up a microphone, you give up your like. It's not like we're famous, but you're also you're becoming a public figure.
Yeah.
So you're opening
Yeah, I've heard
yourself
that
up.
before, like-
and it's like, I mean, I fully. I'm like, fuck it. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, fucking TikTok,
OnlyFans. I'm sorry,
definitely not. Definitely not. I've definitely thought about
selling calf and ankle pics. I ain't mad at you.
I was like, I could make some good money because I'm considered a fetish. So I was like, I can make good money on fucking OnlyFans. But I'm also like, I don't want to fucking do that either. No, I'm good. But I just feel like as comics, and I've been doing it a long time, you just sort of, as you open yourself up to it, but also you don't have to have.
You're made of sandpaper. That's like not even fair.
Oh
Like,
no, I'm
But
not.
I heard that too. Like if you have the
That's some
audacity
deep
to be on
psychological
mic
shit. You made of
and
sandpaper.
Well, but that's what's funny is that I'm actually
because
super,
whoever comes at her is like if
My
she's going to say
comedy,
it's,
but not as a
whoever
real
comes at her
person.
is going to be worse off for it.
I'm
made of sandpaper.
But I'm a very emotional person. I'm a very I'm a very emotional person. So it's just like, but what I put out there to people is that I'm like, I'll fuck you up, and I'm like, I started a bar fight
And
once
you're
and
like,
hid
no.
in the bathroom. So like,
So-
like if that helps,
Girl, that's me too. I can't fight for shit.
I'm like, no thanks. I'm gonna go
Samantha, this is directed at you. I've heard from Twitter that Sam Kinison was an amazing, passionate fuck.
He was my idol.
Yeah, that's why I gave that to you. Yeah, you talking about you passionate and you have a lot of emotions. I can see it in your performance, and that comes out like what from that's via life. This is how I feel like it's me on stage. This is the asshole that I just want to be every day in regular life. Just really not giving a fuck about none of your smiles or I just met you interactions. Like I don't give did you invent the microwave? Otherwise, bitch, I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a motherfucker.
But hold on. But then when you're at your home and you're like sitting on the toilet, shitting in the comfort of your own bathroom, and you're like
And jerking
crying.
off.
What? Because like it's one thing you're on stage and you're like, whatever, this is my environment because it's almost like home territory.
Right.
They're an audience member, but you're like you're elevated, you're the dominant, you have the instrument, right?
Right.
So that's all fine and dandy. But then when you're home, like at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're like, why did they? I don't know how people get past that of like just like seeing just tons and tons of criticism and negativity.
Oh, you mean like with posting your shit?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. So the hair thing,
Yeah.
if I went and
Fuck
posted
'em.
online, like, hey, look at my new hair, they're going to be like, cultural appropriation, bullshit, crack ass, whatever people are going to say, like,
Aren't
not
you
even
Puerto
knowing
Rican?
me. Exactly.
That's
I'm
not
Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican,
Puerto Rican's right
Seminole,
there, too.
and Italian. And like, so Mike Hall even made this whole comment. You were there at the roast, and he's just like this culturally ambiguous motherfucker over here. Like nobody really knows what I am.
No, you're very ambiguous.
He's jealous because he doesn't get his hair done. Let's be real.
No, but
I always thought you were the Green Ranger from Power Rangers. I thought you was Tommy.
No, but like, so somebody made a comment about like, you know, for me to like get my hair braided, like that's like, oh, it's a form of cultural appropriation, which is really stupid because like, first of all, Native Americans get their hair braided, okay, and so for like a black girl weaving blonde hair into her head, sitting next to me to make a snide comment about like you're getting
About
someone
you getting
else's
braided?
hair.
Also,
put
you
into
went
your
to
hair.
a black hairstylist.
Yes.
And like, as long as
Where else am I gonna go? Come on.
appropriation if you're like, you know,
I'm getting back to the exactly.
But you're also like telling people this is the person they do braids well. You can go to them. That's appropriation is when you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
give the credit and you're just like, I'm gonna do it, whatever.
He told me straight up he went to prison and got his hair done. You know it was a black person. The prison, all right, that's fucked up.
Hey, some people had a really nice lining in the jail.
Yes.
Have you guys seen like I've seen beautiful tattoos and I'm like, what shop did you get that at? They're like, I got that stick and poke in prison. I'm like,
Yo,
are
I
you
just taught in
kidding
the jail
me?
this summer, and I legit printed some pictures, and they might have
Yeah.
been getting tattoos.
Yeah, it's some,
The teacher that worked with me, she's like, I think they're trying to get tattoos.
dude.
in their
It's
tier. I was
it's
like,
some
"Shit."
ingenuitive shit. Like
My
like
bad.
prisoners are real life MacGyvers.
Yeah,
they
they
can
are.
make
They'll do
tattoo
anything
ink
and
out
everything.
of like burnt cone, like burnt paper and stuff like that to make the ink. And like you
they
said,
should
like
have a
they're out
master
there- they're out there
class
stitching.
that's just hosted in prison.
Yeah,
my
she-
very first tattoo was actually a jailhouse tattoo. It was done by a guy who learned how to tattoo in prison.
jail?
And
I
I
believe it, man.
promptly
They
got
literally
it
MacGyver
covered. It
everything.
was real fucking bad.
It's
I
it's
promptly got it
incredible.
covered. I was like, no.
I know a lot of people who've like been locked up. I mean, extensive. Like we're talking, the shortest amount of time is 8 years, and we're talking about like 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, I mean, 20 to 22 years, not like they just came out this year.
Right.
And then I worked at a place where I provided housing for people who were coming out, and like when they were in lockup, like radio was a prominent thing, and TV was 4 channels, and they're coming out into a world where like the internet exists.
Yeah.
But the level, like all the skills, all the stuff that they learned and were able to utilize like minimally, it is incredible, man.
It is. They'll do anything. I mean, but that's also to me how creativity works is with restrictions.
Yeah, like necessity, yeah.
Yeah.
Invention or necessity is the mother of invention. There we go.
I understand. This is I'm gonna get out on this and give up my seat to the wonderful, the person who just read his own first a year in comedy, already has a comedy album, Ryan Rogers.
Yeah, that
I know. Way to throw us all under the bus, Ryan.
Do you want to hang? Because I've been here longest.
The
so if
biggest
you
dick,
wanted to
the
hang, I
biggest
could
dick
go.
in the room.
Let's do like musical podcast chairs. Okay, no.
Yeah, you've been here a good while.
Yeah, no, I've been here for a while. So if you want to hang, I could go.
Well, before I switch seats, I do want to say this before I switch seats. Is that I forgot what I was about to set up. So yeah, we
Well,
gonna
you
switch.
said the beautiful Ryan has an album.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk to James and feel like it could be 3 p.m, but he just talks like he's falling asleep?
Yeah.
He's like,
He's falling asleep.
you know what the
We're not talking to
problem?
him.
Look, I
with
learned
things.
that my regular speak is I speak like if a road runner could speak. Like it's fast. Beep beep beep. You know what I mean? So I learned to. Like I learned, it took 2 years of learning why I wasn't getting any laughs on stage and recognize, oh, I need to shut the fuck up. I need to slow down. I need to slow my speech so people can understand me because I do have a slur, and plus I'm from the 3rd ward, so it's like a lot of New Orleans and.
I think everyone needs to learn to
you
slow
know what I
down.
mean? Yeah. Okay, well we're gonna switch. Samantha.
I'm gonna pop out.
I newly love you, dear.
Speaking of slow down, you're fairly new to New Orleans, right?
5 years.
Yeah. I'm even here for 8. So, did you find that a lot of people got really mad that you didn't talk like as slow? I find a lot of New Orleanians, they get like really concerned if the pace of your speech is like not like, hey, how's it going?
Like if
What
it's
it-
not fast.
Right, like people, I would talk.
Oh, yeah,
because I was
yeah,
like
no.
born and raised in New York.
They
I
think
lived in
you're
South
dumb.
Florida, and if you talk too fast, They're just like they get like very standoffish about
Wait,
stuff.
that's weird. But New Orleans folk talk fast.
No,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, we do.
New Orleanians talk fast.
Well, okay, some of them.
So my personal experience
Some
has
of them
been
do
different.
talk like it is the Big Easy.
Yeah.
They're taking it really easy.
Well, they're also like
See?
people
Even
also.
Taj says that's two locals.
We always trying to hustle, man, because it's like if I talk too slow, then you can fucking like get in there and have
There's too much time.
and have a new thought that I'm bullshit.
Pull out your Glock.
I am bullshit.
Don't talk slow on my Glock's coming out.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Why did you look at Pop when you said that?
The only glizzy the only glizzy you
Because-
got is a glazed chocolate donut. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Wait, you're
Those are
so Ryan.
delicious.
You're born, raised, stayed New
That's
Orleanian.
right. West Bank.
Wow.
Bitch, please. No, I'm born and raised, except for my stint in Lafayette and California.
Can I want to ask you a very serious question.
Go ahead.
Everybody loves to say that there's absolutely nothing fun to do in the West Bank. Is that accurate?
Family time is fun time on the West Bank. Like I mean, the I'm not joking. Like culturally, the richness of just people on the West Bank, I think is the best. Like some of the best. I mean, you got me and Pickle. Like, come on, can't be that bad. Private school, public
that's
school.
Not a good endorsement for the West Bank. The
Nicolo and myself.
I want to set this up. I guess it's a sarcasm for all the white people who are listening.
You think there are white people listening?
Yes.
There's 4.
The best time.
This is live.
Kevin Little does not count as white. Kevin Little counts as 4 people. None of them are white.
Kevin Little counts as a mayonnaise totem pole.
Kevin Little might be.
It's Miracle Whip on top
Kevin
of
Little
Duke,
is
on top
Keisha.
of Helms. Helms.
I think Kevin Little is probably the most likable comic in New Orleans comedy by far. I do.
Because he's white. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's because white people.
Yes.
I think Kevin is just so endearing. Like people want him to win when he's on stage. That's how I feel. I think he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, he is.
And he's fucking funny. Those 3 minutes on cauliflower tonight.
Did you blow him or something like that? What the fuck?
No, he's got back of the house energy. I would never blow him. He has dishwasher energy. I don't know why I looked at Christopher Anthony when I said that. I'm sorry. It's the cornrows.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you're right.
No.
We were just
Has
talking
anyone
about-
called you Stella
He's
yet?
Puerto Rican, Ryan.
Puerto Rican, Seminole, and
Native
Italian.
American.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm still gonna say that Stella got her groove back, and she's sitting right here.
I don't like y'all talking shit about my man Kevin Little.
I'm gonna call him Angelo Bassett. Is that something?
So
D'Angelo Bassett.
D'Angelo Bassett. Fuck you.
I'm gonna call Kevin Big Titties Abuser.
You think Kevin Little?
Yeah, Kevin Little. He got some juicy saggy.
He does.
Yeah.
He's got better tits than me.
You milk
Just
it. You
kidding.
milk his tip.
Ryan just looked at my tits.
I did. I was like, did I notice Nitty ever had tits? Maybe now's the time.
Yeah.
So we were actually just talking about this. You made the comment about the hair, and
Yeah,
I'm
we're
like,
talking
my
about
God, I have been out of my house for a total of like 5 hours in the last 3 days, and like tons of comments. So like I am on social, but I'm not like actively on social.
We know, Chris. We got it.
Okay.
I do it. I don't. Someone manages it. Someone does.
Ronald over here.
Sweet Jesus. As someone who's fairly active on social media, and you put a lot on there.
Thank you.
And you're not always going to get warm reception.
Well, that's not me. I don't know who you're talking about. Everyone loves me. I'm like Seth with jokes.
See, Chris, that's that's what you have to have on social media to not care about what the trolls will say.
Yeah,
That's the
I was
energy
just
you need.
basically just saying.
Thank you, Chris.
So it gives you an opportunity to reach all these people, but it gives all these people an opportunity to reach you, and not everyone's going to be kind. So on days when you're like really feeling myself, you post a photo. Sure, you get a lot of people who are like this, but you can't like kick off people, right? Like
I do.
If people are
I
mean,
block people. Oh my God!
I
Yeah.
block people all the time. I deleted comments I didn't
do
want.
constantly.
I said, bye.
This is a true story. I posted my new logo the other day, and I had my ex-boyfriend reach out to me and said, "Love the logo. Have some notes." I dated this guy for years. Block. I don't want to hear
as
that.
you
Are you
should.
fucking serious?
Take what you
Also,
need,
have
leave
seen
what
your
you don't.
fucking designs, and you're untalented. So get the fuck out of here with that feedback.
the fuck out.
I block Alex Curo in person. I blocked Kimbra's number for about 3 months. That's not a joke. I unblocked her outside just now. I was like,
block people
you've been in
real
jail
life
enough.
Too.
Yeah.
I need time for that.
You just skirt on that energy. You don't.
It
need
also comes from being, I mean, Seth can attest to this. Like growing up queer like this, like there's not much people can say that'll hurt your fucking feelings. And especially to put out art and stuff, you're like, what are you gonna fucking do? Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Not like it? It's good. Like it's objectively good. Like
You're like, fuck off.
when I came out to my parents, this is not a joke. I have wonderful, supportive parents, and when I came out to them, I had no doubt that they were going to be cool with it. But I still, but I still packed my bags. I had them right there, and I was like, "You don't like this? I'm out of here." That's when I was a child. That's how it's just.
How old were you when you came out?
On my 17th birthday,
Okay.
and then I went straight to Oz.
Oz?
It's like you don't know about Oz?
You mean you went gay to Oz?
No, the gay bar on Bourbon Street.
No.
Oh,
I came out. And I was like,
straight.
It was
there
a
at
quick joke. You said I went
17?
straight to Oz. I'm like, no, you went gay to
I
Oz.
used to go to the gay
I was
bars with.
thinking about the musical.
When I dated a girl for 3 years into college, and I went to the.
So
I used to go to the gay bar with my friends and my girlfriend, and I'd sneak upstairs and do body shots off the shot boys.
I cannot picture you dating
With a
girl,
woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super religious now. I wonder fucking why. She's a cunt. I talked about it on.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, when I mean that's a true story. She
Yeah.
called me and she's like, "You turned gay. I feel like I wasted my virginity on you."
Yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, and I said, "That's a true story." I said, "Really? Because if we hadn't met, I never would have fucked your brother Chris." And then I hung up.
Wait, so that's also true?
That's a true story.
Okay, so here.
So how can I have sympathy for you? You fucked up, brother.
Listen, I didn't ask to be a role model, Pop.
Damn.
So here's a fun question for everybody who it might even come into this. So I have a hard time because I do a lot of observational humor. You comics, I can't fucking tell what is true and what isn't. Okay,
it's
Seth,
because we're
did
liars.
Did you really go out to dinner with a guy who had a stroke? Is that a true story? He had
a semi?
I know.
It's because he was 90, Seth.
He didn't. The stroke he had
Was
not
under the
medical.
table.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
But you see what I'm saying? So
I got you, bitch.
So you had stories. You had stories about how when you're on vacation, this stuff. I don't have I listen to you guys pretty attentively,
yeah.
and so
Yeah,
that's
you
why.
do. Damn, that
Yeah.
was only a one-time set I did.
Chris is really observational.
I really listen.
You gotta be scared.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
He's a joke stealer. And he's in the back and then you think he's working on this shit. No, he's working on how to make your shit funnier.
No, that's
not joke stealing. That's
Never
editing.
mind.
Anyway, so okay, a fun question.
Okay.
So how do you guys manage these? Because you still have to live off stage. How do you manage these stories that become so embellished so often? How do you keep shit straight?
Well, I heard a thing when I was really young that I kind of live by, where this has really gotten me into trouble. But the truth is not as important as the story. Right. And I feel that way about life. I'm like, well, where did the truth? The truth is not as interesting as the story. It just isn't.
Did you guys
build your own narrative?
Did you guys really?
And so that gave me carte blanche to cheat.
That's how liars get away with with their great stories. Like liars tell the best stories. People believe because they want to believe a fantasy. That's what everyone loves Disney.
No one cares. The truth is never important. Right. Especially in this job.
But
you can embellish like a motherfucker.
But don't
That's
you
the job.
feel okay? And if it's funny, it's funny. But don't you feel to a certain extent that you're kind of lying to the audience? Because
yes, absolutely.
Because the humor comes from them truly believing what you just said,
Chris,
right?
Actors and liars rap all the time. You think Al Pacino actually shot a motherfucker in real life, or got shot 3 times in the chest?
Well, my parents used to tell me that. They said never date an actor. They're fucking liars.
Yeah,
That's
I can
their
see
job.
that. They are. Their job is
So
to
what?
lie.
Teachers?
Yeah, teachers.
Hi.
I think you have to be convinced of your own talent more than the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you go on stage to know I'm good at this. My jokes are good. That's way more important than believing what I'm about to say is real, so I have to believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in the
It's
few
all about the punchline.
in the few
It's comedy is Three Stooges. It's like an iron hits my forehead.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm
the
saying?
delivery.
It's all about the punchline. How you get to the punchline. The journey can be fun, but it's how I get to the punchline that matters, man.
Punchline can also be physical too.
Yeah.
That's why I said Three Stooges over
Yeah,
redundant
I think Three Stooges-
Roseanne. Shut the fuck up, Seth.
Oh no! Don't hate crime her in
We
here.
have a microphone.
This is a safe space.
But hold on, you
No,
okay?
I had a gay dude suck my dick because I could tell Seth to go fuck yourself.
Oh, I got off mic tea for you about your ex.
Okay.
I'm just teasing.
I got 17,000. That's all right.
I know.
It's all the same story.
Wait, if that is true,
And I told you that you and I told you were never giving me a blowjob again. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will suck that big toe right there, though, Seth. I ain't no friend.
Pop, can I be honest with you?
Yes,
the
sir.
more you've leaned into that story, the more I'm proud of you. Like, I'm not joking because I think it's a vulnerable fucking story.
Yeah, I
and that
agree.
you lean in
I
so
agree.
hard and you have owned it. And I'm so proud every time you say that because I'm like, that's fucking hard.
It's hard, and I can't do it. Every time I see a black person in the audience, I get scared.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
The
They don't
homoph-
receive
look,
You see, you
know
can't
what?
tell.
Homophobia is a thing because you know why it still exists in black communities? Christianity. And it's still stuck on that archaic shit.
Yeah.
Like my sister didn't come out to my family because of that shit. She went over to their house thinking it was Thanksgiving dinner. It was an intervention.
Shut up.
A fucking intervention about, are you gay? And something was wrong. Because in their head, at the end of it, they think about damnation. They think about going to hell. They don't want to see their family, that kind of shit. But
Can I, Pop? I completely. That still shocks me because I talk about this. Is actually true. I'm going to get real for a second. I'm in an all black NA group, and a lot of the people, it's all black. I'm the only white person. Most of the people have done time because they were in the grips of active addiction and stuff. And in rooms like that, the shit is over. Like they have lived through shit, and people who have older black gentlemen who have 20 fucking years clean, older black women who have 20, 30 years clean will talk about same-sex experiences like it's nothing because they're like, who do I have to fucking impress anymore?
Yeah.
I've done fucking time. I've been a fucking addict. And now I'm fucking, what are you going to do? Not like me? What are you going to do? Judge me? I'm fucking been through it. So it's just such a different thing to be in a room where it's just like, I had a guy suck my dick. I suck dick. Like, I don't like, it's just like, whatever. These guys who have families and grandchildren and stuff, it's just such a different experience. And it just blows my fucking mind.
And
that people
I just applaud you because I think it's just so amazing, like Ryan was saying, that you're vulnerable about.
That's got to be hard.
Yeah,
Pop.
I agree.
I don't do that bit a lot. I'm still scared of people judging me for it.
Fuck the haters.
I am.
Me talking about my marriage is something it's still really hard for me to talk about on stage because I just don't know what people are going to think. And I don't want to upset the one person who's the most supportive to me. That's hard. I'll talk about everything else, but I can't talk about my marriage like that. I still have a hard time.
Yeah. They really came in to wave at the wrong moment of that conversation.
know, it's
I'm like, hi,
So now let's go around and talk about our sexual assaults. I'm
like
just
the
kidding.
oh well, now that we're on that topic,
And Seth was like, I'm first.
Me.
Me.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
There's a quote that I love that it was said one time. I think Carrie Fisher said it, and it's take your broken heart and make it into art. And I think that's what all artists do. You take that trauma and you take that fear and you take that vulnerability and you truly do something with it that makes other people feel comfortable around.
I completely agree.
You know?
I
stuff can other people relate to it.
Yeah.
That's the superpower, I think, of making any kind of art, especially comedy, is vulnerability. And like, I'm going to talk about the one thing that I've been humiliated about my entire life right now, because I know there's people in the room who are going to say me too. That's fucking, that's how you get fucking famous.
My art classes, art isn't always fun or easy because you're expressing like deep shit.
Yeah.
That's sometimes like hard to go through, but you need to do it because it's your way of expressing
How do we live in seemingly the most supportive society and yet the highest amount of criticism all at the same time?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's like, hey, you say something and like, oh yeah, I went through that too, so I immediately am nice to you. You said something and I don't like what you said, and I don't have the same experiences, so I don't care about what you're.
I guess it's just the bias of what you're comfortable with. Like, I'm comfortable with certain biases and not other ones. I'm scared of certain biases.
But not just that. I think it's hypocrisy.
I agree with that.
I agree with
I've
that
never
too.
told the story, but
Queen.
But but true story. I had a guy one time who I was so enamored with. I wasn't in love with him, but it's kind of that, like, you really like somebody in high school.
You get it, you're 14, you're infatuated.
No, but really. Infatuated is a good word, and I'll never forget it. And he basically blew me off whenever I tried to talk to him in public. He blew me off like I was a hooker.
Yeah,
It was he was like don't talk to me here.
And that man is Rush Limbaugh. And that man is Joe Biden.
Is that what happened to
Joe
him?
Biden
I was
fell asleep,
wondering.
though, so.
Seth doing new Joe Biden material is probably some of my favorite shit I've heard recently. It's so fucking
Well,
funny.
I try not to get into politics, but sometimes you just can't help it.
Damn it.
You can't. You just can't help it sometimes. But I do
Sometimes
get into
politics
but I
just
do-
gets into
I
him.
will say some jokes about some
So
things
true.
because I think sometimes when you can take something that people are just all going, "What the fuck," you know, and which is everything in our country, and it doesn't matter which party you're a part of. I think it's just something. I mean, we need to laugh at this point. My God, look at that with Congress and everybody's putting us through. I mean, you know,
he's right.
I have a
It's
question
just
for
you have
all
to
the.
laugh.
I have a
I
question.
agree.
I have a question for the creators in the room.
For the what?
Creators.
The creatives. The creatives.
Oh, creators.
so cute.
I love Tosh.
Tosh distracted us, y'all. He plugged
did.
Ryan's album.
Ryan's album that is
It's
now
on
out.
Spotify, y'all.
Fucking
It's
God.
on
That's kind of a
YouTube
rap.
Music.
Wait, I'm gonna take a picture.
And
That's
Apple
really
Music.
Cool.
Yeah, I have a question.
I'm already sick of the media
How
cycle.
do y'all feel
Oh,
about?
shut up. I'm so not.
I have a question.
Go ahead,
I'm
James.
gonna bring it in comedy because I can't think of anything else right now. But
That's a
in
good
comedy,
photo.
like you have a lane of what you think you're gonna be, what lane you're gonna be in,
Right.
You know, and then you find yourself. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I happen to be good at drag.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my God, you're
yeah.
great.
But being in the black community is like they look at you like a sellout. And I every time I put on drag, I put on the makeup of I'm a sellout. Someone asked me to be on their
That's
show.
so
and
interesting.
Someone said you're so good at drag. Be on my show, new drag. But I said I hesitated to respond quick because I've been contemplating. Should I do it because I'm good at it, or should I think about am I selling my people out?
Do you think of yourself as a black comic first?
I'm black. That's all. That's the only context I think of. Every time I speak on microphone, I'm thinking about would it relate to my black brain?
Really?
Yes.
Facts.
That's so fucking interesting, dude.
See,
That really fucking is. So do you feel like you have a responsibility to represent the black community? When you,
Absolutely.
so do you think you're letting them down when you put on drag, or you're disappointing them?
They're letting me down.
That's
Really?
a lot.
That's
Ooh,
fucking
that's
big.
deep.
Because
Sorry.
they won't let artists be artists.
Yeah.
Because
That's
of
deep.
Christianity, of these stigmas that they won't let go of. Black people are the hardest people to fucking introduce some new shit to.
Really?
It's the hardest demographic.
That's facts.
Like
man.
I've been trying to work and crack the code for black audience for the past 7 years.
I think this should be your next set. I think that
I agree.
that
actually. That's a
insight
good
is
idea.
fucking
I-
wild.
okay.
He
and
mentioned this, and I'm like,
So I'm
that's
I'm not
genius.
invalidating what you're saying. How the fuck did Tyler Perry rise to power?
Because he,
I mentioned. Well, no.
you know what? That's a
That-
good
that-
contradictory.
no, because
Yeah, I
here's
got
the black culture is also like known for its like amount of loyalty. Like they support their people
Yeah.
through and through.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like what's it been like 7 fucking Medeas? And like I'm not trying to come across like a racist.
17.
I
It's just-
mentioned to him.
It's just
the
a stupid
Medea.
not
fucking
enough
concept.
Medeas.
And not only
I'm waiting
that,
for Medea to go
More
to hell.
Medea,
I'm waiting for that
more
one,
Medea.
dog.
but
Fighting
there's
the
also
devil?
like there's also this belief that like the ultimate goal of like the conspiracy theories of like white people is to get any black man of notoriety to dress as a woman, right?
Right.
Dave Chappelle spoke about that, but like Martin Lawrence made a livelihood out of it.
Right.
Tyler Perry,
But
has
that was
made
after his
an
career, though. That
industry
was
out of
like
it.
he already made his popularity with his stand up and his
on
TV
the Martin
series.
Lawrence show, he dressed up as a woman.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that's a good. Damn,
know-
I forgot about Sinead.
Yeah.
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 Showing up.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm not saying that like you're not going to deal with some sort of like issues as a result of it, but like what do white people have? They have Mrs. Doubtfire and like a few other
That's
like
what I'm saying. They
notable
don't get
things.
judged on that.
But like
Why we gotta
as far
get
as
judged on
black
that?
shows and black films, there's been tons of stuff where it's just like
Well,
dress
the
up as a
most
woman.
preeminent drag queen in the world is fucking black. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then created a platform where majority winners are black and
Yeah.
supports women. Like,
That's
drag
black
performers
people
of
could
color.
do anything and be good.
So again, I'm not-
I fucking agree. Are you serious?
I'm not saying that what you said is
She don't like
true.
black
Interesting,
men. Yeah, that's a
naturally
bias,
funny.
though.
Naturally, y'all are just naturally good at shit.
Especially here and in comedy, and that's what I tell people on the
Yeah.
road when they ask about New Orleans. I'm like, far and away the best comics in the city, in my opinion, are black. So
Same.
you have to fucking be able to be like, well, as a person, not a person of color.
And Ryan,
like I have to be
you're
able to
one
do-
of my favorite white comedians, man.
Aw.
And let me
It's gonna
tell you
shock
something.
you when you find out my grandpa's black. So
I cannot believe it.
That is shocking.
yes, he is.
Is he really?
Yes.
You see? Do you see how nobody
really?
believes
See,
anything?
that's why I'm so fucking funny.
Well,
Hey,
Nobody
because you
believes
told
anything
me
you
it was
say
a joke
because you're
at
a
one
comedian.
point.
But people laugh
Yeah, you're right.
because they believe what you say as a comedian.
It's called-
That duality of it. It's just it's
Well, I guess we'll
mind-boggling.
never fucking know.
It's the C
Chris,
word.
it's art.
It's the C word. Conviction.
It is.
Yeah.
conviction.
And
And
you
confidence.
got it. Yeah, exactly,
You do anything
baby.
with confidence,
Exactly.
people believe
I'm
you.
gonna give my sit up to the host of F is Funny, Brandon Bruffett.
Come on, Brandon. Pop, thank you
Well,
for
I
your
had a
insights,
question.
honestly.
I had a
Seth wants to be on it.
Taj, you
Or
want-
Taj, come up.
Yeah.
Taj, take my seat. Seth, take Nick's.
it doesn't matter. I had a question for you.
Wait, you had a question for me?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, here, let me answer Seth's question.
Is your grandfather really black?
Yes, yes. Yes.
We are
My maternal grandfather was black.
Wow.
Oh,
Why are you
God.
so shocked?
Because you are
Because I can't fucking dance, Chris. Just say it.
You can dance if you want to.
You're just
You can leave
so
your
light.
friends
You're just-
behind. 'Cause
Ryan, we're
if you
gay.
don't
Of
dance,
course
and
we
if
can
they
dance.
don't dance, then they don't have behinds.
Wait, Ryan.
Something like that.
Did you really go and get 5 of those same shorts?
Yeah, they're different colors.
5 of the same shorts.
So to catch you guys up,
Seems like a goodbye.
we are talking about how comedians lie a lot.
I've missed y'all.
And so when you know we're this is very familial. The New Orleans scenes post COVID is very familial. It's not cannibalistic. It's not competitive.
Yeah.
Where everything's going well. So as a result, like we're fastly becoming friends, man. We're all like basically coworkers.
Yes.
And my big dilemma is like as I'm talking to you guys, sometimes
We need an HR department.
for real.
We'd all
be in trouble. I hear your sets, and your sets are based on like these stories, like experiences, and then I come to find out most of you guys are fucking lying, like entirely.
Dude, I picked up lying for Lent like 2 years ago, and I haven't let it go since. And I don't know what y'all do for Lent. Most people give shit
But see,
up.
your
but
shit
I'm
is
not like
true.
going
You
up.
talk about a breakup. You really did have a breakup. You talk about like, with your Southern drawl and your style and things like that. The trials and tribulations. I'm talking about.
I don't
people-
have a Southern drawl. I don't.
I'm talking about people make up entire like.
You
relation.
break, you buy.
My bad.
People are making up like entire like relationships,
Yeah.
entire scenarios.
Yeah, because
and
most of these
none
people
it
have no
ever-
life. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're all very alive.
It's like yeah. I mean, it starts off something small, like a broke guy who he doesn't even have a vehicle. He's like, just bought a car last week.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of truth tellers out there, like Adam Crochet, when he the joke about getting a black eye at the glory hole. And
That is not true. Wait.
it's true, totally true. Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody knows the first rule at the glory hole is no peeking at the glory hole.
hold on. Okay, now has Adam Crochet even
Adam-
come in contact with a glory hole?
Adam
in real
Macrame.
life?
Well, no, because the dick
Okay.
kept him away from it.
You see him saying exactly.
I mean,
I've actually never.
you don't want to come in contact with the glory hole, just whatever you're fucking through it.
I have gone to many a bathroom and many a bar. I've never seen a glory hole.
I've never seen one either.
Exactly.
Well, you got to
If
go
I
to
saw
a
one, I
place.
probably would stick
You
my
have to
dick
go
in
to a place of glory.
Jorge, have you seen a glory hole ever in your real life?
He did, but he didn't know what
Yeah.
it was.
Did you hear what I
Tosh,
said?
have you ever seen a glory hole?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Thank you.
Look, you have
Exactly.
to go to a place that like
Just
is
go to the
known
state.
for glory hole. You got to go to a place of glory for one.
What friend group am I hanging in that we
The-
talk about? Hey, have you heard about this?
Friends of the GH.
So actual glory
FOGH.
holes exist
FOTGH.
in those like porn viewing places, like off the highway and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's where that actually goes
Yeah,
down.
yeah, no, absolutely.
So going back to the original story, you
If you
guys,
saw
The Lion's
hole,
Den.
would you- lying and stuff.
The Lion's
If
Den.
I've never seen a glory hole, but if I saw one, I probably would stick my dick in it.
Weird.
Stick your dick through it. You'd
Through
stick your
it,
dick through
Not
it.
in it.
I'm just serious.
What if it was just a place for a faucet? And you were just confused.
Are you the plumber?
It's like, oh, there should have been a
There's termites on the other
deadbolt.
end.
There was supposed to be a deadbolt here. The glory door.
Oh, that's good.
That's stupid.
That is good.
It's
So
stupid.
okay, let me ask you a question.
What if you walked up to a glory hole and there was a Sibian sticking through it?
If you could,
I don't know what that means.
if you could
Okay.
give a percentage, like an actual percentage, when you guys tell jokes that are talking about personal experiences or personal
Check
stories,
1, 2.
what percentage of those stories are actually based on facts?
All of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like based on facts. All of my jokes are like based on facts. But as far as like where I go from that base, what I build on top of that base, I'll bullshit, I'll lie, I'll exaggerate. But like,
He
yeah,
talks
I-
about fucking older women.
When people ask me that, I'm usually like, it's usually the core concept. It's usually the core concept that's like true, and everything after that is
Yeah,
like
it's-
super embellished.
yeah,
not like,
definitely.
Like when I talk about my sleep apnea.
Yeah, you don't actually have that.
I have sleep apnea, but like everything,
He
all the
doesn't.
jokes that I tell around that are.
Did you really go to an
exaggerated.
Did you go to an Airbnb where a guy
Yes.
asked you for sex?
He took a sleep
with
aptitude
breakfast.
test.
Yes. Okay.
That
Amon
happened.
never heard
in,
that joke.
That happened in
Amon's
Pensacola.
like, what?
That's what I'm
He
saying.
said that the dude was rubbing on himself the whole time he
He
was
was,
talking
though.
to him.
I like
I
that
can't
joke.
believe
I
how
love that
I
joke.
can't believe how forward that is. That's not
Yeah,
right.
right?
It never worked for me.
Here's
I quit that after a couple of
Wait,
tries.
wait, here's the fucked up part. The part that I made up in that joke was the fact that he offered me breakfast and made brownies.
Oh wow, the
That's
nice
it.
part.
The nice part
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I made up.
Oh, Matt Owens,
Okay.
fucking legend. The legend
man.
returns.
What's
Now,
up, man?
as so far as the drugs and the brownies, Jorge did that himself.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, no question.
Oh, I definitely. After he propositioned, I went straight into the room, locked the door, and just fucking got really big.
Jerked off.
When you tell
I was
stories
flattered.
Totally
in your
fucking
jokes,
whacked it.
how much of that is actual truth?
Well, some of my jokes are true, but some of my jokes I twisted up. A
Just
bit. Like my
blatant
grandma.
lies.
Like I have a joke that my grandma always wants to arm wrestle.
Yeah,
doesn't.
and
She
she
always wants
doesn't.
to sing.
She's got osteoporosis.
She always wants to
She's
sing.
not trying to arm wrestle. Look at him.
I haven't
Look at
seen
him.
her
I
in
don't wanna
years.
Arm wrestle him. Like who the fuck-
Honestly, yeah.
No, she wants to
Man,
sing all the time.
fucking threatening old ladies. What's wrong with you? Fucking bullying folks.
So, like tonight, I did a joke about how there are people who keep like small bags of trash just so they can pretend to be throwing out the trash.
Now I'm jealous.
You should be.
Oh, okay.
People keep a peek,
That's my dude.
small bags of trash. They can pretend to be throwing out the trash, but they're really just using it as an excuse to be nosy. That is true. I have a joke where I
heard
say my neighbors check my mail and I never asked them to. Like that is true.
Did they
So
open your
I
mail?
very
They open it?
they like look through and peek through, and the tape is if the tape is weak, fuck yeah.
Oh,
I'll be like,
if
oh,
the
yeah,
tape
yeah,
is
yeah,
weak,
yeah.
well, if the tape is weak,
You
then
need saving
you need to
envelopes and
check
shit.
the folks that's sending that mail if the tape is weak. I mean,
That's
So-
a federal offense.
So the few jokes
Yeah,
that I
I
do
would
that
have
are
the
based on
feds at the
personal
house daily.
experiences, the few jokes I do are personal, they're actually true.
Yeah,
And then you
do
guys-
you exaggerate them at all, or do you just like tell them?
does he look like
how
an
they happen?
exaggerating man?
Not really, because you know my line of thinking is real is so crazy. Like I don't feel like you really have to embellish. There's just so much crazy shit that goes on
True.
any given day. Honestly, if you just say it like just how you saw it, people be like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
Be like,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, I agree.
That's what I saw.
I agree, but sometimes when you tell a joke, even if it's true, you're like, oh shit, if I added this, it would just make it so much funnier.
Yeah, like
Definitely,
a kangaroo.
you know.
If I added a kangaroo, this would be fucking-
Truth is always stranger than fiction.
Yeah,
And I have a joke where a girl says that she like wants to feel like she doesn't use the word violated.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like,
joke.
what's funny
I
is like a
love that
lot
one.
of people have this joke
Mhm.
or something
Similar,
a
yeah.
variation
something
of
similar.
it.
Yeah.
But like this actually happened to me because this is when 50 Shades of Grey was like becoming a real fucking thing, and every woman in the world is like, let's
Yeah,
spice up the bedroom.
yeah.
So
What a time.
I've had girls specifically say like, I want you to choke me. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
I did that today, earlier today.
Oh, bro, it's not even fucking 11
And
o'clock
now,
yet.
and now he's wanted for murder.
Yeah.
And now he's got a fucking open case on him.
I had to get my reps in.
but some of the other guys that might do a similar joke or similar premise of like, here we are in the room, and they're like, okay, I tied her up, and then I like went and did something.
something, yeah.
Like I have a king size bed, and like she's like, no, like there's these soft ropes and shit, and like this is like, first of all, like why am I going to make it to where like you can't do much? Like that seems a lot of effort on my
Because
part.
that's
Right.
So long story short, I don't do a lot
They
of
don't want to do
personal
anything.
jokes,
Yeah.
but comics, I mean, almost so much of their material is like experiential. Like this
Yeah.
happened to me,
Yeah.
and I
Because
saw this.
real
and this
life
and
connects
this.
with everybody, man. We, I mean, we
But-
all have.
But I
similar
want to believe you guys.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you know
But
you know
you're all
better.
full of shit.
We're all full
Can
of
we,
shit.
can we talk just for a second about how strikingly you resemble Pitbull? Can we do that? We just take that moment and bask in the reggaeton
watching Christopher for like
and the fucking reggaeton vibes that are coming off of this motherfucker right here.
I look like
I
Sean
feel like this
Paul.
fucking room should be
Paul.
I feel like this room should be
Hey.
filled with sand and bitches doing the wind down.
They're actually on tour together right now. Sean Paul and Pitbull. They really are.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's
They
so
have
easy for their hair
manifested
to
as
right?
Christopher Anthony is what they've done. They've manifested a Christopher Anthony.
So this is a whole fresh slate. So I was talking. You've been here. Every new person makes fun of my hair in some way. Remember?
I was gonna ask you about that, but I didn't want to.
Oh my. Okay. So
Dirty, I like it.
Holy shit!
like
I can. Are you wearing?
it.
Oh
That
shit!
doesn't mean say.
Did you just come back from the Caribbean?
Dirty,
He
That's
exhaled.
that's a weapon too, man. You sling those bitches in my face.
what's funny is my little sister is in Jamaica right now, and
She's gonna come back with cornrows and shells in her hair.
Definitely.
She went to Jamaica.
Appropriator.
She went to Jamaica with
and stole the culture and came back.
Look,
all of a
and
sudden,
claimed it as her own.
let me guess. All of a sudden, she's a fucking
Evil white
pothead,
woman.
No, she went to Jamaica.
and all of a sudden, she's a pothead.
her
and
baby
loves
daddy
Bob
and her
Marley.
kids are both half Puerto Rican.
She got a
half
baby
Jamaican.
daddy. See, appropriator.
She
Appropriator,
goes-
man. Your sister. Okay.
She goes to. She also
Stealing all
does this
the-
diagonal.
okay.
She already
What is
has
with
it
this diagonal
started.
thing? Why do people do this diagonal fucking photo? I hate that.
Because they're dirty.
So look, so she actually has hair sewn into her hair, and I sent her a message that says, "I like. Have you ever, heard the definition of cultural appropriation?" And she sends me back like a winky face. And I'm just like, "Yeah, we'll just be careful." Anyway, so the big joke is my sister went to Jamaica, and all I got was his hair braiding. So okay,
And I'm dirty. I can't. I'm sorry. I need to listen to some Sean Paul now. Like as soon as this is over, Sean Paul.
I don't even know who these people are.
I don't really care what people say.
Brandon.
I've never heard that.
This is why I'm not on the roasting. This is why I'm not doing the roasting.
Yeah, oh, bro, I'm not doing the roasting either. I ain't
know
fucking
who
with it.
They asked me, and I'm like, number one, comedians act tough, but they're fucking not.
Emotional. We're
fragile.
so fucking
I'm a
fragile.
little bit.
Yeah,
Y'all want to
yeah.
cry? Y'all want to cry? Man, the
Bro, I
windows
cry
are all-
at least 3 times a week.
Yeah,
What
we
are you
believe
talking
that. We know
about?
that.
Oh, that's,
Yeah,
that's too much.
yeah.
Man.
I
It's
thought
too
more,
much crying.
actually.
You
I
need to be
assumed
shamed
more.
for some of that crying. Fucking-
No wonder why he's always
Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment to just shame Jorge on his crying real quick?
Absolutely.
You
3
crying
times.
bitch.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna see what's going on over there. I'm gonna be right back. And you guys can pick up my hair some more.
Come on, Jorge.
All right, give it up for Christopher Anthony.
Christopher
now we gotta make
Anthony.
room for a Mexican boxing promoter.
Bro, I hosted the 7 o'clock show today.
Jorge got himself a riding lawnmower so he could have a low rider and a work vehicle all in one.
Tax deductible. Smart move.
He's doing drive-bys.
And right now with
He's
gas
like, I'm
prices
mowing
the way
grass
they
and
are,
smoking it too.
I wanted to ask you that. I'm like, how many miles does this get?
5.
I rode his motorcycle today.
I get about 150
With him on it?
miles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you
I
know
get
how
about
it feels to be
150
big. You
miles
finally
on
know how
3
it feels to be
gallons.
big spoon.
I rode the bitch seat today,
He
Brad.
knows how it feels
This
to be big
motherfucker
spoon.
the whole time is just like, yeah, woo!
I felt so free.
He was like,
that
I'm
was
the
some
king of the
liberating
world.
shit.
Yeah,
It's so
fun,
free.
son.
It's so free.
Yeah.
Free, yeah, man.
Yeah.
The fucked up thing is,
Free to
I
you,
have
he tried to
more
charge me
guys
to
on the
ride
back
it.
of that bike than women, man.
Yeah, no, we believe that.
Yeah, I've had
Know
more
where you
homies
from,
like
bro.
they're like, "Yo, give
Know
me a
where you
ride."
from. Your hairdresser and who else?
My hairdresser.
Yeah.
You do that yourself?
Yeah.
Word? Yeah, I can see
I'm about
that.
to say, he better have a
It's not.
hairdresser.
It's not hard, I guess.
It's not a hard. It's not
Yeah,
a
it is
hard
hard.
too.
Feel it.
Yeah, it's not
It's hard.
this.
Man, the white dude yesterday. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. What the fuck did you
Racist.
just say?
Racist.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Wait a minute.
Hey, man.
Dude, when the light skinned dude is telling you that you're racist,
Racist,
bro, like,
man.
you might be.
I didn't know he saw color. I'm sorry about that, Brandon.
Man.
The other comedian yesterday, he said his
The other comedian yesterday.
The other white boy.
This is a festival, bro. You're gonna like.
I don't remember his
you know
name.
that comedian that just performed?
Which one? The
one that had
white
that-
one or
the one that had jokes?
The
The
guy
one with
one?
the
The,
jokes.
He was on
The
here
one
and
with
he
the
said,
jokes.
he said his haircut cost.
I'm gonna have to talk to him. I'm gonna have to talk to
$15.
my black friend
What?
about this. See if this is
It's not.
God
It
damn it,
is not.
Ahmad.
I don't give a fuck.
Ahmad says, "Fuck it, I'm 21. I don't know better." I don't know any
He
better.
said, "Who is Sean? I don't know any of these songs."
Yeah.
What?
You don't know Sean Paul?
I know.
Bro,
who,
that's like our Darius Rucker. I mean, speaking of our Darius Rucker, speaking of our Darius
Brandon is on tonight.
I like that goatee, Brandon's
Man, tell me I didn't like that fucking room up.
Brian,
Motherfucker said I did all right.
I know you lit that bitch up.
All right. He said Brandon was all right.
Nah, fuck that.
Brandon
will
fucking-
tell you.
Brandon
Like he'll be so
spoon-fed it to
honest
him.
with his sets.
Motherfuckers.
He'll
Yeah.
be so honest with his sets. He'll be like, "Nah, I ain't do good."
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Yeah, nah, I could have did."
Yeah.
Better." He came out tonight. He was like, "I killed that
Smoked
bitch."
them, bro.
Woo.
They did. They was just they did just what I wanted them to. They
Facts.
responded just the way. If there was a woman, we'd be fucking right now.
Hey, come on, Brandon.
And I
Good
told,
shit. Good
and
set.
I started off by thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Started
man.
off by
That's a
telling
tweet
them-
right there. That's a
Fucking
tweet.
right.
Man, look, I started off by telling them I'd never been in an orgy, but if I had, I would want some of them there.
Yeah.
Word.
Let
they
them
had two-
mysterious and
they
shit.
had
Let them
two
mysterious
ladies
like,
sitting-
oh, I hope it was me. I was one of them.
You can't see in the dark, but
Bitch,
you
I
hear.
better fuck
Oh,
you. Bitch, I'm fixing to fuck you.
They had two ladies sitting in the second row. They were.
Yeah, they
Brandon
would
would have loved both of them.
I would have loved
Word.
them. Yeah, I wish they would have had a seat right in the middle of them. I'd have done my stuff from there. Look at this.
What was that, Troy?
I won't leave. I've been waiting all weekend to
I
be on this
fucking-
show. I've been watching this shit since
what's up.
Wednesday.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah,
bro.
I've been tuning in
Friend of
since
the
Wednesday.
show.
I've been at work and shit watching this.
Friend of the show. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that man, you'd have done better telling me you was at home watching it.
No, I was at work. That's
At
why I
work,
couldn't
know
come
you're
to the-
trying to get out of that.
Yeah, man,
Good.
come
helping
on.
Taj fulfill his co-workers' needs.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we thank you for tuning in, bro.
Fucking
Absolutely,
what?
bro. We appreciate
What?
the support. For
F
real.
you and funny, I watch all the time.
That's
and
what
so
we
should
trying to.
you. And New York pizza.
Yeah, and the other
that's good
one of you
pizza.
that's watching out there in TV land.
That's
It's even
right.
good cold. I hate pizza cold, but it was good cold. Right?
Man, you look, you don't have to, you don't
Pizza's
have to
always
lie
good.
that much, man. I mean, yeah, it's good.
I
It
swear,
is
I
good
don't
pizza.
eat pizza cold.
Cold. I mean,
Pizza's good any fucking way.
Fuck
man.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm
Cold.
like 9 meals deep on pizza right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of starch.
You've been
man.
here
all
since
of it-
Wednesday.
and
Yeah.
all of it has been brought up to us by our wonderful sponsors over at
New York pizza.
man.
That's good
Brandon
pizza.
Say that again. New York.
Brandon Haynes.
Mm.
Let's see if we could create a
You killed
slogan.
tonight, dude. You killed
I'm
tonight.
trying.
Oh, thank you. Hold up. We
Hey,
talking
shut
about
the
me
hell up.
real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
hang
talk
on.
about Brandon
Yeah.
Let's do this.
That
Let's
shit
hear
you
it.
talked about with the black, the priest with the black cloth. That shit was
Oh
crazy,
man, the cloth is just a big giant cum
bro.
rag.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
giant come
That's why
When
we
you
don't
kill
see 'em
all
under
these,
black
when you
lights.
make motherfuckers like,
Man, I got the groans right where
Yeah,
I wanted them
yeah.
to, man.
Hell yeah.
They came good. They came good. Look at Smiley over there. It's just looking like, woo.
drinking the whiskey.
Man, look.
Man, what
cheers.
kind of whiskey is this?
This
The watermelon.
Is
This-
that salted watermelon? I
Yeah,
like
it's a
watermelon.
watermelon
Man,
like a
look.
motherfucker.
I don't
That
like
shit-
watermelon
Still
flavored
on the
stuff.
Jameson?
No,
Jameson
we
is the
killed the
shit.
Jameson. The Jameson's gone.
Jameson
Cheers.
turns me into
Cheers.
James.
And look, and cheers to all of y'all,
Well, I
man.
can't
Look,
say
Cheers, man.
proud
It's
to
the
call
last
y'all
night of the
colleagues.
festival. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, proud to work with all of
Hey.
y'all, man. Like, been a fun event. We really appreciate y'all coming in and out of here, and giving y'all's time to us, man, and talking with us, man. Y'all rock a lot, bro. Everybody here.
We were all paid to be
except
here.
for Jorge.
I was not.
I'm just kidding. I was just trying to add to your crying later. I was hoping we could cry.
I'm actually. I think it sucks. I wasn't able to make any of the shows for the Comedy Fest, man.
You didn't make any of the shows?
I did.
But you were.
I did the show I was on because that's the
Okay.
only night I was free. But there was only one show.
Yeah.
And then I've been booked the rest of the
Well, we missed your
Days.
clickety click from last year. We missed that. That was.
Oh yeah.
The click 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 click.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
Jorge
nah.
was famous with click 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 click.
Yeah, but y'all
I can't do it fast
Y'all got
enough.
some fucking amazing pictures out of that shit.
Well, everybody else did. Which one?
I was trying.
Which one?
I was trying to tell.
You know, somebody called him earlier. Somebody called him said Black Brandon. I hadn't heard that since everybody was racist.
Blandon.
I was trying to get Brandon to tell a story how I got
Landon
fucked up
and
at the bar
Landon.
the other night.
Dickums.
What's up, Smiley? How you doing?
A plus. A plus. Dickums.
Man, I got
Darius Rucker
I
was the
squatted
shit.
a lot in high school.
You like that Darius Rucker?
Yeah, Darius Rucker,
Yeah, he's outside collecting his thoughts on this shit now. He's like, wait a minute, maybe I do. Bro, look like
I look like Hootie.
Look like Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman had a baby.
Bruh. Brandon on one tonight. Brandon on one.
Put some ice on this motherfucker. All right?
Don't let me kill ever again, bro. I come out too cocky.
Fuck it as you should, though.
Man, it's a fun crowd, man. Like I really got to give it up to Chris and Tammy for promoting this thing, man. Those crowds have been rolling in, bro.
Sold
Walk
out
there
damn
tonight.
every night.
Every show.
Is Tammy short for something like Tamika? Is her name Tamika?
I think it's long. I think it's long for Tammy.
Tamia.
Tamia.
That's the closest ain't no K in no white person name. Tamika.
Just wait till I have a baby.
Chris and Tamika.
Fucking.
You wait till I have
a baby. Look, I'm gonna name it. If it's a woman, I'm either gonna name her Tamika or Agony. and if it's a dude, I'm gonna name him Shaquille. And I hope he's a midget.
I know more than one female named
with a big
Epiphany.
dick, just so he can like break all stereotypes.
Shaquille
Shaquille.
Bruffett.
Yeah.
Shaquille Bruffett.
I'm gonna call him Q. Because everybody would expect me to call him Shaq. And I'm like, nope. Nope.
Q.
Nah, I'm deeper than that.
What if your midget baby comes out racist?
If my midget baby, bro, I'm gonna tell you what. If my midget baby comes out, nobody will ever even know. Cause like, I don't know. I'll probably keep him in a cage.
Racism is taught, and Brandon's an ally.
I'll probably keep him in a cage.
That boy said he gonna keep his midget.
I will.
in the
I'll
cage.
charge admission.
Like I'm a heroin.
See my racist. Look at my racist midget. $5. You can throw fucking.
You're gonna make him join the circus.
Throw shit at him. Like that's what you get for being racist. You little angry midget.
He could just work for Sesame Street at that point.
Yeah.
No offense to any other midgets.
Oh,
out
Sesame
there.
Plate gentrified.
I'm just talking about my own midget. So
What's been going
please.
on with those Sesame
Look at that.
Street,
Speaking of my own midget.
those costumes.
Oh shit! Look, he looking around.
That's
Here
two
you
in a
go.
row.
Yeah.
That's two in a row. Two in a row. Somebody else walk in this fucking door. Let people come in here and be like, here's the most hosting giant in all of New Orleans. He's a goddamn look. He's like if the Jolly Green Giant was a regular sized person. Not so big. If what?
Who's that?
I don't know.
I would.
There goes Pop Jermaine again, just talking.
Yeah.
That's why this conversation got on lost earlier. I'm pretty sure of it. That is a fire ass shirt you wearing though, bro. I like that color. Bro. No, it's not. It is. It is too. It is too. Annie accentuating with that very
Smiley wants to throw up on
with
it
that
right
very Kyle from another bar. Look, he's kind of like Tupac with braids.
Word.
He's like
I was out.
Look,
Taj,
he's like,
put your head back on. Taj, put your head back on. Taj, put your head back on.
Nah, don't do me that. Nah. Nah, don't do me that. I shaved my head. Don't do me that.
Taj Washington is the Alex Carolla of the black comedy community.
I am. No, don't do me that. I shaved.
Very Alex Carolla.
Look, I shaved.
Very
I shaved my legs and I still wear pants. Don't you ever take that hat off again.
Look, I don't get it, bro. Like Taj and
She raises a good point.
Your prayers have been answered.
Shit.
I didn't
Thank you,
I didn't
Jorge.
even say a goddamn thing the whole time.
Thank you,
I was
Jorge.
here.
Hold by.
So what were you gonna?
Pickle.
Brandon Bruffett in
What's
this
up, baby?
bitch. What's happening, my brother?
Good job, bro. Good job tonight. Yes,
Thank
sir,
you,
man.
Good job to you
It's
too.
fun.
bro.
Thank you, man. It was,
I found out. Yeah, how was it?
Man, we fucking went
Smoking
hard up in
ass
that.
show,
That-
bro.
that's the way you end the show tonight.
Man,
my
we
guy.
fucking, yeah, bro.
I could tell.
Bringing heat.
Yeah, people on some different shit tonight. You got a
Bringing heat, bro.
fedora.
Hey, bro,
Look, this motherfucker, you give this motherfucker access. You give Pickle access. You give
to put the glasses on.
You give Pickle access to a Walmart, he'll come in and accessorize like a motherfucker, bro. I'm gonna tell you what, bro. That
That's
motherfucker
right,
for a
baby.
shop on a budget.
Let me tell
I
you
ain't
something.
fucking.
Let me tell you something.
I ain't hating on it, bro. I ain't. I shop there too, bro.
The shirt's Walmart, $8.
Fucking right.
This hat,
Yeah.
This hat's the hood.
Pre-clearance.
The hat's the hood corner store.
Pre-clearance. Wait till that shit get on clearance. When there's only 3 of them, y'all gonna be wanting one. You fucking right.
You bought that hat from a corner store?
He got everything from the West
Of course he did. What you
Yeah,
talking about? Where else you gonna buy a hat? Where the fuck else you buying a hat in New Orleans or for the West
What
Bank area?
gas station sell
All
fedoras?
of them.
Marrero, dog.
All of
Yeah,
them.
they
If you ain't Smiley.
Off of
You know,
Hell yeah. Facts. Facts.
Look, see what I'm saying?
Pop Jermaine over there fucking upset that he ain't got one. Look at that motherfucker like, I need one with this shirt. I need one with this shirt. I know they got one with a purple band on it.
Pop don't like that shit.
Pop
You
mad
wait,
at me now, bro.
motherfucker.
He mad at me
You
now.
wait. Yeah.
He mad at me now. He's mad at me. He's gonna get his
He
girl.
looking.
He's gonna get his girlfriend to jump me after this, bro. He's straight up.
I'm gonna get you. All right, motherfucker.
He's like Nidia, stab that motherfucker, baby.
Pickle look like he run numbers.
Pickle look like a mobster on vacation, don't he? He look like he went to Tommy Bahama Outlet and then Cuba.
Is this mic
Pickle
on?
look like
You
an
hear me?
extra all about the business.
Pickle always reminds me of the guy that you would hire to do a hit on Pickle.
Pickle look like the nigga behind the newspaper. You got all the money?
Come check us out.
You got all the money?
Man, what are we doing? Are we calling this shit a rap? Are we calling this shit a rap? Yeah! Kill a Comedy Fest in the right there. Kill the whole shit.
I want. Do we have any alcohol in here?
We got all
man.
kinds of
Let me
alcohol.
get a shot. Let me get a
This
shot.
not
real
fair.
quick.
I'm
Let's
trying
close
not
one
to
out. Let's
go.
close one out.
Somebody won't go.
Yeah, I am a
Oh,
What you doing, bro?
Hey.
What you worried about?
I want it.
I heard you killed that shit.
We
What
can,
up?
we
It
can,
was
get,
all
we can
right.
get some liquor out of that cold box over there.
I've been watching this shit since Wednesday.
Get some liquor out of there, Bobby.
I think we got it coming.
some
I
liquor.
think we got it coming. Yeah.
Bring me a little
Look,
shot of
the
some liquor
only-
over here.
Look, we
The only woman I know stronger than me, Chef.
Ship, we got trade off.
Oh,
I
wait,
got muscles, you got
Smiley.
beard.
I do. Yeah,
You got beard.
Man,
I got
goddamn
muscles.
Ship would bend you into shapes like hot metal. Like,
Man.
holy
Chef is-
shit.
I wouldn't even fight Todd because he a black man.
It wouldn't. Thank you for that. And we would not. We wouldn't even know. No,
No,
we could.
I know is that
we
hat
could talk
better
this
not
out.
come off in the fight.
Chef,
You gonna have to get a
hold
shot of
on.
hat.
Chef, look, Chef, look.
Hey, he just lost.
Listen, let me tell you something. I have strategies when I fight. All right. If you got glasses on, I'm knocking them motherfuckers off.
Right
first.
off, right off.
You know what I'm saying?
That hat's coming
I'll be
second.
damned if you got sights. We trying to fight.
Knock them off.
You know
No
what I'm saying?
sights in the fight.
We're gonna start using that head as good luck, just like the Apollo.
See,
that piece of wood you come out and rub on the Apollo. We're gonna use your head as that.
Oh, you talking about Apollo? Showtime at Apollo.
Yeah, Showtime
I
at
thought you
Apollo.
were talking about Rocky. I was like Apollo.
you know Apollo Creed.
You don't rub Apollo stomp.
I got it.
Not
We,
Apollo Creed.
This the
you
first
know why they
time.
use that stuff?
Hey.
Because they talking about foundations and ancestors and shit. You know?
Oh,
That-
word.
We actually rubbed that log to let our ancestors know that we
That's
are
what's up.
moving forward in their vision. I know white people don't immediately get it, but that it's our thing. Like I knew I'm finna go up here. You know what
I
I'm
used
saying?
to
And
rub
then
my grandmother's stomp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
She had a
She had
tree
amputee.
stump.
She was
Charles said, what?
amputee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's how you.
Amputee.
Yeah. That's your ancestors'
Yeah.
stump.
Chef
Yeah.
just killed up there on that stage.
That's-
Of
that's-
course.
You
Hey,
know
you
what's
missed
gonna
out.
happen.
If you
You
missed
knew it
out,
was
you
gonna
missed
happen.
out, bro.
Man.
Chef just went so ham up
Listen,
there.
I had to go a little
Cheers.
stupid.
Cheers.
I had to.
Hey,
Right
No
now,
question.
raise your glasses in the room if you got one.
Yeah.
Clank it, clank.
Guys from the back of the room.
This is the Comedy House New
Fucking-
Orleans and Comedy
Everybody raise
Fest.
their
too.
drink.
Absolutely.
I thank y'all
I didn't even know these white folks have free
so
liquor
much.
here.
They got free liquor back here.
That's why I walked away.
And pizza.
That's why it's good to be friends with us.
You guys.
I'm about to get drunk.
It's liquor and
I'm getting
pizza.
drunk on white people.
White
I'm
man.
offended for life.
Thank you,
White folks
Brimtown.
got perks.
White people.
We got
Brimtown
perks.
Studios
We got
been putting
perks.
us up all 4 days.
Yeah,
You guys,
absolutely.
Comedy House.
No.
Thank you.
Itemized.
Ladies
Appreciate
and gentlemen, if you don't know it, these guys really are legit.
Very
really
much
are.
so.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't.
Give me
normally,
some.
normally
Very much
when
so.
some white
Give me
shit
some.
come my way, I'll be
Yeah,
like,
come on,
what?
Shep.
I don't know. I don't know. I went to the studio. It's in Chalmette. Okay. And when I was at the
Left
light,
alive. Left alive.
yes. When I didn't plan on leaving alive. As soon as I got to that corner, that little junction, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
But I went over there across that gravel, and I'm telling you, they got
Forge that trail. You blaze the path for those that follow.
I had to check in. I had to check in with myself. I was like, are you willing
Breadcrumbs
to
all
die?
along the way.
Are you willing to die for this comedy shit? And I was like, I
Absolutely.
am.
Chef left so many
Yeah.
breadcrumbs. We got
Absolutely.
ants around the place.
I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I don't think it was that bad.
No,
I
it was
love
amazing.
Yeah,
Once you get in
edibles
there.
and alcohol. And,
Once you get in there, it's amazing. But,
Yeah.
when you sitting at the
We got a
intersection,
rug.
yeah, they
now
got
you
a
gotta
rug.
picture this. You gotta be black sitting at the intersection, and all you see is gravel
In them train tracks.
and them train tracks. You like, this is it. I'm about to die. But when you walk in there, it's so luxurious.
Very brave.
Very
Them
much so.
motherfuckers got seat warmers
Yeah.
on the
Ooh.
bathroom
Look,
toilets.
we want
Yes.
small.
And I never sit down, but I was like, I need to
Yes.
see.
I need to never sit down on the toilet.
I never sit down. Like, I need to see if this is everything they say.
This is just a wrap-up show we wanted to. This
It's
is
a real
it.
thing. Listen, I trust some white people in Chalmette.
We got validation. We got validation. Y'all come see us at Groomtown
not
Studios.
everybody.
We promise you'll leave alive.
I normally
Yeah, it's a good time. It's
we
a
can't
great
promise
show.
shit outside the
It's a
parking
great
lot.
show.
Right.
Once you leave that gravel,
That's it. That's it.
but we got you once you in it.
I normally only come to Chalmette for KFC chicken.
What in the fuck, traitor?
Listen,
Traitor.
That
listen,
KFC has a
Chef.
KFC has a buffet too.
KFC.
Yeah,
You come to
lying.
Chalmette
Yeah.
so black folks won't see you going to the
That's
KFC.
exactly why I
That's
know.
what it is.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
when I get on the speaker,
I
I
get
talk
that.
white. I be like,
Yeah,
"And
hello
I-
there. Three-piece,
the
please?
beans that are green.
The beans that are green. The beans that are green.
Brandon
The
and Pickle.
potatoes that
Y'all
are
are
mashed.
allies. Y'all are allies.
Exactly.
Definitely
They,
allies.
they be like, what kind of chicken you want? Because we try to get that crispy shit. We try to get that crispy shit. I be like, let me have the original.
Please. The OG. I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta do. But they still talk to you.
Cheers,
The people
bro.
at the people at the KFC still talk to you like they work on Chef Mentor Highway.
Oh, hell yeah.
They be like, so you want the dark meat or the light meat? They like, ma'am, my diet and allergies specifically says I shall have the original legs and thighs. Thank you very much.
Well, that's the 15-minute wait. You want to wait?
Yeah, I mean, actually,
We got
I do have the bandwidth for that wait.
We got Troy and Smiley back here around this mic like some
Yeah,
doo-wop backup
man,
singers.
come on, man.
They like, oh, yeah.
Smiley, Troy, Smiley. You came in here first. Come on, Smiley.
Smiley. First of all, y'all give it up. Anybody out there?
Give it up.
for
Give it up.
everybody involved.
Everybody, man.
With this amazing situation. I'm talking about. Let me tell you something. Before, because Todd's gone, but before he can't hear me no more, I just want to say, this nigga absolutely has confident dick. This nigga will wear Puma shorts.
That's what fucking older women do to you.
That's
it.
And the whole still be like, but who is that?
Yeah.
But who
It's
is
that voice, man. It's that fucking voice, bro. Because I know it ain't got nothing to do with the knees.
I think it's the hat. I think it's the hat. I am confident that he is confident in the hat.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
He's not confident enough to not wear a hat.
Look at him. Who is this guy?
Long as
I
it,
know it's
look,
a hat. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I know.
I'm gonna tell you, you just need to slick that down just a little bit, bro. Wax it up just a little bit.
I know it's the hat. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how I know it's the hat.
just keep it
Now y'all know.
That's what you do.
Y'all know every jazz fest.
That's what he said, Pickle.
Every jazz fest,
Y'all
Frankie
notice
Beverly.
I'm not saying nothing when it comes to him.
Yeah, no, because you got the face of a 15-year-old and the head of an 80-year-old. So.
I ain't saying shit.
Before I get to Troy, I just want to finish up with Taj and say I know it's the hat because every year at Jazz Fest, we all know historically Frankie Beverly and Mays closes out Jazz
Hey,
Fest.
Frankie, that's way to
One
close
day
it out.
I saw Taj and one of them hats turned backwards, and he had on a windbreaker. And I swear to God, I was talking to Mays.
You stupid.
He said, Chef, I said, you know me? Baby, that's a Jazz Fest legend. Now, on to Troy.
Before I let go.
That's a Gulf region legend
And I
right there.
probably embarrassed the fuck out of Taj that night because he had a girl with him. And I was like, no, Slim, go ahead, Maze.
How old was she?
No,
What
she
was
was
the
a grown
age of
woman.
this?
Now,
Like,
well,
yeah, like
you
a
know,
grown ass woman.
She
huh?
was a grown ass woman.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was
Yeah. It was either his grandma or his date, huh?
Yes, hey,
Yeah.
that dude. Hey.
You so egg, man.
I will make people retire their jackets.
Yes. I'm just trying to keep Taj to keep his hat on. That's all I'm doing.
She's getting to a pleading point too. She's like, please, goddamn it, Taj.
I never said it.
Please, I mean, just for me, like it's revolting.
You know, comedians get on the road a lot. You know what I'm saying? We do these shows. Sometimes we catch each other in compromising situations. You know, because you got to take showers and shit.
Yeah, we've been catching Kevin Little with his zipper down
I
all
came to
night.
Taj's hotel room. He had on that hat and boxes.
Yeah.
He won't take that.
That's what I'm trying to get him back to. Like I said, I'm about to go take a shower. What the heck? What the heck? He said, what? It's like wearing a watch. It's waterproof.
Holy shit. Taj, look, bro, that is not only your cover, your album cover, but also the title.
Yes.
Is that hat and boxers.
Yes, that hat and boxers. Let me tell you something. I seen Taj one time without the hat. And I ignored the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I was like, this ain't the real Taj. This ain't this is a nigga who trying to be Taj, trying to talk to me. And I have to protect my brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't just be talking.
Don't be seen with me with no hat on, Taj. You gotta wear a hat with me.
Yes.
Man,
That's the
Lord
way.
have mercy.
Amazing. Now on to Troy Duchesne.
Oh, Troy Duchesne.
AKA Troy got next.
Troy
Now, make sure
Duchesne.
y'all follow him
Troy
on
Duchesne,
IG
who
and all that. I don't think
half his face is a smile.
Yes. Troy Duchesne, he is killing it on this scene. He's
He
young.
is. Boy, he's lighting it up.
Listen, he is hot
He's
out
lighting
the
it up.
barrel. I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that what white people say? Hot out the barrel.
I don't know that we say that.
Straight off the porch.
I don't know that we say that. We don't like phrases that have anything to do with. We don't like phrases that have anything to do with gun control. So.
Okay, yeah. Troy Duchesne, he out here killing it, boy. But last night, Troy was a different Troy.
Troy was a different Troy.
Troy boy.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna break it down because I
Break
feel
it
like
down,
the
shit.
listeners
Let's
don't
do
know what happened. So Ryan Rogers headline last night. Shout out to Ryan Rogers.
Shout out to Ryan.
You know, and Seth was out here too with his glitter and sequence and everything.
Just trying to steal it.
So pretty much last night was gay night.
Yeah.
All right. Like, you know.
See, we already had problems with
Yeah.
Alex Crow and all this shit. Y'all be tread lightly.
Alex ain't gay.
I know.
He be acting gay.
Yeah.
You mean by the sucking of the dick?
Yeah,
And all
yeah.
and that.
You gotta be
Okay.
careful.
He plays for both teams.
At the end of the day, I don't even understand.
He's just trying to provide some
Right.
comfort.
I don't know the game. I don't know the game.
If you ask him, he'll tell you.
I don't know if he's the O line or the D line.
He'll suck a dick, but I think he's just trying to provide some comfort.
I can say, oh Jesus.
He's just trying to provide comfort to
Like a baby
person.
sucking a pacifier.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
It's all good. But
He
last
is
night,
crazy.
because I just want to say this, and
You
shout
gotta
out
come
to
up
Troy,
some kind of way.
and not only Troy, but his whole team. He got a wonderful
Shout
support
out to
system.
Troy and his entire
Yeah.
five
He has
heads.
a whole team. His mama.
He
is
does,
very-
man.
This is the reason I'm doing this disclaimer because his mama probably listening. She is, you know what I'm saying? Troy is younger, so you know at times he
Younger?
You know he's younger than us, so
Youngest.
he's youngest.
Yeah.
Youngest.
He's not even legal. I don't
initially
think he'd
started
be
out
here.
coming to the club, just like a lot of comedy greats, Dave Chappelle, and people come to the club,
Yeah.
they mama and all that. So shout out to his support system. So he's very respectful.
Shout out to a
Thanks.
fucking
Right?
comparison
He's
to
very
Dave
respectful.
Chappelle.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing.
Hell
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle
It's
was
good to have a
14,
support
16 years
system.
old when he started doing
Yeah.
comedy, and his mama was at the shows with him. Now, Troy Duchesne, a lot of us commentator, we mentor him and things like that, but he's so proper and respectful.
He is
that he just be holding conversations that he supposed to have been aborted.
Just walk away, Troy.
Like he won't leave. He won't leave because he don't want nobody to feel bad.
Right.
The thing is, when you tangling with the gays, you better get the
tell you
fuck
why
on
I
before
don't
somebody
leave,
fuck you,
Chef.
Troy.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't leave, Chef. Because I be thinking it's coming. I be like, so I got this show coming up. And do you want to be on that? Bitch? That's why I don't leave. That's why I stay.
I remember when Troy did his first gay show. I seen the flyer.
Okay. Yeah,
Seth had a show and he had Troy on it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I sent Troy the flyer that he was on. He already had it.
I didn't even get the flyer.
I resent the shit and I said, so you doing gay shows now?
Yeah. What
Troy
you
put
mean?
that bitch in his
What
story.
do you mean?
Listen, somebody last night, like I said, Troy is very
Fucking
proper
hilarious.
and respectful. Somebody last night thought that Troy was trying to holler at
He
him.
definitely thought he was trying to holler at him.
But he was like, yeah, thank you for coming out.
Yeah, he was
You know,
real
who
nice with him.
invited
He was
you?
real nice. He
You
was real
know.
nice. Look at him. Look, he was like, Chef, he was like, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Like, you know, with the support. So the dude was like, oh, you flirting with me.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, so he said, so he like, nah, I'm not flirting. I'm just saying we appreciate you coming out. You know, and I knew you was gay because you got the crop top shirt and your nipples tall. The guy said, you want my number? And I'm like, just stop complimenting him.
Yeah.
And he won't.
Walk away from the compliment.
I feel like if a gay dude was like, hey, Troy, you like my eyelash? She'd be like, you know what? That is pretty.
They right.
I'm be like, what?
Thank you. Yeah, and then
But
smile
what
real
I'm
big.
saying, Troy, you're leading them on, baby. You're leading.
Troy got to smile like an emoji.
Exactly. But no disrespect, because
You
Troy
can't be
is a
leading
very
them on.
strong black young king.
Fact.
However, he looks like a bottom. So you
Damn.
Prince Bottom. Prince Bottom. You know, in the pimp game, bottom is a compliment. That's a good thing.
It is a compliment.
It is.
But when you fucking
sometimes.
when you fucking with somebody in sequence, they got linebacker shoulders, lean back.
Yeah,
I'm
lean
just
back.
saying.
Lean back.
You don't even look like I give the dick. You look like I take it. Oh my
Troy,
God.
And look.
sometimes you just gotta use what you got to get what you want.
Oh my God.
If you want to make it in Hollywood, it's either it's through ass crack or crack. Actual crack. Ass crack or actual crack.
And let's talk about that. So
I think we just need. I
Troy
think
messed
just
up when
lean
he
back.
put that milk mustache on.
nah, he just said.
Nah.
Man, look. On a serious tip, my dog Troy Duchesne got a special coming
Look,
out
look.
August the 12th, man.
And we
Right
all
here.
we all can't wait for
Cafe
that shit.
Istanbul.
Y'all can't wait. He
We
got
can't
two
wait.
shows, 7 and 9, and he got a milk mustache on the album cover.
I'm just saying.
Look
I'm just
but no
saying. It's
milk, but no
welcoming.
milk.
It's welcoming.
It is
I feel like
No
Will
milk.
Ferrell made him do the shit.
Look.
But at the end of the day, Will Ferrell ain't never made me do nothing. They didn't book me.
Look, Troy, only person gonna have a milk mustache and no glass of milk.
I hate that.
No glass of milk.
I hate that.
That's why he's getting comments on his
Oh,
shit.
man.
But look,
I'm just saying.
we just talking about leaning
We
back.
just talking
Now,
shit,
to
man.
everybody that's out there listening, I just want to explain
Look.
something. This is how comedians show love.
Yes.
We don't think
Yeah,
Troy
we
is
kick
no
each other in
punk
the
bitch.
nuts, even if you ain't got them.
If we
He's
ain't
hilarious.
joning on you, ribbing you, we
Yeah.
don't care.
We don't care.
Right.
You
Jokes
know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
out
We don't
you.
care about you. Comedians walk up to me all the time.
Out of
Hey,
town
Look, I love you,
comedian.
Taj, but you better never
Out of
take
town
that head off.
comedians, you come to New Orleans, get ready for this shit, bro. If you likable, we finna fuck with you.
yeah,
You better piss with that hat on. I know that.
yeah, I know that.
So look,
Turn it the other way.
Yeah.
look, we
Go ahead, Frankie.
We gotta wrap.
we got
Oh,
news
y'all
at
gotta wrap- we gotta wrap it up.
we got news at the after
got the
party.
rap
The rap
party
party is
starting.
kicked off.
It's the
yeah.
after party that's going on.
So-
Hey, listen,
I'm ready.
Right.
If you haven't already, because I'm all about plugs. If you haven't already,
I
make
bet.
sure you follow everybody here. This is the FU and Funny
Let's go, Troy, guys.
Put the FU in
podcast.
Funny.
Yes.
Smiling the comedian is here. Follow her. I'm Chef Kelly.
Yes.
Troy got
God damn it,
next on
I'm Brandon
Yes.
Buffett. This is Pickle.
Hey,
Grimtown.
Make sure y'all follow
Man,
Grimtown.
look.
thank you, Grimtown.
We got Brandon Hayes. He a 50-year-old comedian that
Oh,
keeps
Captain,
trying to
my
buy
Captain.
CDs. I don't know why.
Yes.
And
Follow
everybody here, listen, trust these white people if you know.
Yes.
trustworthy white people.
Yes. Please trust these white people.
Y'all give it up for everybody that-
If you
that-
take
that-
anything away from this shit, is trust these white people.
These white people.
Not the
Yes.
other ones.
Yes.
They are
You're putting your trust into the wrong white people.
Apollo Stump approved.
Yes.
Apollo Stump approved. Thank you guys. We are done for tonight.
Look.
That's been our podcast.
It's been a
That's been
pleasure.
everything for Comedy House, Comedy Fest 2, baby. Thank y'all for tuning
Bro,
in.
appreciate it,
We'll
people.
see y'all again.
Thanks for doing this for me, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Love
you
you.
bet. Love you too, bro. Yes, sir.
Let's get
Congratulations
this
on the
party
show. Well done.
Congratulations to you, man. Take it easy.
Thank you.
We gonna get it.